Meteorologist Christina Edwards has Atlanta's most accurate and dependable forecast coming up. This is all new at 3 o'clock. The search for manhole cover thieves in Rockdale County. Spokesperson George Diaz says 20 lids and grates have been stolen, which creates a safety problem in neighborhoods.
Taking walks, their kids are riding on bikes, and all of a sudden there is a cover that is missing.
Residents are asked to check surveillance footage from their homes to help police find a suspect. After a drug bust in Gwinnett County, a jury convicts a man on a long list of drug and weapons counts.
A 5-day federal trial ends with Ramiro Contreras Sandoval convicted on all charges, including possession of meth and distributing more than 135 kilos of the drug. He's also charged with possessing firearms as an illegal immigrant. The Department of Justice says Contreras Sandoval and another suspect first fled from a bust at an Atlanta area meth conversion lab back in 2019. He was arrested 2 years later when they found him at a second lab at a home in Norcross. His sentencing hearing is yet to be set. An accomplice was sentenced last year to 20 years in federal prison after pleading guilty. Judd Hickenbotham, 95.5 WSB.
A 3-time convicted felon faces federal charges after purple fentanyl and weapons are seized at his Midtown Atlanta condo. 32-year-old Dontrell Lamar Brown is indicted on a number of drug-related charges, including conspiracy and possession with intent to distribute fentanyl. Brown's girlfriend is also facing charges for allegedly moving the fentanyl out of Brown's condo to hide it from authorities. Brown has 3 prior felony convictions in Gwinnett County. The 93rd North Georgia State Fair is underway in Marietta. It includes rides, circus performers, and bull riding, but fair manager Todd Miller says you can't forget about the food.
We have a funnel cake smash burger. We have the Dubai chocolates over strawberries. We have all your fair staples, but people are always looking for new and different, unusual foods, and I think that's one of our driving forces now.
There are over 40 different food options to check out. The fair runs through September 28th. It is now 3:03. The Von Hessler Doctrine begins in less than 2 minutes. Right now, live team coverage of traffic and weather in the 24-hour traffic center. It's Ashley Frasca.
Thank you, Bill. Watching a really slow ride through DeKalb County on the inner loop 285 south between I-85 and Highway 78. No cause for it, just a lot of volume there. And up through Henry County, making your way towards Stockbridge. 75 north sluggish up to Jonesboro Road. And it looks like that construction wrapping up in Kennesaw from the right lane. 75 north at Barrett Parkway. I'm Ashley Frasca, 95.5 WSB.
I'm WSB meteorologist Christina Edwards. Partly cloudy skies through this afternoon, trending about 5 degrees above average with a high near 90. Lows tonight in the mid-60s. Tomorrow, partly cloudy with an isolated pop-up storm, high 91. Sunday, partly cloudy, high 88.
Right now, it's 89 in Dallas, 91 in East Point, 87 in Cumming. More news at 3:30. Breaking news when it happens. I'm Bill Caiaccio, 95.5 WSB.
These people just make noise and basically waste our time.
Dear members of the media and the public, I welcome you.
Live from the heart of Atlanta, Georgia, and beyond, Hour 1 of the Von Hessler Doctrine begins right now. I am your lovable, I am your huggable radio chat host, Eric Von Hessler. The other voices you hear are the Doctrinaires. Man of 1,000 voices, Tim Andrews. Lady of 184.7 characters, Autumn Fisher, has the week off. We do have the man behind the glass, George Clark, and the handsomest producer in all of producery, Jared Yamamoto.
Wishing a happy 43rd birthday to the emoji. Happy birthday, emojis.
Emojis? 40? How can an emoji... Hold on, that makes no sense.
43 years old?
Wait a minute.
It was invented in 1982.
Okay, and was where? Who used them?
It was a computer science researcher posted a message on a university's electronic bulletin board.
Yes.
And it was a colon, a dash, and a closed bracket, so it made a smiley face.
Oh. Now, was that the beginning of the entire internet? Was that the first time that...
It was around that time.
I don't know. I was like, why would it be emojis when we didn't even use them back then?
Well, DARPA had it in the 70s.
Okay, it's not a real emoji. It's the fake
emoticon.
Yeah, it's the thing that looks like a smile, and then they turn those into emojis.
That is correct.
So it's really, it's the precursor to the emoji that we're having a birthday for. The emoji itself is, that falls into the category of one of those annoying things that if there's one anthropologist left, after we blow ourselves up, that anthropologist will say things really started going downhill when people really got excited whenever there were new emojis. This is not that.
See, the thing
OG emoji.
Yes. OG emoji.
It's OG emoji is what it is. Great name for the show. Look at that. We're just out of the blocks.
Let's go home.
We're done, right?
We're done.
We're done.
We find
Play the music, George.
The only reason we're here for 4 hours is because we need to find a name for the show. So drive carefully. Tip your waitresses. They've been working very hard for you. Right?
Oh, yeah.
I mean, come on. Don't come in here and drink our drinks and eat our popcorn and laugh at our jokes and not tip your waitresses.
What I like about this 43rd birthday is that technically it makes the emoji, again, emoticon, but
emoticon.
What I like about it is technically it's not a millennial or Gen Z thing. It becomes a Gen X thing, Tim Andrews.
That's right.
We never used them until the computers were out.
Yeah, every once in a while you do the
Yeah, you didn't
cursive.
type something and,
Yeah.
let me make a smiley face.
No. Gen X never did anything bad. What are you talking about? Gen X were...
I blame Gen X for the emoji. That's
How
what
old was that guy that sent that email? He's probably a boomer, so blame the boomer.
There you go. Yeah, that guy definitely wasn't a Gen X. Well, he could have been.
In when? 1980 what?
82?
1982.
No, he would have been like 12 or 14.
That's true. Well, maybe he was one of these geniuses that...
We don't have any of
You
those.
know, sort of... yeah, sure you did. These people who graduate from Georgia Tech when they're 12 or something. Maybe you had one of those guys.
Well,
Possibility.
that guy wasn't wasting his time doing emoticons.
What is it like doing, like when you're at a place like Georgia Tech and there's like a 10-year-old in your class and you find out he got
it's so weird.
better grade.
There was a 13-year-old when I was in school at West Georgia,
Right.
and just like
Which, by the way, he's nothing against West Georgia. What I'm saying is, hold on, hear me out. Yes, it's impressive that you're 12, 13 years old and you're in any college, but he could only get into West Georgia. That's all. Did he apply to Georgia Tech?
I don't
Did he
know. I don't know
apply
what
to
his story was, but I know
MIT?
his mom would walk him around campus, and I always would think, man, I'm an idiot. Like, this kid's over here, like, knocking out these
I'll
classes.
I'll tell you what, I found out about that kid. He wasn't nearly as cool as you were. He didn't drink he couldn't hold his liquor like you. And I don't know if you know this or not, but it's been confirmed now. He was a virgin. So
Probably still is.
yeah, because smart people never get laid.
Right.
We know that.
Right.
Not at all. Not at all.
That's what God does. He blesses those without the smarts so they can have fun in this world.
Well, that's why we need Epstein, so those guys can get laid.
Exactly, because they can't get laid. They can become the CEO of large institutions.
They have no time for it until they're wealthy.
That's right. And then they need, they don't know how to meet girls.
They need to relax, get a massage.
That's right.
Just chill.
Didn't Thomas Massey, did we have that from yesterday?
We sure do.
Thomas Massey, who MAGA hates. You want to know why? Because he spent his entire career trying to drain the swamp. Oh, no, it's because their saint of saints told them to not like him. They never looked. Oh, you don't like him? Well, we love you, so you don't like him. We don't like him. Thomas Massey was trying to drain the swamp when Donald Trump was telling people they were fired on TV, but that's okay.
I don't know.
Maybe the only person, if he ran for president, that I would re-enroll and actually vote, knowing that he wouldn't win.
He joined the Democrats with the continuing resolution earlier today for the House vote.
The continuing resolution for
the budget.
The budget, or
yeah,
what?
the budget. So both on Epstein and on the budget today. So MAGA's mad at him.
Liberal, right? Yeah. Massey doesn't give a damn about what MAGA wants. He doesn't give a damn. You just look at his career. If you want to know how he's going to vote today, look at how he voted last time they did this. He is something that people in political movements can't stand. Consistent. The reason I don't vote is because people like that don't exist for me. But that's what I want. I want consistency. I want to know who you are and I'll even respect you if you consistently disagree with me. What I don't respect is, well, I like this one politician and whatever the hell he says, even though it makes me look like a hypocrite at the next party I go to, because I'm really arguing exactly, now I'm at parties arguing how people should be canceled. That's after 8 years of being at parties talking about snowflakes and how people. Now I'm at parties with the same people. Can you believe it? And with a straight face, I'm rattling off the names of people who should be canceled because I follow a guy and he said, so I do. That's it.
This Massey's trying to balance the budget and get to the bottom of Epstein. What?
Oh my God, that is so anti-MAGA.
What does the continuing resolution mean? Why does he support the Dems?
So he jumped on that side because right now, this is going to push it until December, and
Right.
then they'll pass, so-called pass the budget
Well,
in
both
December.
parties are.
They don't know what they're doing.
But, both parties, they know what they're doing. They're
Yeah.
trying to punt the ball. They don't want to be responsible for everything. Congress can get as mad as they want at this president for using all of his presidential power. The Congress for the last 35 years has been doing nothing but punting the ball and saying, let the president do it. Let him make choices that'll piss people off. We don't want to do it. And so now it's come back to bite them. But Thomas Massey, digging into this Epstein thing, must be pissing off MAGA. They hate the whole Epstein, right? They
Just go
They
away,
just
please.
that's what they said. That's why they voted for Trump. He said, "I'll make it go away." Right? Thomas Massey, on the other hand, was talking about it and basically the other day said names of people and positions
Sure
that
did.
he believes are on this client list, which I had already gone, well, maybe they're in the client list.
These documents in FBI possession, your possession, detail at least 20 men, including Mr. Jess Staley, CEO of Barclays Bank, who Jeffrey Epstein trafficked victims to, victims including minors such as Virginia Roberts Giuffre. May she rest in peace. That list also includes at least 19 other individuals, one Hollywood producer worth a few $100 million, one royal prince, one high-profile individual in the music industry, one very prominent banker, one high-profile government official, one high-profile former politician, one owner of a car company in Italy, one rock star, one magician, at least 6 billionaires,
I think it
including
is.
a billionaire from Canada. We know these people exist in the FBI files, the files that you control.
You're right, MAGA. That's exactly the guy you should be trying to get rid of. He's nothing like the guy I don't like him. So
Is it Penn Jillette, the magician?
I think I'm not going to say because I'm not
So
going
it's
to get
not
sued.
Penn Jillette.
I don't know, man. They didn't say who it was.
It was
but
Teller,
there-
but you're never going to get it out of him.
there is a magician out there who's very famous who has
Had these issues.
had these
George
issues.
H.W. Bush has made some jokes about that.
Yes, he did. And this particular magician, this is the only thing he can't seem to disappear from. That would be my guess. But after that, I was like, my MAGA friends are right. That kind of person is exactly who we shouldn't have in government. Somebody who actually names names on the record.
Why didn't he name the other people?
I don't know. The one there must be a lot more evidence against the CEO
Barclays
of
guy.
Barclays guy. And the rest, maybe. He wasn't saying that they were guilty. He was saying, we know that you have names.
Who's the rock star? That's what I want to know.
Well, what's rock these days? Could be.
Kid Rock.
Kid Rock.
What if we find out it was like it's a rock star? Hey, remember that guy who was the lead singer of Ambrosia? That's not a rock band.
He didn't have that kind of money. You can rule that out.
Well, listen, another billionaire, Ambrosia could have been their favorite.
True.
What were their songs? That was like the Little River Band.
Little River Band had a bunch of hits.
Yeah, and then Ambrosia had like 2 or 3.
Can't think off the top of
And
my
I can't
head.
either, but they were huge in like the early 80s, late 70s, early 80s. And I remember when they were out there, their big thing was...
That's how much I feel.
Okay. I remember advertising in Rolling Stone back then when Rolling Stone still wrote about music sometimes, where Ambrosia was like, oh, we're just so mad. We're a rock and roll band, and just these songs keep becoming hits. It's like, well... Stop making those. It was like kind of like protest. Like people don't understand. We're a rock and roll band.
Yeah, biggest part of me just it slaps with its rockness.
I don't. I always assume. Well, maybe on the rest of the records they do. They're like, we're not Air Supply. Well, you kind of are.
Precursor.
You kind of are. So big game last. I can say something about George Clark, a person that I think everyone knows that I think very highly of this George Clark.
Thank you.
He helps me out.
I think
helps
we
the
all
show
do.
out.
We all think very highly of George
But there's
Clark.
one area that he is not a fun rival. He's a Dolphins fan. Why? Did you grow up around there?
No, my dad was just a Dolphins fan.
Okay, so as a kid, you've been watching the Dolphins and rooting for them basically your whole life. And I'm a Bills fan. And it's nice to have a friendly, our head engineer here, Charles Kinney. He's a big Chiefs fan. And so it's nice to have a friendly. I'm always on the wrong side of that, but it's...
Hey, your Bills are going down on Monday Night Football when you come to Atlanta.
Well, maybe they will. But we're not really rivals. We play each other once every 3 years or something.
Okay,
it's not,
that's fair.
not quite the same thing. The Dolphins, the Bills play
Twice a year?
Twice a year since, God knows when.
In the
1960
70s,
or
they
so.
lost 20 games to the
Yes,
Dolphins.
they did. Yes, they did. It's usually pretty one-sided as a rivalry in any particular era. But George Clark's no fun. I said, hey, your team showed up last night. Really, I think they're not going to fire everybody because they played pretty well, even though they lost. And he said, yeah, I saw the score this morning. Like, you're no fun as a rival. Like, you don't even watch the damn thing.
I tried for about 3-4 seasons to get into it and watch all the games, but I just don't care. I can't do it.
He was watching Loomer live.
That's what it. Yeah, were you?
Did you get loomered?
Did you get loomered? Were you deep into some conspiracy hole, rabbit hole?
I was doing what all young people do. I was playing video.
Oh,
okay, yeah, there you go.
You can have the TV on, right? No.
All right.
I know. I should have had it.
Now
on
that's
back.
that'll distract you from getting the
High
best score.
yeah.
But that right there is the beginning of the end.
Video games?
32-year-old men choosing to play video games rather than watching standalone NFL football.
Okay, what's
game.
wrong with dual screening? Because I played a video game in the middle of the game too. I had dual screen.
How can you keep an eye on the? Well, first of all, neither of these teams are your favorite team.
Right. So I was okay.
Ostensibly, this is supposed to be George Clark's favorite team.
That's a fair point.
Yeah, I mean, I might do something, have a second screen going if I'm watching, Cleveland versus
the Chargers.
the Jags.
Yeah.
Well, Justin Herbert's fun to watch. So I will say this. Well, it's my good fortune to let you know, as a so-called fan, that the Dolphins showed up last night and they didn't get beat by 1,000,000 points, and it was a game right down to the last 3 minutes. So
Next time they play, I'm going to set up snacks. I'm going to do a whole thing, put a banner up, flag,
Yeah.
Dolphins, and I'll cheer. And
there you go.
Invite a chick over.
They're 0-3. I mean, they are 0-3, but they didn't fall apart.
Find a
watch.
female Dolphins fan. Rekindle your love for football.
Okay.
Frank
She might be the type that burps in front of you, but
It's worth it.
Frank the Tank from Barstool Sports is a Dolphins fan, and he famously said yesterday, he said he has a better chance of hooking up with Sydney Sweeney than the Dolphins winning a Super Bowl this year, which I thought was pretty funny.
Well, that's true about a lot of teams, though, isn't it?
Yeah.
I guess if you're a Browns fan, yes.
Well, I mean, how many teams are really in the mix? Like maybe half the league,
Yeah.
you would think, and that's probably true most years. Maybe half the league. There's always surprises. The year Cincinnati went, and this is not a sports show, a couple of years ago when Cincinnati went, I believe they had won 4 games the year before. So it was a fine, entertaining game, and the good guys came out on top, right, George? Ultimately,
Yeah.
the
Yes.
good guys came.
Speaking of Sweeney, she got $40 million or something to do a Bollywood film.
What?
I did not hear about
Yeah,
that.
verify that. But I saw online she's been offered at least $40 million, I think, to do a Bollywood film.
My guess is she'd take it.
Yeah, no doubt.
Can she sing? Don't you have to sing when you're in the Bollywood movies? I've never seen
It's
one.
mostly dancing.
Yeah.
Well, I don't. Is she a good dancer? Even just because somebody's sexy doesn't mean they're a good dancer.
I'm
Look at
seeing
me.
$61 million deal to do a Bollywood. But these are little questionable sources. I guess Yahoo is okay, but some of the other ones are weird.
Is Trump going to get in the way on that? Because that's
Well,
that's
we need
India.
a little money from
Yeah.
that. I mean, we got the H-1B visas or whatever they're called, 100 extra thousand.
Okay, there you go. So, because she would have to go to India to make that, would she not?
Right, but to show
they
it
all made
here,
in India. Or
show it
they,
here.
They make some of them here.
Do they?
Mhm.
Because it's the people who love these Bollywood movies are just enamored with them.
Well, you go to a theater near me, those theaters are filled.
Yeah.
That are showing Bollywood films.
Now, my understanding, you can look this up. Because this can't be true. I remember years ago, I read this article about Bollywood movies, and they said that they all have the same plot, and that the audience
Same
gets
tropes
mad.
and things.
Yeah, and the audience gets mad if they don't, they want to have this particular type of experience. I don't know what it is.
It's like a Disney movie.
Yeah, I was just going to say that.
Is it always the old trope where the boy and the girl don't really like each other at first, and then somehow at the end, that's in a lot of movies. I don't know what it is, and I don't know if I'm just wrong. If I read this article and I just got bad information, or I'm misremembering it, I don't know.
I'll look into it.
It's just.
I was in Switzerland for that trip that I took recently.
Yeah.
And it was very noticeable that there was a ton of Indian tourists. So I looked it up and I said, why are Indians so into Switzerland. It turns out they've got a director there that shoots all his movies in this Lauterbrunnen Valley that we were in. And they go, and there's like a checklist that you've got to do. You've got to touch Swiss snow. You've got to pet a Swiss cow, because they're all featured in these Bollywood movies. So it's a huge tourist attraction for.
Wow!
Yeah,
and he makes the Bollywood movies there.
Yeah, he makes them all there in Switzerland, and then
they all like ski vacation movies or something.
Yeah,
like,
I think it is like ski and snow vacation stuff.
It's like the '80s movies here.
Yeah, Hot Dog the movie.
I just have to know. Somebody find out. Right?
Apparently, no. The answer is
okay,
no.
I don't know
not all Bollywood films are the same, but there's like 3 types of Bollywood films.
Okay, and you got to stay within the rules, whichever one you're in. That's what.
Yes.
I read that the audience gets mad.
A masala film is one of them. And again, that's a
masala is a region of India.
Assume?
I'm asking with a question mark.
It says that it's a hybrid genre that combines elements of multiple genres, such as action, comedy, romance, and melodrama, to appeal to a broad audience.
By the way, that was kind of silly of me. I said I asked with a question mark. I got to talk. I say a lot of things.
Do what?
That question comes with a complimentary question mark. You don't get that very often. That's why you tune in, ladies and gentlemen, because things are a little different here. We ask questions with marks. Any more information from you, George Clark?
You got to. No, basically what
No,
Jared
okay.
said.
I'm good.
What Jared said. I like it. You're just confirming what he has let us know.
Listen,
That's
we're a team here. We're
That's
working
right.
together.
I was gonna say masala is like a blend of spices in a dish. Maybe this is like a blend of tropes in a movie.
All I
It's a guess.
know is it spelled marsala or masala?
It's Masala. Masala.
Okay,
It's a
maybe.
frequent crossword puzzle answer.
Remember that Denzel Washington movie, Mississippi Marsala?
I do.
I think it was about, didn't he fall in love with an Indian lady? They like ran motels or something
But
in
it's a
Mississippi.
different spelling, right?
Yeah, so that's why I'm just explaining why I put the two together. But even if it's different spelling, it's kind of interesting that movie has an Indian
How did you connect
plot.
that? That is such an
Actually,
interesting.
Well, I just remember seeing that movie a million years ago. It was a
It's
great
not
movie.
Marsala, it's Masala.
Oh, it is?
Okay.
Okay, look
So
at
you're
that.
right.
So
but
as I put it together, as maybe in that movie she was from a certain region of India, and then this has that's.
You literally just pulled that out of nowhere. That's impressive.
Thank you.
It's
I
impressive.
saw that movie back in the early, whenever it came out. I don't know.
After
90s.
Mina's Indian family is ousted from their home in Uganda by Idi Amin, they relocate to Mississippi.
Yeah, and they run hotels and stuff, and I
Yeah.
think and Denzel meets her. Great movie, as I recall. You know, it's one of those things where if you see a movie once, when I think that came out in the 90s.
91.
Okay, so my wife and I saw it then, right? And it's just sometimes a good movie will just leave. All I can remember is, yeah, they're in America. They run some motels. Denzel meets the girl. But I just know, like, yeah, that's a great movie because I'm left. That's all the plot that I remember, but I'm just left in my mind with, yeah, I had a good time at that one. That was a good one. And Denzel makes anything.
Yeah, I know exactly. Is there a single bad Denzel Washington movie?
Sure, there are movies, but there's no movie that's bad because of Denzel Washington.
Right.
Denzel Washington always makes a movie better.
I mean,
if it's already good, he makes it great. If it's not so good, he'll make it good. If it's terrible without him, he'll make it watchable.
I mean, the most recent example was that Gladiator 2. I mean, he made that movie from an okay to fair movie to a good movie just because of him.
Go home and watch The Pelican Brief.
Okay.
Is that a bad movie?
Yeah, it's not
Was that one of those, the guy with the lawyer movies?
Yeah, it's a lawyer movie, and
But what's
Julia
that?
Roberts is in it.
Who's that author? Is it one of his?
It's not Michael Crichton.
No. The one who made the Lincoln Lawyer and all that guy. That
And The
one.
Firm.
He was like the Stephen King of law. He would write a book. It would become all about the lawyers. Every book became a movie that was pretty successful. John Grisham.
Yes.
That's his name. Is that what that was? Yeah, Pelican
Yeah,
Brief.
he wrote
That
it.
sounds like because a lot of those movies. I think I saw The Firm.
I like
it was
The
okay.
Firm.
It was okay. It
Tom
wasn't-
Cruise beating up Wilford Brimley
Wilford
made me laugh.
Brimley, yeah.
And that's diabetes.
And Hackman is in it, too.
Doesn't he know that he has the diabetes
Yeah.
at the time?
Well, he plays like a badass in that. He's like a private investor, or he's a bully, or
No, he's the
fixer.
enforcer. He's the
fixer.
fixer/enforcer. For what I
Gene
remember
Hackman.
from that one. Gene Hackman, great. He's another one. Like any movie, no movie was terrible because of Gene Hackman.
Yeah, he
We've been in
always
a
made
couple-
everybody around him better.
I mean, the Poseidon Adventure, where he plays the curmudgeonly priest.
Mm.
I remember watching that with my kids. They're like, what is this guy even like? He's just like the meanest priest ever. He's just like, he gives a sermon at the beginning of the Poseidon Adventure where he's just basically yelling at people.
At what year did he start looking old? Because for me,
he was old.
He's always.
Can I tell you this? You can check this, George. Now we become the movie trivia show.
Hey, it's a Friday.
I believe his first major film was Bonnie and Clyde. I think that was 1967, and I think he was already in his 30s. He didn't become an actor until later in his life. Same thing's true about Dustin Hoffman. You turn around, he's like really old. He was 31 in The Graduate.
They lived together.
He was only 6 years younger than Mrs. Robinson in The Graduate.
We interviewed him. Remember, you were there.
Yeah.
We interviewed Dustin Hoffman on the phone and asked him about being roommates with Gene Hackman.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, I think that they used to have some wild parties. Am I right? How old?
No, you're right. Yeah, his first movie was Lilith in 1964, and he was 34 years old.
Wow.
Yeah, he didn't get
64.
Yeah, he didn't get into acting. Well, he just died. He was 94.
That's right.
Born in 1930.
Wow. So the answer is shortly by his third movie, he was looking old. I mean, look at him in like what's the
French Connection.
French Connection.
Old,
It's like 1972 or something.
That's problematic.
Oh, the kid. Is it problematic? Well, no. Why would it be problematic? He's supposed to be a bad guy.
Nuance doesn't matter.
It's true.
Do people hate All in the Family now? Because Archie Bunker says those things?
People like All in the Family now because Jimmy Kimmel and ABC would do those live shows where Woody Harrelson would play him.
Oh.
So
well, Jimmy Kimmel still seems to be quite popular.
Tara Fine Jewelry Company, just 3 miles from the Mall of Georgia in Beaufort. Coveted brands like De Beers Code of Origin Diamonds, Mikimoto, Roberto Coin, fine Swiss watches, and so much more. Visit Tara Fine Jewelry Company in Beaufort today.
I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. Our firm handles hundreds of crash cases involving semi-trucks every year. A crash case involving semis is much different, and if you don't know what you're doing, you can leave lots of money on the table. Many times there is separate insurance for the cab and for the trailer. Sometimes there are actually layers of other insurances and excess insurance that some lawyers may not know about because they don't see that many cases. We see these cases every day. Also, there are federal laws governing the hours a driver may drive in a 24-hour period and logs that are required. A crash case involving a semi-truck is a totally different animal than a simple car crash. We have lawyers who only handle these cases. It's all they do. Rolling the dice with the wrong law firm can be disastrous. Call us on your cell phone at Pound Law, pound 529. It's so easy. Injured? Dial Pound Law or visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
Hey everyone, it's your buddy Shelly Winter here. Join me this Saturday at noon for the Car Guys with Kevin Deutsch from Butler Lexus of South Atlanta. Buy or lease, fix or sell, everything you want to know about cars, we will cover Saturday noon to 1 right here on 95.5 WSB.
Attention men, does ED and PE have you down? Well, great news. Choice Men's Health has the latest breakthrough treatments that can get you up and running. Meet the specialist who is dedicated to helping you perform better than ever in the bedroom.
Hi, I'm Dr. Katz, Chief Medical Director at Choice Men's Health. Our custom treatment plans have a 98% success rate at improving ED and PE on your very first visit, even if Viagra and Cialis have failed. Regardless of your age and medical history, we are here and dedicated to help you regain your love life.
Don't wait. Call Choice Men's Health now. We are so confident we can help. For a limited time, we're offering to cover your first treatment for free. Call 404-400-1170. Call now to claim your free treatment. 404-400-1170. Results guaranteed on your first visit or it's free. 404-400-1170. Choice Men's Health, the only choice for your health.
Live from the Superior Plumbing Studios.
News,
weather,
traffic.
95.5 WSB.
Atlanta's News and Talk.
At 3:30, I'm Bill Caiaccio. News sponsored by Vincent Financial. Our top local story, a Georgia Tech student suffers minor burn injuries after a small explosion in a lab. It happened at the Molecular Science and Engineering building in the BioQuad area of campus. Atlanta Fire and Rescue says there are no hazmat concerns at this point. The injured student has been taken to Grady Hospital. Happening now, the CDC advisory panel on vaccines considering the COVID vaccine. They have 4 votes planned. The panel votes unanimously to stop recommending the COVID vaccine for all, instead advising individual decision making. The panel says those 65 and older and those with increased risk for serious COVID infection can get the vaccine. This grandmother, speaking during public comment, wants the panel to continue recommending the COVID vaccine for kids.
I'm just a 73-year-old woman with no medical or scientific background who wants her children and grandchildren and further generations to grow up safe and in a healthy world.
Earlier, the advisory panel delayed a vote on recommendations for the hepatitis B vaccine. Police detained 2 people after a shooting at a South Fulton apartment complex sends a 1-year-old boy to the hospital.
At approximately 3 a.m., officers responded to a report of a gunshot wound involving an infant at the Gardens at Camp Creek apartment.
Police spokesperson Tori Cooper says the child is at Arthur Blank Children's Hospital for treatment. No word yet on if any charges will be filed. The U.S. Postal Service puts out guidance for sending mail during the holidays.
You've got a few months, but here it is. To make sure your packages make it to their destination before Christmas Day, USPS says you'll have to get your Priority Mail in by December 18th. For Priority Mail Express, the deadline is December 20th. December 17th is the last date you should send out first-class mail and USPS Ground Advantage service. Also today, USPS Operation Santa is now accepting letters from kids and families here in Georgia and across the country. Cheryl Castro, 95.5 WSB.
It's now 3:32 and time for live team coverage of traffic and weather in the 24-hour traffic center. Ashley Frasca.
A couple of new issues as you travel 400 northbound. A crash reported in a right lane. It's before Northridge. Authorities are on the scene there, and one right at the exit ramp 400 north to McFarland Parkway, starting to back things up and getting crowded on the downtown connector 75-85 northbound all the way from 166 to Freedom Parkway southbound into town. Slow down from North Druid Hills. I'm Ashley Frasca, 95.5 WSB.
This is WSB meteorologist Christina Upwards. A mix of sun and clouds today, trending hotter with a high near 90, lows tonight in the mid-60s. Tomorrow, partly cloudy, an isolated pop-up shower possible, high 91. Sunday, partly cloudy skies, high 88.
Right now, 87 in Woodstock, 85 in Snellville, 89 in Hampton. More news at 4 o'clock. Breaking news when it happens. I'm Bill Caiaccio, 95.5 WSB.
It pays to have the WSB radio app. Download it today and get ready for the Blitz.
No way! The WSB 5K a day bonus blitz. 5 chances every weekday to win $1,000.
I just won $1,000 from WSB.
The WSB 5K a day bonus blitz.
Your next chance to win is at 5
I am
p.m.
so excited.
From 95.5 WSB.
Download the WSB radio app now.
This is Scott Slade, and nothing takes the place of time when it comes to spotting problems with your health, especially cancer. The earlier, the better. That's where virtual imaging comes in. Virtual imaging's LDCT body scan can be invaluable, giving you more time for you and your loved ones to take charge of your health. They can detect tumors as early as precancerous virtually anywhere in your body, and aneurysms you may not even know are there. Due to overwhelming demand for a limited time, their $995 core body scan offer has been extended. It's a $2,495 value. Early detection saves lives, and now it's more affordable than ever. Virtual Imaging has gotten such great response to this offer that they've opened up more times in both offices, but appointments will fill up fast, so don't wait. Some minimum requirements may apply. Early detection is your best protection. To schedule your virtual imaging $995 core body scan, call 770-678-SCAN. That's 770-678-SCAN. Or make an appointment by visiting their website at virtualimagingatl.com.
Another accident? What happened? Our truck driver got cut off, and they're getting blamed. No witnesses, no proof, and insurance is skyrocketing. Wait, our drivers shouldn't take the blame for this? Exactly why we need Samsara. Their AI dashcams show real-time video proving when our drivers aren't at fault. So we protect our drivers and avoid false claims? Yep. Companies using Samsara have exonerated their drivers and saved millions on insurance.
Protect your drivers and your bottom line at Samsara.com. Samsara. Operate smarter.
There's nothing quite like a local neighbor. That's why AARP is local, right here in Midtown Atlanta, to offer you free events and enriching experiences that help you with finances, family, and fun. We're in the community, connecting you to what matters most right when you need it. Visit our website at aarp.org/GA or visit us on social media at AARP Georgia to find out more information on how we're helping your money, health, and happiness live as long as you do.
It's happening, guys. Your hair's thinning, the crown's disappearing. Hair loss might have you feeling you've lost your identity.
It's Mark Aram here. Thankfully, there's Advanced Hair Simple One-Day Treatment. You decide how much, how thick, and where. It's your own natural hair that begins regrowing the very next day, and it's guaranteed to grow for life. I've seen Advanced Hair's incredible results with my own eyes. Get your free consultation, $250 off, and 250 free hair grafts. Call 470-660-HAIR or advancedhair.com.
I was getting my steps there, and I thought, well, that's pretty harsh on MAGA in that last segment. You know what? It's going to, I think the next year or so of this show is going to be about, it's like an experiment. How much of a sense of humor does MAGA have?
They're generally quite forgiving.
They seem to be. Yeah, that's the record. What the hell? I'm just gonna say what I think. I will say this about, it is interesting to me. I wonder if people in the movement have begun to sense that, we're getting really close to sounding like the Biden administration when it comes to the prices, the cost of living. My wife won't stop telling people this over the last couple of days, so I've heard it over and over again, but it is true. My wife spent $9 on a box of Cheerios a couple days ago. Now, it was a large box. It was the double box. I'll give you that. But she said like a couple weeks ago it was like $6.50 or something, which for even a double box of Cheerios is a lot of money.
That's excessive.
I mean, it should be like
should be getting at
shouldn't
least
that be
two.
like $3.25?
Get the generic.
Well, listen, we're not a generic family. I can understand that coming from
you like
someone
food
who
additives.
doesn't host his own show.
You like food additives, right?
No, I don't know. That's a good question for her. But even if she got generic, inflation bumps everything up. So whatever generic was before, it's going to be bumped up as well. It raises inflation. What do they say? Inflation raises all boats.
Yes.
So, but it is because you keep kind of hearing this thing where it's like, no, this is the greatest economy we've ever had.
It's cooking.
And when you get it to the grocery store, the prices are at the highest level in many years right now. So I don't understand why people can't do that. It's like it's up to MAGA to hold their politicians' feet to the fire. If MAGA doesn't do it, no one will. You know, I don't know why people get this idea that, no, I just like a politician and I vote for him and then no matter what, I'm in. It doesn't matter, you know.
Well, because he does everything right.
Because people like the battle. They don't realize that politics is about, for most people, if you're not in politics or you don't work in politics or you're not, you know, politics is supposed to be something that kind of happens in the background and then it becomes important for a couple of months every few years, or maybe when it's election time locally or whatever. It's not a football team that you love where you go, yeah, that was obviously a penalty, but I'm glad they didn't call it. Like, you're not supposed to look at politics that way, like just always about my team winning, because that's when they've really got you. Because have you noticed that the Ukraine war was not about saving democracy? And I'm going to tell you something. Trump wasn't about you. That doesn't mean that you can't vote for somebody and they tilt things in the way that you, but not unlike every other politician that gets big and national, it's not about you. It's about, well, let's have a little chant here. Give me a P.
P.
Give me an O.
O.
Give me a W.
W.
Give me an E.
E.
Give me an R.
R.
What's that spell?
Power.
What's that spell?
Power.
What's that spell?
Power.
It's always ultimately about that politician getting more power. Sometimes, if you can vote for somebody and their ambitions align with what mostly you want to do, it's not natural to agree 100% with any other human being alive, especially a politician.
Yeah, but my guy's hashtag better than Biden.
Yeah, that's right.
Better than Biden.
Yeah, I don't care. I'll spell $14 a box of Cheerios. He's still better than Biden.
Better than Biden.
Well, Biden couldn't think.
Well, then
By the time
whoever
he was
ran
president.
Biden.
It's super confusing, too, because Trump came out in 2015 as this thing that was going to break us out of party politics. And
Yes.
He's going to be for the people. And now, I mean, people just
It's
forgot
all
that
about-
that was the dream.
An
They
awful
didn't say
lot,
which people.
An awful lot of what's going on right now is that it's the priority seems to be, I'm going to get back at the people who messed with me. Now, and I know a lot of people who are fans will be like, yeah, we want our team to, we got a chance, we got a lead. Let's keep on running up the score. That's fun. That makes me feel good. I mean, the Democrats make me feel like crap for so long, and now I'm all for that. But that's not what it's really about? What it's really about is these politicians, especially the ones that go state level and then after that go national, they want power. And the Republicans are lining up behind Trump. Are you going to tell me I'm supposed to believe that most Republicans are suddenly in favor of tariffs when all my life, they were the party that you don't touch them, or they're very light, or it's always just an answer to a. So I'm supposed to believe that the average Republican now is suddenly in favor of tariffs? I'm supposed to believe that the average Republican now believes that the U.S. government should be investing in companies? You're telling me this is stuff I'm supposed to believe? No, the average Republican that's under 80 years old that wants to run again doesn't want to piss off this president because they don't want to piss off MAGA, because after this president's gone, some of MAGA is still going to be around voting. And so you have the Republican Party lining up behind Trump. So that's the answer to your question, kind of. He did kind of break the party system.
Yeah, they flipped on themselves because the Democrats are pro-war. And corporate.
And why are the Democrats so pro-war? Because when they started hating Trump, the people that they used to vilify, the neocons, the Cheneys, the people like that, when the Democrats convinced themselves that Trump was an existential threat, they completely welcomed all of the Bill Kristols of the world that they were previously calling war criminals. Yeah, come on in, because we thought you were bad in Iraq, but this Trump, I mean, he could end the whole. So they got encompassed the same way the Republicans did by the neocons, although the neocons are smart. They've never won anything. They've never been right about anything, but they know everybody. And again, it's about power. So they've got an awful lot of Republicans. I mean, Marco Rubio is a big old neocon, and there's a bunch of other people in that administration that are neocons. And if you believed Trump while he was running, you would think there wouldn't be one single neocon. He went after neocons, just as he said, we need to know more about these Epstein files.
Now you've got people competing to sit next to him. Marco Rubio, Pete Hegseth, they're all, they fight.
Because the person who's going to get the nomination in 2028 is going to be the one that Trump decides. So that's what you're seeing, is this jockeying for who can fawn over him the most. Now, Hegseth is never going to be the president of the United States. If he looks in the mirror and sees himself, but I could see him as one of these guys who declares, and then he's like the first or second one to drop out before the calendar year changes.
Like Alexander Haig or Kamala Harris.
Exactly.
The first time.
The first time around. By the way, did you get that audio from Pete Buttigieg?
I sure did.
So Kamala, in her book, was saying that she wanted to pick Pete Buttigieg as her vice president, and I had thoughts about this when I read it yesterday. She said, it was too much to ask of the American people to vote for a black woman and a gay man. And when I read that, I was like, this is the problem. You don't inspire. You look down on the American people. I believe that the American people will vote for people who they think are going to implement the policies that will be best for them. Are there always going to be people like that who won't vote for somebody because of their lifestyle? Absolutely. Are they still in the majority? I don't believe that to be true.
Think about how Trump took on the scene. Trump came out there, and at least, if you agree or disagree with him, the one thing that he was able to do was he was able to put himself out there in a believable sense,
before Trump, Obama showed up, people were like, yeah, we might have a black president in 30 years or something. No, what it takes is a good campaigner, a good speaker, and somebody who can inspire. As I just told you, I think ultimately all that inspiration rhetoric is just BS. They want power, but this is how you get it.
Got to be relatable.
This is how you get it.
I was.
And so for her to say that, it was just too much, that just shows you the viewpoint at that level of the Democrat Party, not the whole party, but at that level, that academic, we're just so far ahead of these boobs in America.
Governor Shapiro.
We have to Tim Was it Walls?
Walls.
He said, "Oh, they got me because I spoke special code NFL."
Yeah.
The single-handedly the most popular thing in America, and the academics believe that they need to find somebody who speaks NFL. Well, all of America speaks NFL. Except for George, apparently. But, I mean,
He can read it.
It's not something that it's – so to me, that shows you why she'll never win. Or that class of educated female in their 50s Democrat will never win because they can't help being elitist. They expect the worst out of the American people, and they think they have to navigate that to get power rather than inspiring the American people and getting power, whether you liked him or not. That's what Obama did. That's what Clinton did. That's what Reagan did. That's still the playbook.
Get the WSB Radio app.
This story is breaking right now.
Get notifications from your source for news.
If you have the WSB Radio app, then you saw the breaking news.
Get the WSB Radio app.
Don't miss a thing with the WSB app.
Download it from the App Store today.
If you've ever organized your closet only to have it look like a bomb went off in there 1 month later, then it's time to call Artisan Custom Closets. Dave Baker here with a custom spacious closet from Artisan. You'll never have to deal with all that clutter again. ArtisanCustomClosets.com.
If I said to focus your energy, where would you start? Let's say you run a business, a school campus, a hospital, or a government facility. Finding ways to save can be overwhelming, but Georgia Power has energy efficiency tips and rebates to help. Things like improving lighting with LEDs, making HVAC upgrades, adding building controls, and more. Look, you've got a business to run and numbers to hit. Georgia Power can help you focus your energy where it matters most. Learn more at georgiapower.com/biz.
1-877 Cars for Kids. KARS Cars for Kids. 1-877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Call 1-877-CARS for Kids to reach a friendly live agent. Donation's super easy, and your car can be picked up as soon as tomorrow. Call us now.
1-877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Did you know you can donate real estate too?
Hey folks, the heat hasn't let up, so mosquitoes, fire ants, and roaches are still at their peak. That's why I trust my Arrow Exterminators team member Ken to keep my home protected. Arrow's been family-owned for over 61 years, and they use the most effective and environmentally friendly solutions available. And they guarantee 100% customer satisfaction. Call today for your free pest inspection at 888-GO-ARROW or visit arrowexterminators.com and tell them Belinda sent you.
At Ameris Bank, we know that it's never just business when it's your business. I'm Brian Parks, head of commercial banking in Atlanta for Ameris Bank. Whether your business is looking to optimize cash flow, improve your payment technology, or grow more quickly, my team and I are here and ready to help with a superior level of service, smart banking technology, and local market expertise. I invite you to reach out to my team by visiting amerisbank.com/yourbusiness or a local branch near you. Ameris Bank, fiercely yours, member FDIC.
This is Mike Geller at D. Geller & Son Jewelers.
And this is Jonathan Geller. Dad, we're celebrating 86 years in Atlanta this month. People are always asking how you've kept our prices so low.
Well, I haven't bought a new suit since 1982.
I don't think that's it.
We go straight to the source. Diamonds, jewelry, gemstones. There's no better value than D. Geller & Son.
In Kennesaw, Sandy Springs, and online at dgeller.com.
Affordable jewelry for everyone is at D. Geller & Son.
Monica Pearson for Superior Plumbing. Did you know the water pressure regulator is the heartbeat of every home? It can affect all things in your plumbing system, and when it's not regulated, it is the main cause of most plumbing problems. They only last about 8 years. Have Superior Plumbing check yours.
So you're losing your hair and you need a simple solution that works, but you want the best. It's Mark Aram here. Modern technology, top-rated physicians. You want something that's guaranteed to work. Guys, you need Advanced Hair. Advanced Hair's completely redefined hair restoration, from the experience itself to the unmatched results they produce. Receding hairline, bald spot, thinning hair, address them all with a simple one-day treatment in a calm, relaxed environment with experienced pros. Advanced Hair has performed tens of thousands of breakthrough advanced FUE treatments, and get this, your own natural hair begins to regrow the very next day. No one else in Atlanta can offer the advanced FUE found at Advanced Hair. Fix your hair loss today, starting with your free consultation, and you'll also get $500 off if you move forward. Call 470-660-HAIR. Refine your hairline with the team that's redefined hair restoration. And don't forget to ask about that advanced hair guarantee, 470-660-HAIR or advancedhair.com.
Yeah, it doesn't surprise me that you sent me. You're so damn proud of everything that happens in the state of Georgia.
Absolutely.
Mostly the ATL. You're mostly a cheerleader for the ATL.
Especially my ITPers out there.
He didn't root for Rome?
He doesn't care. No, he'll root for Rome if it's another state. Like against Murfreesboro, Tennessee. He'll root for Rome.
Yes,
exactly. Yeah, I know you, pal. So he sends me this, of course, and I know there's just all this Jared pride behind this. This Georgia corn maze is ranked as one of the best in U.S. for 2025.
Is it near us?
It's, where is it? In Dawsonville, yes, of course.
All right.
It's close.
It's up there.
It's technically the metro area.
Maybe Awesome Bill did it. As a
What else is he doing?
Well, he's got a son that's on fire in NASCAR, doing quite well, and I'm sure he's just enjoying his retirement.
What is his
as
son's,
I would like to do soon.
What is his son's name?
Chase.
Okay.
Chase Elliott.
That'd be the only person I know in NASCAR now is an Elliott.
No, you've heard of Kyle Busch.
Okay, he's still in. I thought he retired.
Joey Logano's still in
How
there.
old is Kyle Busch? Yeah,
he's getting up there. He's in his last few years, but he's in a program that's not doing very well right now, so I don't think he wants to leave on these terms.
We met Joey when he was a teenager, didn't we?
Before he took over the
and
job.
now he's about to retire.
Yeah. No, not Joey. Joey's not about to retire.
Okay.
Kyle's about to retire. But, Joey's been... Why are we talking about NASCAR? This is not a sports show.
Well, because of Dawsonville. Dawsonville,
where
NASCAR's not a sport.
Uncle Shucks,
corn maze.
Uncle Shucks corn maze.
Oh, well, I got to get up there. I got to get up there. What do you do in a corn maze? You just walk around and say, hey, that's nice corn.
You try not to get lost.
Exactly.
But what happens if you do? Do they have a helicopter that can spot you and
die.
pick you up? Is that what, that might be worth going to. That's the way it should be. I want real.
Some of them are pretty hard.
Well, I would imagine depending on, it's like I've done the things when I was a kid at when they don't want the kid to act like an idiot. And they used to give us a crayon at a restaurant and you have that like maze.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, Mom, I hit the thing again. I was such an idiot as a kid. That was like the whole hour that we were in the restaurant. I can't get it. I just don't understand.
Are they green still here, or are they all tan and dried up?
They'll dry up in like late October, early November. Our fall is a little bit later here than most of the country.
But honestly, what happens if you get lost? They can't leave you in there. It's not good for business.
I think you just have to start hollering. You'd be like, help,
Hey.
help, help.
You have to eat the hard corn.
That's right. Or I would leave a trail behind me so I can get back out.
That's smart.
Maybe they have
Crow would eat it.
Maybe they have arrows to go back.
Yeah.
So no matter where you went, there's an arrow to go back and get out.
Apparently, it's 15 acres with over 6 miles of winding trails.
What do you win at the end?
And the pitch says, perfect for getting lost in the fun.
Oh. Can you, all these places you can, you and your
you can.
partner can,
Nothing says fall and corn maze like 89-degree temperature.
Hell yeah. Are you? Well, we're almost there. A couple more weeks of this weather.
We have another 2 weeks of 80s to
Yeah,
90s.
it's always like that, though, isn't it? Like, it's usually October before you get any real relief.
That's why when we planned our wedding a couple years ago, we're like, if we wait till the end of October, we'll actually get cool
And it
fall
was a nice
temperatures.
day.
It was, yes, very nice day. We always wait to the end of October to
You
do like real fall things.
You reference your wedding more than Trump references the Biden administration.
Yeah.
Well, we waited until October to do the wedding because
he was president.
Be a nice day. And, Joe Biden wasn't there. Well,
Yeah,
he was, but he wasn't.
I know she had a lot of gold, but real gold.
Well, did they have the real gold?
Yeah, because they I don't know. I heard something about paint. I don't know that you can't. You can't. He doesn't always have that ready to go.
Well, they don't have. They've tried for years to do the good paint.
Yeah.
You just don't.
They
get
do
it.
have good gold paint. It's just not
but
gold.
It's just not gold.
What you don't understand
You
is
got to
what,
find a way to aerosolize.
what you're
Aerate.
responding to is the shiny finish.
Right, but
okay, you're not going to do that
but it's
in
not
paint.
gold. You need gold.
Unless
melt,
you want
the melt gold.
Yeah.
The gild.
Yeah. Yeah, that's like got gold in it.
Well, you got to do it. You got to.
Right.
You
But
explain it very well.
But they actually have pretty good paints. It's just that what you're looking for is that sheen, like
Charlie Sheen.
Yeah. You watch that, huh?
Oh my God! I told She. I was on the phone with She. I said I got to wrap it up. I'm watching this.
Part 2 of Charlie Sheen's. What's it called? AKA Sheen or something like that.
I just call it Charlie on Netflix.
Is that what you do? Do you yell at your remote control, Charlie?
I can't remember. What is the one? The smart TV?
It doesn't. Usually you just Roku.
Nah, I don't know. The one my kid yells at.
You could with the
Alexa.
TV. Oh, okay. Yeah, you can
Play
do it.
Charlie Sheen on the net thing.
Whatever. Yeah. They say he watches a lot of TV every day. He's not in the Oval Office much.
How does he have time to watch TV?
Well, I mean, every day he's got to do a thing or, show up and sign some executive orders. And have a 4-hour cabinet meeting in front of the cameras.
LBJ had 3 TVs, and he would watch the nightly news, the network news, at the same time on all 3 of them.
Yeah, because he wanted to see, because I know why he did that.
Are they talking about me?
Well, it's not that. It's if they're all 3 leading with the same thing that he did wrong, he knows he's got to deal with it. If 2 of them leave with something else and 1 leaves with it, then he has to deal with it.
Trump would say, they're not being loyal. If
They're not being
leading with
loyal.
them.
Well, now,
I don't
Johnson
care.
just didn't think about, taking their TV licenses if they said anything mean about him because, well, he was an adult.
Paid for by Christian Care Ministry.
Let's see, if something costs less, a lot less, but people are actually happier with it, that sounds like something to look into, and that's MetaShare. Maybe you've heard joining MetaShare can save you or your family up to $500 a month, and that's huge, but it's also true. People are just happier with it. They love being part of something that reflects and promotes their values and what they believe in. MetaShare works, too. It's been around for 30 years now, and members have shared more than $7 billion of each other's bills. People love having telehealth and a huge nationwide PPO network, so yeah, really, you can save a ton and like it better. Imagine being happy with how you're taking care of your health care, whether you're self-employed or part of the gig economy, or you just want a plan that you're happy with. Here you go. You can call right now and get a price within 2 minutes. A very, very smart use of 2 minutes. Here's the number you need. It's 855-51-BIBLE. That's 855-51-BIBLE. 855-51-BIBLE.
2 homes, same street, practically twins. One sells fast for top dollar. The other still sitting around like it forgot to shower. So what happened? Hey, it's Eric Von Hessler. Well, the first seller went old school. Traditional agent, endless showings, price drops, emotional roller coaster, and eventually they settled for less. The second seller, they used Orchard. Now, Orchard doesn't just list your home, they work it. Their agent knew what upgrades would catch a buyer's eye, brought in pros to handle everything, and made that house look like it belonged in a real estate magazine. And the best part? With Orchard's Move First, Sell Later program, that seller packed up and moved out before a single stranger walked through their old front door. No showings, no stress, no, hey, can you hide the cat and vacuum cleaner again? Just top dollar and a smoother move. Want in? Start with a free home valuation at Orchard.com. That's Orchard.com.
At Kroger Pharmacy, we make it easy to get flu, COVID, and RSV vaccines. They're available at no cost to you with most insurance plans, no appointment needed. And we're open weekdays, weeknights, and weekends, so come and visit us when it's most convenient for you. Kroger Health, a world of care is in store. Vaccines subject to availability. No cost to you with most insurance plans. Check with your plan for eligibility. Restrictions and exclusions may apply. See site for details.
The most successful Metro Atlanta home builders and contractors all share a special secret. Randall Brothers is the preferred building partner trusted by pros, delivering expert guidance, quality materials, and accurate delivery. Randall Brothers will keep your project on time and on budget while providing the widest selection of materials in the city. Dave Baker here for Randall Brothers. Widest selection, industry expertise, accurate, no-hassle deliveries. RandallBrothers.com.
WSB Atlanta, WSB FM, and HD1 Doraville. 95.5 WSB, Atlanta's News and Talk. News,
weather,
traffic.
95.5 WSB, Atlanta's News and Talk.
At 4 o'clock, I'm Bill Caiaccio. News sponsored by QC Kinetics. Our top local story, a rally outside the ICE field office in Atlanta today to protest the continued immigration detention of a Metro Atlanta barber. Here's a report all new at 4 o'clock.
Bring Rodney home! Bring Rodney home!
Rodney Taylor has been in immigration custody in South Georgia since mid-January, and supporters at the ICE field office want him released because they say Taylor, who is a double amputee, isn't getting the care he needs. His fiancée, Mildred Pierre, says she's overwhelmed by the support.
Being a disabled black man is sometimes you're invisible. This allows him to be seen.
Taylor has been in the U.S. since he was 2 and is facing deportation to Liberia. ICE did not respond to a request for comment. In Atlanta, Jonathan O'Brien, 95.5 WSB.
And this just in, the journalist arrested during an immigration protest in Metro Atlanta earlier this summer now faces deportation to his home country of El Salvador. Mario Guevara has been in ICE custody for 3 months. Charges against him in DeKalb and Gwinnett counties were later dropped. His deportation now could come at any moment. A news conference is planned for this hour at the state capitol. It is 88 degrees in Atlanta. Going to be warm for Friday night lights. What about weekend rain chances? Meteorologist Christina Edwards has Atlanta's most accurate and dependable forecast coming up. A key vote today from a CDC advisory panel on the COVID vaccine.
The panel voted unanimously to stop recommending the COVID vaccine for everyone, instead advising individual decision making. The panel saying those 65 and older and those with increased risk for serious COVID infection should talk to their doctor about the vaccine. There was a difference of opinion when it came to whether you need a prescription. Here's how that vote went.
We have 6 votes for no. We have 6 votes for yes. Since it's a tie, the chair breaks it. I voted no, so the motion has failed.
So no prescription needed, and the vaccine would be covered by insurance, according to CDC. Sabrina Cupid, 95.5 WSB.
A Georgia Tech student is taken to the hospital today for minor burn injuries after a chemical explosion inside a lab. Georgia Tech says it was isolated to a single lab inside the Molecular Science and Engineering building. There are no hazmat concerns, and people are allowed to return to their offices. All new this hour, a warning light forces a Southwest Airlines flight to return to Atlanta today.
2906, the Boeing 737 reporting pressurization problem.
Flight 2906 was heading from Atlanta to Baltimore. The plane with 147 people on board landed safely. Fire crews meet the plane on the runway, as heard live on liveatc.net.
So we just wanted to make sure that we had no fire in our brakes or wheels.
Southwest says the plane never lost pressurization, and its maintenance crews are looking into it. The passengers were put on another flight to Baltimore. 20 manhole covers are missing off the streets of Rockdale County.
Several grates and manhole covers have been stolen in neighborhoods in Rockdale. One resident found surveillance footage of someone removing a cover from the street outside their home. Public relations consultant for Rockdale County, George Diaz, says they are looking for community assistance while the investigation is ongoing.
Please provide any feedback on, number one, if they know who has done this or where they've been taken to, and number two, to please reach out to Rockdale County Stormwater.
The city is now facing around $7,600 in replacements. Mary Ryan Howarth, 95.5 WSB.
Happening now, gates open at the Shaky Knees Music Festival, kicking off 3 days of music in Midtown Atlanta.
The party is on as the festival shifts to Piedmont Park. Shaky Knees had been staged at various sites since its beginning in 2013. Thousands of people are going to be enjoying acts ranging from legacy groups like Public Enemy, Devo, and Weird Al Yankovic, to more recent acts like Vampire Weekend, the Deftones, and the Black Keys. 4 stages of music over 3 days, but if you're coming out, MARTA and rideshare services are your best bet. No on-site parking is available. Saturday is sold out, but one-day tickets for tonight and Sunday still remain. Graham Carroll, 95.5 WSB.
The 93rd North Georgia State Fair is underway in Marietta. Fair manager Todd Miller says there's some new things to look forward to this year, including kids having their own toy car derby.
We've added a mutton busting before our bull riding, and we've also added a Power Wheels derby.
And don't forget about the food. He says there are over 40 different food options to check out. The fair runs through September 28th. It is now 4:04, and the Von Hessler Doctrine continues in less than 2 minutes. Right now, it's live team coverage of traffic and weather in the 24-hour traffic center. Ashley Frasca.
That Friday volume already building, Bill, and a 30-minute trip time to head north on the connector 75-85 between Langford Parkway and Freedom Parkway. Southbound 75 and 85 are slow into town as well. And you've got some delays through Sandy Springs, headed through Dunwoody as well. 285 east and south. You're on the brakes the entire way from Georgia 400 down to Highway 78, the Stone Mountain Freeway. I'm Ashley Frasca, 95.5 WSB.
I'm WSB meteorologist Christina Edwards. Partly cloudy this evening. An isolated pop-up shower can't be ruled out. Lows tonight in the mid-60s. Tomorrow, partly cloudy skies with a hit-or-miss rain shower or thunderstorm possible. High 91. Sunday, a mix of sun and clouds. High 88.
Right now it's 89 in Roswell, 91 in Stockbridge, and 86 in Austell. More news at 4:30. Breaking news when it happens. I'm Bill Caiaccio, 95.5 WSB.
What's that? Hour 2. Oh, my goodness. Get a room.
You're making me laugh before we go on the air.
I'm making you laugh. I'm helping you dislodge whatever that phlegm is.
I know. I've been struggling since Wednesday.
Phlegm. He's got a phlegm mass. Hour 2 with the Von Haessler Doctrine begins right now. A couple thoughts on a couple of things. I noticed, of course, I've gotten into the habit now of turning off the monitor with any news stations before we start the show. But, you know, I really, maybe it's just me, but for a while, every time I was looking up, man, this whole RFK Jr. vaccine thing, like, as far as CNN's concerned, that is the most important thing in the world. Again, it may not be war, but in order to get the clicks and keep you watching, let's just say everything is existential. Everything's an existential threat. Then maybe you'll just stay there on the couch and not change the channel. But I just look at it, I'm like, how much money do you people receive from pharmaceutical companies and advertising money? Like,
look over here, Eric. Look over here.
They don't have to mention it at all. I've said this before. When you're reading stories, Wall Street Journal, if they do any story about Trump's relationship with Rupert Murdoch or something like that, there's always a paragraph to let you know, hey, that guy that Trump's in, he owns this paper. Like, there's always a let you know. I guess on cable, you don't have to do that.
You don't.
I guess print, they had the same rules as over-the-air television. Where you had
that thing you can't read.
Yeah.
At the bottom.
Yeah. So but it's just, to me, it's just so obvious whenever the pushback on anything about vaccines. And the truth is, I'm not an expert, and it's probably nuanced. There are probably some vaccines that, everybody just should get. I mean, and those have like 15, 20 year, 25, 30 years. You can look at, all right, people aren't falling all over the place, whatever. But you should be able to make your own decision. But just the way, like, I'm just saying to you, think about it whatever you want. That's not what I'm questioning is, why CNN and these 20, and it just so happens that something like a third of their budgets come from the advertising dollars of pharmaceuticals. They get anybody who even asks a question. Vaccines are so good that no one should ever ask a question. That's really the message. You could go asked and answered. Hey, I asked the question. Oh, you answered it. Oh, you know what? Makes me feel better. That's remember that? Remember how that used to work? People would ask questions.
No, I need to go on social media and trash you.
After asking a question, they would listen patiently to the answer, and every once in a while say, oh, okay, well, that's what I was wondering about, and thank you very much for. But now the idea is the mere act of asking a question proves that you belong in this cultural bucket. All right, Mr. Conspiracy Theory. I ask why a 1-year-old should get a particular, why infants should get the Hep B thing when, most people don't get it.
Some of these down the road kind of issues like this, I feel like the opposing side wants to put those that oppose them in jail. It's so bad. Like,
well, it's always, because everything's an existential threat. That's how I convince you to give me more power. Because it's not really about that thing I say. It's like that. I want power. That stupid, pesky Constitution says I have to ask you for the keys. So that's what I want. Everything's an existential threat.
Did they pass the regulations now where they have to put the entire disclaimer in an ad?
We were talking about it a couple of days ago. I
haven't seen any 4-minute pharmaceutical ads. So
well, it's going to take them a while to make them, but you'd think they'd have to take down. So maybe it's at the recommendation level right now. I don't know. We live in a world where there's 17 1,000 stories a day. You know, oh yeah, didn't they say they were going to stop those kind of commercials a couple weeks ago? What happened to that?
Yeah, that'd be an entire commercial block for CNN if they had to list off all the side effects.
They won't do it. They would just pull the ads off television, but they will do the magazine things because I remember the way that it used to be, and I hadn't thought about this until RFK-JR mentioned it. Back in like the early 80s, I think, late 70s, an ad for a pharmaceutical would have like this like folded up thing inside that you could pull out like an accordion. Like it wouldn't be like, he said it was 4 or 5 pages. It wasn't like 4 or 5 pages in a row. It was an ad and then this thing that would go you could pull out
I've seen
from
those
the
in
ad.
magazines, yeah.
Yeah, and then that would have all of the potential risk in the tiniest print. Nobody ever read it. Nobody ever read it. But maybe it kept a few of those ads out of there. But aren't there things you still can't advertise cigarettes, right?
No, they banned that in 71, I think.
Right, that's a drug.
Yeah.
Not a pharmaceutical.
Not a
but it's
good one.
drug. But the truth is, with vaccines, just because I don't get this whole thing, you're either in favor of them or you're not,
or you're an anti-vaxxer,
or they don't put them on.
Like if I find that I have a question about a vaccine in 2 years from now, that means I'm an anti-vaxxer, even though I'm fully vaccinated.
It's wild.
Why don't
it's
they
so
make...
easy to be thrown into that anti-vaxxer bucket. But I've gotten all my vaccines.
What about caffeine? Caffeine is the most abused drug in the country.
Yeah.
And there's no disclaimers ever.
Well, that's because there's no disclaimers. But I mean, at some point, see the road you're going down. Every food is a drug.
I guess.
I mean, everything you put in your body. That's kind of where RFK-JR comes from, and
sugar
to an extreme, I would think, a bit. And by the way, none of us are going to get off sugar. Don't waste the time. Now, look, if you want to try not to hook the next generation on it, okay. But people my age, I know it would be a good thing to do, but I also know I have to come in here and do a show every 5 days a week, and so hey, you got to go through that 2-month flu. I don't think that's going to help me with my.
It only lasts about a week, really. That's because I did it.
That's extreme too. To no sugar ever. I mean, just be smarter.
No processed sugar.
Oh yeah, so that because you can, still the natural sugar can still cause diabetes.
Yeah, but I mean, you have to do what Steve Jobs did is just eat fruit all day.
Yeah,
and then you're really.
There was one period of time where Steve Jobs.
I couldn't do it. Couldn't do it.
No, I don't think I could either. But you're younger than me, though. You listen. In order to give up sugar, I think that I would just have to go to some kind of, some 2-month. Go to an island somewhere and just like not. But I don't think that I could.
Salt Island.
I could work, and come in and just like live from the Von Hessler Doctrine. Tim's here. So is Jared. I just don't. I need a little.
I get it. I mean, even just earlier, there was one successful marketing campaign that's worked this fall, and that's I know Oreo's coming out with a Reese's Oreo collab.
Oh yeah.
And I'm like, oh my god, I want that. Like, I want that now. Like, the advertising was so smart the way they put it out there. And
I want to make
I
fun of
now.
you. I want to make fun of you, but I recall that one time many years ago, probably like 2013 or something, I was watching a Braves game on like a Saturday night, and I was home alone. And in the middle of the Braves game, a Zaxby's commercial came up where they advertised, I don't know, was that birthday cake shake?
Yep.
And it hit me at the right moment. I paused the game, got in my car, drove to Zaxby's drive-thru.
Awesome.
Got a shake, got back home. The whole thing took like 20 minutes, and I continued watching the game, drinking. So
that is some successful marketing.
That is the most targeted, successful marketing on this dude ever in my life. So I want to make fun of you, but I can't because I've done that sort of thing myself. Now I don't know. So it's Oreos and
mixed with Reese's cups.
Wait, there's Reese's cups inside of the Oreo stuff?
I believe it's the cream in the inside is Reese's cup, and then the outside of it is Oreo.
So the cream is peanut butter, basically.
Essentially,
that's
yes.
all, because you got the chocolate on the outside.
Which I'm like, I've been waiting for this collab forever. I've seen the advertisements. I'm like, I'm in.
Collab.
I'm in.
It's not a song from Justin Bieber.
They've made these before. I've had them.
Yeah.
No.
But also,
They
made
just
them-
add peanut butter flavor to the
Yeah.
processed junk in the middle.
And the October, with us going into October, isn't it time for their orange-centered, Halloween
They're already out. The pumpkin ones.
Yeah, I like
there
those.
are people. People should have. I really believe that people should just, try to have fun in their life. But I've just seen a lot of people already getting excited about Halloween. It's like a month and a half away.
Well, you got to start working on your costume now. It takes a while to build.
You
them.
can buy it off the
Yeah.
rack.
That's cheating.
Oh,
Can't do
yeah,
that.
just get something from Target. Yeah, a bottle of beer. Okay, you really put a lot of effort into
Apparently,
this, didn't you?
there's this year. Taylor Heineke did this a couple of years ago. There's a lot of
the
deer at headlights. There's a lot of like couple-oriented costumes that are meant
Yeah,
to be
I
a little
hate that.
kinky like that.
Yeah, I hate that.
You get a little preview of Halloween at a Dragon Con. So
Yes.
There's gonna be a lot of Labubu coming out.
Yeah, man, the boo-boo thing is just something that totally, like, I knew something about the Funko Pop. Like, that was something I at least came adjacent to from time to time. Like, I would like a show, and I would go, oh, everybody's getting these Funko Pops. Maybe at like Twin Peaks when it came back.
Did they make them for that?
Yeah, I was like, maybe I should. And then I'm like, I don't know, because I don't want to do things just because everybody else is doing them. And now the Labubu thing is
that was the big trend.
Were there a lot of
Dragon Con.
Wednesday
What is
Addams?
fun about Labubus? I don't get it.
Wednesday was there, but
They're
we've had that
collectible.
for a couple of years now.
Yeah.
They're rare. There's some rare ones. It's just like
Such
Beanie
a
Babies.
marketing scheme.
Yeah.
There's some rare ones. Hey, buy a whole bunch of stuff. Most of it is going to be stuff you can't use or you already have, but keep on going. And is it mostly kids or is it adults as well?
No, it's everybody. Everybody's into it.
Go. I want you to get. I want your wife to get all her friends together.
It is. It's women.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
I want you to get your wife and all her friends together.
Okay.
And I want you to quiz them about how excited they were about Stanley Cups. Boy, that's gone.
I know.
Boy, wow, that just evaporated.
That was a 2-year thing.
Well, now we got Labubu. Maybe Karl Marx was just right.
And now that Samurai Turned Pretty is over, I don't know what they're
I
watching.
saw Lububus for sale at a gas station last night. They have to be knockoffs, right? They're not selling them at gas stations.
No. You got to get the real
Right
ones.
next to the vapes.
Yeah, those are not the real
And
ones.
the Dubai chocolate, which
those are
hopefully that is
Ladudus.
ended. You heard of
Yeah,
this?
Ladudu.
No, what's
Dubai
that?
chocolate. It's pistachio paste in the middle and then chocolate around it.
Is it called Dubai? Does it come from Dubai or it just
I
started
don't know
there?
why they call it that, but it's
Does
just a
it look
trendy
like
thing.
sand or something? Or?
No, it looks like broccoli, like diced.
It's like grass.
Yeah, it kind of looks like grass wrapped in chocolate.
Ew.
Is it terrible?
I don't know. I've been leery to try it at the gas station.
Got to make sure you're
I don't, you know what I buy at gas stations? Lighters and gas.
Yeah.
That's it. And the two don't go together.
Right.
Hello to Andrew. I believe I saw. Is it Andrew?
It's Andrew. It's
Is it
Andrew.
Andrew?
Yeah.
Okay.
No, it's Ashley Frasca.
It's Ashley Frasca.
I think she left.
Oh, she
Yeah.
left.
Andrew's here. I promise. He's
Okay,
texting me.
all right. Sorry.
Aren't you there, Andrew?
Sorry about that, Andrew. Andrew Seco is checking out 285.
It's quite all right, my friends. Good to talk to you again. Let's circle the city. Finding the worst of it as you're heading out of Tucker through Scottsdale. Clarkston got some volume. Earlier crash still off to the shoulder. You'll see the flashing lights. 285 south, the inner loop just past the Stone Mountain Freeway. Exit 39. That back door taking you back into Dunwoody. Brake lights catching you as you pass the King and Queen building on 400. That's exit 27. Leaving Sandy Springs on the outer loop. You're packing in, leaving I-75. The brake lights taking you all the way down towards I-20. That's exit number 10. And that ride through Midtown, downtown, still not looking the best. 75, 85 north and southbound. Brake lights either direction, leaving East Point all the way up through the heart of downtown, through Midtown, southbound. The brake lights catching you just south of 485 proper. You are jammed all the way down towards I-20. This sport's sponsored by Whole Foods Market. Get your favorite cheeses at Whole Foods Market. Save 25% on select Goudas with Prime through September 30th. While supplies last, shop in store or online. Terms apply. From the Cool Ray Carrier Traffic Center, Triple Team Traffic 95.5 WSB.
On air,
Online,
on the app,
where you get your news,
is where you'll win.
Download the WSB radio app now and maybe win $1,000.
All right, thank you.
The WSB 5K a day bonus blitz.
5 words, 5 times a day, every weekday.
Oh my word!
Just enter the word at WSBradio.com or on the WSB radio app. The WSB 5K a day bonus blitz.
Your next chance to win is at 5 p.m.
Let's see. It's still hot out, but football is back. That makes this September. Dave Baker here. Cool Ray says you can stay comfortable and watch football. They're offering up to $2,250 back in rebates and free installation with the purchase of a complete Carrier system. And you know proper installation is important. It's like a sidekick for your HVAC, keeping cool air in and hot air out. Call or go online at coolray.com to book your appointment today. Cool Ray and Carrier. Turn to the experts.
When you own a business, it feels like everything's on you.
Orders, deliveries, employees, on you. That's why Comcast Business is giving you a year of mobile on us with your internet service.
Really?
Yep. We'll cover your first line of mobile for 1 year. So calling customers, getting directions, texting Janine and shipping, on us. The broken coffee maker? That one's still on you, which means you'll save hundreds for your business and get the fastest mobile service with 5G cellular and Wi-Fi hotspots on us. But hurry, this deal won't last long. Get a mobile plan and free up the budget to maybe, I don't know, fix that coffee maker? Get mobile on us for 1 year, you guessed it, on us. Comcast Business, powering possibilities.
Ends 10/21/25. Restrictions apply. New mobile customers only with internet standard service or above. Limited to value of 1 unlimited intro line applied via 12 monthly internet bill credits. 1 discount per account. Fastest mobile based on mobile Wi-Fi and cellular data and service series. Ookla Speed Test Intelligence Q1 to Q2 2025.
Scott Slade here to talk to you about your health, and I think it's real important to talk about what is most likely to kill you. Heart disease is the #1 killer of Americans, and the older we get, the more prevalent it is. But you can reduce your risk. Eat right, don't smoke, exercise, and be informed about what's going on in your own body. Like lots of potentially serious health problems, if you catch heart disease early, you vastly increase your chances of living a longer life. And that's where virtual imaging comes in. Virtual imaging scans take less than 10 minutes and screen with 98% accuracy for heart disease. Other scans, including brain and full body, are available too. Virtual imaging is locally owned and operated in Atlanta for over 15 years, so they can make you this terrific offer. A complimentary heart scan for you and your spouse with a few minimum requirements. So don't put this off. I've done it. Call Virtual Imaging today for your free heart scan. 770-678-SCAN. That's 770-678-7226. Or visit their website at virtualimagingatl.com.
1-877 Cards for Kids. KARS Cards for Kids.
Ready to get rid of that old car? Donate it to Cars for Kids. Call 1-877-CARS-FOR-KIDS to reach a friendly live agent. Donation's super easy, and your car can be picked up as soon as tomorrow. Call us now, 1-877-CARS-FOR-KIDS.
1-877-CARS-FOR-KIDS. Donate your car today. Did you know you can donate real estate too?
I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. One question I'm always asked is, how did you become the largest injury firm in the world with over 1,000 attorneys and $25 billion in verdicts and settlements? One way was our financial strength. Medical malpractice is the 3rd leading cause of death in America. To prosecute a typical case costs up to $250,000 in case cost. We advance them all. Product liability cases can have similar costs with an army of lawyers on the other side. Automobile insurance companies have the resources to fight. Guess what? So do we. Many law firms simply may not have the financial firepower to work up your case the way you deserve. And we don't charge by the hour. No recovery, no fee. If you have a question about your case or wish to become a client, go to forthepeople.com on your mobile device or computer. 24/7. It's that easy. Morgan & Morgan. Injured? Dial pound law or visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
So, because of all the football I've been watching, have you guys seen this car commercial with Parker Posey?
I haven't seen that one yet.
I don't think I've seen that one.
So she just keeps on going, and she has all the. Then at one point, she says, I don't know who these people are, the family that's in the car with her and all this. But, okay, well, you will see it. If you watch enough football, you will see it.
I'm so good during the breaks of, like, stepping away and, like, walking around or something. Unless, of course, my Falcons are on. But for the most part, like, I can step away.
Well, you want to not sit on your behind the whole time.
Yes.
Well, to me, Sunday's behind sitting time.
So was last night, and so was Monday.
But, I mean, I got to work, so I'm standing up right now. But a Sunday, a football Sunday, there's a lot of sitting down time
Crack back,
for me.
Just relax basically from 12:30 until, 11 o'clock at night?
Yeah.
12 hours of football?
11:30, something like that. You might want to watch the post show until 1 o'clock if your team won.
Oh, man.
So
nothing better. Nothing
you did
better.
that last night?
No, not last night. So in this, we'll look for this because I like Parker Posey, but I think that she's. Well, hey George, can you see where Parker Posey was born? Like, where was she raised? I get a feeling. It might just be because she was when she was young. She played like this Soho club kid partier. I might assume that's where she comes from. Baltimore. She's this. It appears as if she's never actually driven before. Now, I don't know if it's just the way the thing is shot or whatever, but there's a lot of shots of her behind the wheel driving. And just the way that she is, she's a good actress. So anything she's done, she can act things out. But it seems to me like this is just one of these people. I thought she was from New York City and just grew up never driving or something. She just looks like she's never driven a car in her life.
Oh, I have seen this commercial. Yeah,
her hands are
hands
always
in the wrong spot.
Yeah, it's always it's like 10 and 2 at all times, and she's it's a pretty funny commercial because she's funny. But
looks like she's casually driving up the steps of Versailles.
It's hilarious. The interior shots when you see her hands on the steering wheel, it's like, has she ever driven a car?
Let's be realistic. Not everybody keeps their hands 10 and 2 the whole time.
That's what I'm saying.
She's got them like
she's like this. She's like and just something about the way the seat is to the steering wheel.
Yes.
Like the arms are just too gangly or something. When you drive a car, I don't even know if most people realize it, but where you put the seat has a lot to do with the comfort of your arms, right? You just don't want to bang your knees up against something, but you kind of want to be as close to the steering wheel as possible because it's like holding books out, right? If you hold books right here at your chest, you can hold them all day long. Extend your arms out and put a few books in there. How long can you hold them? So the steering wheel is kind of the same thing. You're always thinking
I've never
about
thought about it like
you're
that,
not
but
thinking
that
about
makes
your
sense.
knees,
So
but
that
you're not
makes
going to push
sense.
yourself back like a clown car and have your arms out like that, right?
Sure.
So that's the comfort level, and that's why she looks like she's never driven a car in her life. It's just the way her arms are.
Yeah, they're
and
super.
Her hands,
they're highly extended, and
Yeah.
again in the 10 and 2 position.
Now, probably what I'll find out is the whole thing's CGI, and she's sitting on one chair in front of a green screen or something, and that's why it looks so weird. All right, you want to give stuff away?
I'm feeling generous. Hopefully you are.
I'm always feeling generous.
Let's do
Just
it then.
ask Mrs. Hessler. I want everybody to have a good time. All right, win 2 tickets to see Jason Bonham's Led Zeppelin Evening on Saturday, November 22nd at the Coca-Cola Roxy. Be caller number 10 to 404-872-0750. Tickets are on sale right now at Ticketmaster.com. Andrew Seco is taking a look at things on I-20.
Starting to pack in a little bit as you leave Lithia Springs, I-20 eastbound, seeing the brake lights as you leave Thornton Road on your way towards 285, exit 51. About 10 extra minutes of drive time here. No need for a trip towards Highway 78, just a quick tap of the brakes. An extra glimpse of Goliath making your way down towards 285. Inside the perimeter, working well for the most part. Still have some trouble off to the shoulder. You see the blinking lights here. We're on the left shoulder, I-20 right before you get towards Hill Street, in and out of the Mall of Stonecrest. Just your usual volume you see this point of the afternoon. I-20 east end, westbound packing in, leaving 285 on your way down towards Evans Mill Road. That's exit 74, just outside the Mall of Stonecrest. Traffic brought to you by Reliable Heating and Air. Stop paying for expensive heating and air repairs or home warranties. Get a reliable protection plan for just $14.99 a month and enjoy 100% parts and labor coverage on Atlanta's for any age, system, make, or model. Andrew Seco, 95.5 WSB.
Living in the South offers us a lot of things. We get to bop carpenter bees with a badminton racket, and we get to argue which is better, tea or sweet tea. We also get to use our deck 12 months a year, and that is awesome. Dave Baker here for Ben Hill Renovations, my deck guys. You know when is a great time to get a new deck? Now. It's always deck season, and Ben Hill Renovations can turn your old backyard into outdoor living space. Host a party, watch the big game, cook out. It's all possible on your new deck from Ben Hill Renovations, and it's easy. Ben Hill offers free estimates at your home, or you can go to their showroom where you can see and feel the many different options for your new deck. Ben Hill offers a better contractor experience. Every project is built with future county and city code requirements in mind, and all jobs are backed by the Ben Hill Renovations Workmanship Warranty. See them on the web at bhrenovations.com. Ben Hill Renovations, creating raving fans since 1964.
Attention men, does ED and PE have you down? Well, great news. Choice Men's Health has the latest breakthrough treatments that can get you up and running. Meet the specialist who is dedicated to helping you perform better than ever in the bedroom.
Hi, I'm Dr. Katz, Chief Medical Director at Choice Men's Health. Our custom treatment plans have a 98% success rate at improving ED and PE on your very first visit, even if Viagra and Cialis have failed. Regardless of your age and medical history, we are here and dedicated to help you regain your love life.
Don't wait. Call Choice Men's Health now. We are so confident we can help. For a limited time, we're offering to cover your first treatment for free. Call 404-400-1170. Call now to claim your free treatment. 400-1170. Results guaranteed on your first visit or it's free. 404-400-1170. Choice Men's Health, the only choice for your health.
Save money by getting pre-approved for your next auto loan at Coosa Valley Credit Union. We offer the most competitive interest rates in the market, as low as 3.49 APR when you open an account with direct deposit. This is Andy Harris, President of Coosa Valley Credit Union, inviting you to stop in a branch near you. You'll experience kinder banking with real people, not automation. Plus, with 11 locations in Northwest Georgia, we're always local and nearby.
Contact 706-235-8551 for more details. Equal Opportunity Lender.
Live from the Superior Plumbing Studios.
News,
weather,
traffic.
95.5 WSB.
Atlanta's News and Talk.
At 4:30, I'm Bill Caiaccio. News sponsored by Hoffman Financial Group. Our top story, new recommendations on the COVID vaccine from the CDC panel of vaccine advisors. It does not recommend the shot for everyone, instead voting to let individuals decide. The vote comes after the panel hears from the public.
I'm just a 73-year-old woman with no medical or scientific background who wants her children and grandchildren and further generations to grow up safe and in a healthy world.
The panel says people 65 and older and those with increased risk for serious COVID infection should talk to their doctor about the vaccine. During today's meeting, former CDC employees rally outside the agency's Chamblee campus.
With some dressed up as viruses like mumps and measles, about 24 former CDC employees say they are concerned about the changes being made to vaccine policy by the committee.
We're out here because we believe deeply in trying to protect the health of Americans and people in the world.
Dr. Barbara Marston says,
we're worried that those processes which have been trusted and effective for years are being disrupted in ways that will end up hurting Americans' health.
Others here say they are afraid that politics is playing a role in the new vaccine policy. In Chamblee, Jonathan O'Brien, 95.5 WSB.
89 degrees in Atlanta, mostly dry this weekend, only isolated showers possible. Meteorologist Christina Edwards has Atlanta's most accurate and dependable forecast coming up. The journalist in ICE custody since his arrest at an immigration protest in Metro Atlanta is ordered back to his home country of El Salvador. It follows a ruling today from an immigration appeals court ordering Mario Guevara's deportation. Charges against him in DeKalb and Gwinnett County were dropped, but he's remained in immigration custody for 3 months. Supporters gather outside the ICE field office in Atlanta to protest the continued immigration detention of Atlanta area barber Rodney Taylor, who's been in custody since January. His fiancée Mildred Pierre talks about how she's feeling since all these people who have come to call for his release.
Emotional, overwhelmed, supported, loved, remembered.
Taylor is facing deportation to Liberia. His family says he's wrongfully detained. A spokesperson for ICE did not respond to an immediate request for comment. A 1-year-old boy is shot in South Fulton.
The South Fulton Police Department is investigating a shooting involving an infant.
Police detained 2 people after the shooting at a South Fulton apartment complex.
At approximately 3 a.m., officers responded to a report of a gunshot wound involving an infant at the Gardens at Camp Creek Apartments.
Police spokesperson Tori Cooper says the child is at Arthur Blank Children's Hospital for treatment. It's not clear what, if any, charges may be filed. Police investigating after a student is caught with a gun at Cartersville Elementary School this week. There's no indication there was any intent to do harm, but school officials say they'll follow established legal and disciplinary procedures with the matter. It's not clear at this point if the student will face any charges. After a pair of drug busts in Metro Atlanta, including one in Gwinnett County, a man is found guilty on all counts.
41-year-old Ramiro Contreras Sandoval was able to escape following a first bust in 2019 when agents seized 135 kilos of meth at a lab in the Atlanta area. He was finally caught 2 years later at a separate conversion lab in Norcross, where he was caught with more drugs along with weapons. A federal jury found the Mexican native guilty on all charges, including meth distribution and firearm possession by an illegal immigrant. His sentencing date will be set soon. An accomplice received 20 years in federal prison last year following a guilty plea. Judd Hickenbotham, 95.5 WSB.
An Atlanta woman is indicted for practicing dentistry with a fake license. Court documents show between November of 2021 and January of 2022, she used a fake dental hygienist license that appeared to be from the Georgia Board of Dentistry. A Douglas County grand jury indicts Emily Rochelle Brannon on charges of forgery in the first degree, identity fraud, and practicing dentistry without a license. A step closer to a potential government shutdown as the U.S. Senate today rejects a stopgap measure to fund the government through November 21st. It comes after the House approved legislation earlier today. The government now facing a shutdown deadline on October 1st. It is now 4:34. Time now for live team coverage of traffic and weather in the 24-hour traffic center. It's Andrew Seco.
Found some new trouble as you're heading through Buford, 95 northbound. Got a crash in at least one left lane here getting towards Spout Springs Road. Seeing the brake lights taking you back towards the Mall of Georgia. Might be time to hop onto Highway 13. Save you a little bit of time through here. Southbound might have something out of Gainesville, making the ride a little bit tough getting towards city limits. Found a new crash. Might have to wave the yellow flag with this one as well. We have a couple of lanes blocked here. Two lefts on the Jam Cam 285 South, the inner loop. This is right at I-20, exit 46. Those brake lights mixed with the volume. We have a long, slow jammed ride as you're coming out of Dunwoody. And speaking of which, might have something new on the outer loop. Some unusual delays we don't see this point in the afternoon. This is 285 westbound right there at Chamblee Dunwoody Road, exit number 30. Andrew Seco, 95.5 WSB.
This is WSB meteorologist Christina Upwards. Fair skies for this evening with an isolated pop-up shower possible. Lows tonight in the mid-60s. Tomorrow, partly cloudy with hit-or-miss afternoon pop-up showers, high 91. Sunday, a mix of sun and clouds, high 88.
Right now it's 90 in Brookhaven, 88 in Conyers, also 88 in Buford. More news at 5 o'clock. Breaking news when it happens. I'm Bill Caiaccio, 95.5 WSB.
Steel Horse Law has mastered riding our Georgia roads and the twists and turns of Georgia law.
Men, trouble in the bedroom? Not anymore. Priority Men's Medical Center restores your love life in just one visit. Their painless breakthrough treatments eliminate ED and PE. Here's a specialist in men's health.
I'm Dr. Simovitz. Have Viagra or Cialis let you down? Priority Men's Medical Center offers the most effective treatments that eliminate ED and PE, with men lasting longer than ever. 98% of patients see instant results on their first visit.
Priority Men's Medical Center's breakthrough treatments eliminate ED and PE, regardless of age or medical history. Your consultation and first treatment are free. You'll see instant results in the office. Plus, qualified patients get their testosterone checked free. Call 404-885-8885. 404-885-8885. To restore your love life in just one visit, call now. 404-885-8885.
This is Scott Slade with how a short phone call can change your life for the better. Take a few minutes and call MyLend and see if there's a way to put money in your pocket every month. There's so many options with MyLend. Here's an example. One of my friends at MyLend is looking at a reverse mortgage for his mom, who's 82. She's currently in a house that's paid for and too much to take care of by herself. So they're considering a reverse mortgage by selling her current house, then buying a smaller one by only putting 50% down and then putting the other 50% in her bank account, essentially trading homes and putting a couple of $100,000 in her pocket. If you or your parents have a similar situation, call MyLend, where the guys and gals there will put together a plan that's just right for you with no obligation. Call 770-817-2000. That's 770-817-2000. Online, it's mylend.com. Spell it M-I-L-E-N-D. NMLS and Georgia Residential Mortgage License C148769, located at 8995 West Side Parkway, Alpharetta, Georgia 30009. MyLand is an equal housing lender.
Congratulations to Jack Hewitt of Big Canoe, Georgia. Won 2 tickets to see Jason Bonham's Led Zeppelin Evening on Saturday, November 22nd at the Coca-Cola Roxy. Tickets are on sale right now at Ticketmaster.com. Jared has some breaking news.
Sure do. The Falcons have released kicker Younghoe Koo. So Parker Romo, after hitting 5 field goals on Sunday Night Football this past weekend, got the job.
Koo was money.
Yes.
For a long time.
Yes, he was.
But then he got hurt. Was it last year he got hurt at some point?
Yeah, around like week 7.
And then it just kind of started to
He never looked the same.
But the thing is, with a kicker, you never know. Is it physical? Is it mental? Is it a little both? You know, you can be so confident and then suddenly lose that confidence. It's an odd position. You're sitting over there doing nothing for most of the game. And then anytime you're in the game, it's super important.
Yep.
The eyes of the world are looking at you. And you're totally cold. Like you could be like the middle of the third quarter before you're ever called into service.
Hell, again, Parker Romo,
confidence
in his first game as a Falcon, had to hit 5 field goals. You would never expect that.
Well, the Bills have that right now with our guy Taylor Bass is hurt. and they brought in Matt Prater, who's 41, who has been surprisingly good until he hit that attempt last night, which I think probably landed behind him. I mean, it was
how many
that was
typical
the
Bills
biggest
fans
shank.
are like, get rid of him?
Well, Bills fans know there's nothing to do. Although I wouldn't be surprised if the Bills are one of the people who could pick up the phone and, hey, Koo, you want to come in and show us what you got?
Yeah,
maybe. But anyway, so yeah,
not a sports
listen,
show.
It's not a sports show, but I hate this thing where people he's trying. The Falcons got a lot out of this guy, and people should be like, you get hurt, something happens, whatever. But I think he should be appreciated by Falcons fans. There was a lot of great years of service by that guy.
I appreciate Young Wei Koo for his service, and we're on to the next one. I love how Raheem Morris was decisive about that.
Well, yeah, you got to be. That's the business.
I don't know what I ought to do.
He wants to keep his job. You keep your job in the NFL by winning games. You don't win games with people who miss
I felt
field
like
goals.
last year there were, not just in the kicking position, but in lots of other positions for the Falcons, they were a little bit. They waited too long to make changes.
Get rid of the kicker.
Arthur,
I don't want him no more.
Do you mean like Mariota and stuff like that? Is that what you're talking about?
Well, Raheem didn't have Mariota, so last year when Cousins was struggling, in my opinion, if you knew that you wanted to go to Penix earlier, you should have gone on and done it.
Well, we're
you know,
spending $100 million on this guy. You might wait a couple of weeks. I can understand that.
But it may have cost us the playoffs though because of that.
Well,
maybe a Super Bowl. Who knows?
It's always a possibility.
Positive.
I like the fact that in retrospect he remains positive.
Yes.
Well, we could have gone to the Super Bowl. Last night when I was watching the game, I a couple of years ago, I should get more in my life from the people around me. I should get more credit for this because I'm not a rabid fan anymore when I watch. I had this one game. It was that Heat game against the Miami Dolphins that we lost, that everybody was exhausted after it was over. And we had some people over, and I kicked over a small table with hors d'oeuvres on it. I was so mad. And I said to myself after that, I don't want to be that person, right? I just don't want to be that person. And for the last couple of years, I have really worked on it. And what really helps me is half a gummy before the game, 15 minutes before the game starts. And I have to tell you that I experienced this stuff so different because, everybody else in my family is not doing that. So I'm seeing what my kids still think that the Bills are supposed to win every single play for four. I mean, I guess most fans are like that. Like I used to, and I was just like that. I would live and die on a running play in the second quarter. Oh, why are they calling that? What the?
3 yards. He should have gotten 5.
What are we paying you for? It's like 12 minutes left in the second quarter because guy lost 2 yards.
Meanwhile, like the coach is trying to scheme something. He ran there to set something up later. There's a chess game going.
So everybody's still, and now with my half gummy, 15 minutes before the game starts, it's a whole different experience. I let the game kind of wash over me. I mean, I'm still into it and everything, but I'm so aware now that this game is 4 quarters. And, unless you're getting blown out, then, for the most part, the team that I like right now is in pretty much every game. So just hang out. And
it's not that big of a deal.
It's not that big of a deal. Last night, I noticed it again. I'm getting so good at this. I mean, the Dolphins put up a hell of a fight that nobody expected. And I was like, I might lose this game. And in the past, I would have been standing up, marching around. How? Somebody tell me how. That would be me.
I forgot how to do that last night during the first quarter, and I caught myself starting to get that old anger.
Yeah.
And then I went, oh, wait a minute, I don't care anymore.
It's a game.
Yeah.
You want something to happen. Okay. It might not. If you're a Bills fan like me for the last 40-some-odd years, it usually ultimately doesn't. But it hasn't kept me from getting my own radio show and doing quite well.
That's
I mean,
right.
your life can go on.
It's a
Things
good
can happen.
family moment, too. You bring the family together to watch the games.
That was another thing. I got grandchildren now.
Yeah,
Are they screaming at the TV, too?
No, I don't want them seeing. I don't want that to be their image of grandpa.
Just stop.
Why? Why would you throw the ball in that situation? I don't want that to be what the 4-year-old is looking at.
Grandpa's crazy.
I was watching football last Sunday, and my son was getting annoyed with me not paying attention because I don't want you to watch baseball. I said, okay, I won't.
Oh, that's right. You got away with something there.
Yes.
You kind of lied to your own kid.
I didn't lie.
No,
I
I
just
know.
didn't correct
You
him.
just didn't correct him. That's all.
What was I supposed to say? It's football, idiot.
Yeah.
Dummy.
Why don't you get it together?
Yeah.
Why didn't he like it?
I don't even know if you're mine. You don't
he
like football?
He wanted me to play with his cars.
Oh, okay. Let's say you teach that boy. He's a red-blooded American. He's going to like football.
It takes a while. Kids don't get into football, even if you're into it, till they're like 6 or 7.
Yeah,
it's just it's boring to them.
And also, I never do that. It's okay.
You do what?
I never go, nah, I'm going to do this.
Say, Gil, you're an Andrews.
Well, you don't want to.
I'm doing something
learn.
else.
He's got to learn in life. Sometimes Dad's got something else to do.
Well, he does.
Okay.
Let's
not overdo it. Like, you don't have to sit down and play cars with him every single time he wants to.
Hey.
He needs to learn that in this life, sometimes people don't want to play cars when you want to play cars.
Dad's cracking open a beer, putting his feet up, and you play with your damn cars.
Yeah.
Well, if I drank beer, I would do that. Maybe.
Is he enjoying T-ball?
For the first part, and then when we left. In the middle part, like all the kids would just sit down and start playing with rocks and looking at
Right,
their
yeah.
feet.
Right, yeah.
How old is he, 3.5?
4.
4. Yeah, I remember when.
And it's over now, but he enjoyed it.
We had 2 kids who went through like soccer at that age, like they're like 3.5 years old. Everybody's just running around, and nobody knows what the hell's going on.
I was totally out of it when I was playing sports as a kid.
And the more fun that they're having is when they're just having fun because their kids out in the middle of the field. The less fun they're having is when the coach or guide leader is like, all right, now let's go back and teach you this. They're not interested in that.
Oh my goodness! Some of the coaches that I had growing up, especially with soccer, they would yell at us when we were little kids.
When you were
I feel like 5, they were yelling at us.
No, they weren't yelling.
Come on, go run through the cones, Sharon. Run through the cones.
One of the coaches or one of the parents, there were 2. It was a husband and wife. One of their kid was on the team too. Huge fan of the show.
The kid?
No, the dad.
Okay. All right.
So that made me feel more comfortable being around, parents that are 15, 20 years younger than I am.
Yeah. Because I mean, if they don't know the show, they just assume that
Grandpa's here.
Grandpa brought him. That's all.
Yeah.
I remember one time I was about 4 or 5 years old, and my mother and I were walking through a department store in Columbus, Ohio, and I don't know what, and I must have been like hugging her as we walked or something. And somebody must have given her the side eye. I still remember her looking at the other person going, no, he's not my son. He's my lover. Like, somebody must have been looking at her like, is she dating this kid? Andrew Seco is watching the travel advisory on 285 in DeKalb.
My folks likes to tell me that I used to pick flowers in the outfield during T-ball, which is a whole thing. I'll tell you what the other whole thing is. Our travel advisory, only a few right lanes getting by in the southeast side. 285 south, the inner loop. This is right at I-20 exit 46. Those brake lights mixing with the afternoon volume. We're jammed all the way back into Dunwoody. You may want to consider some alternates. Highway 155 in the area is a good fast track. Elsewhere, you're just going to be sitting in brake lights. Found a new travel advisory as you're heading through Woodstock, 575 south, packing in. Got a left lane crash right at Highway 92. That's exit number 7. And travel advisory number 3 as you're heading through Flowery Branch. Got only a right lane open with this crash. 985 northbound at Spout Springs Road. That's exit number 12. You want to avoid the area altogether. Use Atlanta Highway. That's Highway 13. Andrew Seco, 95.5 WSB.
Eric Erickson.
Well, the other side's going to do it.
He knows how to push the buttons.
Therefore, we'll do it first.
That get people talking.
And I think that's a terrible way to think and to operate in the political realm.
Monday at noon.
95.5 WSB, Atlanta's News and Talk.
Hey Braves fans, this is attorney John Foy. After an accident, you want help, you want answers, and we're available to get you both as quickly as possible.
Injured? Call the Strong Arm. Attorney John Foy and Associates, proud partner of the Atlanta Braves.
Not everything in life comes with a guarantee, but for premium, local farm fresh sod that comes with a 1-year guarantee, family-owned and operated NG Turf is the only grower to consider. NG Turf sells direct to homeowners. Get your sod from a certified turf professional at ngturf.com.
Whether it's a slip that ends in a slip disc, a trick knee that's holding you back, or shoulder pain hurting your game, you can count on Northside Hospital Orthopedics. With leading care in Georgia at convenient locations all across the state, we're here to get you back on your feet, no matter what comes your way. Because Georgia moves us, and we keep Georgia moving. Find a provider near you at northside.com/ortho. That's northside.com/ORTHO.
Two homes, same street, practically twins. One sells fast for top dollar. The other still sitting around like it forgot to shower. So what happened? Hey, it's Eric Von Hessler. Well, the first seller went old school. Traditional agent, endless showings, price drops, emotional roller coaster, and eventually they settled for less. The second seller, they used Orchard. Now, Orchard doesn't just list your home, they work it. Their agent knew what upgrades would catch a buyer's eye, brought in pros to handle everything, and made that house look like it belonged in a real estate magazine. And the best part? With Orchard's Move First, Sell Later program, that seller packed up and moved out before a single stranger walked through their old front door. No showings, no stress, no, hey, can you hide the cat and vacuum cleaner again? Just top dollar and a smoother move. Want in? Start with a free home valuation at Orchard.com. That's Orchard.com.
Castile Plumbing and Electrical knows the best way to handle that dripping pipe or flickering light isn't just wishing it'll go away on its own. Good news for you. You don't have to think too hard to take care of these issues, thanks to our free, no-obligation plumbing or electrical safety inspection with any paid service. The experts at Castile will fix any small problems before they become big, expensive ones, and even have 0% interest financing available on repairs and replacements. Enough with the wishful thinking. Book today at CastileAir.com.
Don't miss Megyn Kelly live on stage with special guests Adam Carolla, Rich Lowry, and Charlie Cook on Saturday, November 8th at Gas South Arena. Get tickets now at MegynKelly.com. Presented by Y-Refi and SiriusXM.
Strange noises in your attic? Those critters are not leaving without a fight. The Breda Wildlife Guarantee keeps you protected at no additional cost.
Breda, Breda, no need to be afraid of bugs.
Another accident? What happened?
Our truck driver got cut off, and they're getting blamed. No witnesses, no proof, and insurance is skyrocketing.
Wait, our drivers shouldn't take the blame for this?
Exactly why we need Samsara. Their AI dashcam show real-time video proving when our drivers aren't at fault.
So we protect our drivers and avoid false claims?
Yep. Companies using Samsara have exonerated their drivers and saved millions on insurance.
Protect your drivers and your bottom line at Samsara.com. Samsara. Operate smarter.
Paid for by Christian Care Ministry.
Let's see, if something costs less, a lot less, but people are actually happier with it, that sounds like something to look into. And that's MediShare. Maybe you've heard joining MediShare can save you or your family up to $500 a month, and that's huge, but it's also true. People are just happier with it. They love being part of something that reflects and promotes their values and what they believe in. MediShare works, too. It's been around for 30 years now, and members have shared more than $7 billion of each other's bills. People love having telehealth and a huge nationwide PPO network, so yeah, really, you can save a ton and like it better. Imagine being happy with how you're taking care of your health care, whether you're self-employed or part of the gig economy, or you just want a plan that you're happy with. Here you go. You can call right now and get a price within 2 minutes. A very, very smart use of 2 minutes. Here's the number you need. It's 855-51-BIBLE. That's 855-51-BIBLE. 855-51-BIBLE.
Well, there's another political buzz demographic I just read about for the first time today. I'm talking about things like soccer moms, NASCAR dads. You know, those kind of like, we got to target the soccer moms in the suburbs. We got to get the NASCAR dads in the South. Now there's a new one I just read about, and I don't even know about this phenomenon. Are you guys aware of the weighted vest women?
Yes. Yeah. Absolutely. I see them in the park all the time. In fact,
what's the point of the weighted vest?
So it works on their core. So you wear the vest and you either walk or run, and it works on your core. And then oftentimes they'll have like the 5-pound dumbbells or 2.5-pound dumbbells.
Right.
And so you're working on your arms, you're working on your core. Yeah. Yeah, so I am very aware of that.
Well,
yes.
It says here, according to Politico, weighted vest women are the 2026 swing voters.
Oh, no.
So I guess they're the new soccer moms, right? Maybe the kids grew up.
I've seen a lot of women that are not mothers that are doing this, at least where I am. So I think
it doesn't say here they're mothers. Or you're right. Weighted vest women are the 2026 swing voters. I love the swing voter, the whole concept. they decide who the president and everything. The swing voters what decides. The bases are, usually 30% of the voting population will be Republican. Hardcore. I vote Republican every time. Hardcore. I vote Democrat every time. So the swing voters, especially in presidential elections, are usually the ones that decide who the president's going to be. But if you really think about it, what are they all about? Whatever haircut I like this year, that's the policies we're going to go for, kind of thing.
That Gavin Newsom is handsome.
He looks like a television president.
He's so adorable.
He's been running a state that is, a complete failure. For like 8, I don't know how long he's been the governor, 8 years or something?
Feels like it. Feels like he's been there forever.
Yeah, but that doesn't really matter because...
And they love him, apparently.
An awful lot of people have a lot of the population has left California while this guy was governor.
They tried to recall him, but it didn't work.
Well, I didn't say he was that unpopular. Doesn't mean, the fact that you survive a recall, that means everybody in the state loves you? I don't know that. I think he just kind of skated by. But, he looks like a television president, and that's going to get him like 70% of the way there. Now, once you get the money packs coming in, going, showing homeless tent villages all over California, then that's the kind of thing he's got to deal with. But just, the weighted vest women, they will start with Gavin Newsom.
For sure.
Until you scare them off of him.
And you got to figure out what his voice actually is, right? Because now he's doing I'm the Democrat version of Trump with how I speak now.
Well, no, what he's trying to do there is remember for years Republicans were frustrated before Trump, they fight and all we do is acquiesce. We don't fight back. And for years Republicans were angry about that. And I think that's what he's trying to do with Democrats. He's just trying to get points along the way by saying, hey, I'll say, I'll snark right back with him. I'll, whatever. Now, can he build upon that and have policies and that's just a little thing? If that's all he's got, it's all he's got. It's not necessarily a bad strategic move this far away from, because the guy from Illinois is trying to do the same thing.
Pritzker, yeah.
They both want to be seen as the governor that stood up to Trump. And they have different ways of doing it. Andrew Seco is checking the ride through Cherokee County, and he's doing it for you.
Doing the best I can, and right now we are looking at that travel advisory. Only the right lane getting by. Going to crash 575 south, right at Highway 92, exit 7. Got some scattered brake lights taking you back towards Holly Springs. You may want to hop on the Highway 5, save you a little bit of time, but it's not required, though. We are in constant motion, just some extra brake lights through here. Looks like travel advisory 2 still active, heading into Flowery Branch, 95 north. Only the right lane getting by at Spout Springs Road, exit 12. Highway 13 and the alternate also starting to pack in. Got a rough ride heading into Gainesville, out of city limits. Might have something new packing in out of Duluth, 85 northbound, slowing you down towards Old Peachtree Road, exit 109. And the brake lights on the connector north and south, 75, 85. You're jammed leaving Buckhead and northbound leaving East Point all the way through the heart of downtown. Looks like we might have a crash in the right lane. Beaufort Spring connector heading southbound just south of I-85. Andrew Seco, 95.5 WSB.
Those wire shelves in your closet are just a ticking time bomb waiting to explode. Dave Baker for Artisan Custom Closets. At Artisan, we see it all the time. The wire shelves come crashing down. Clothes, shoes, bags are everywhere. It's a disaster zone. Save yourself before this happens to you. With a custom, spacious closet from Artisan, you'll never have to look at that clutter again. Your shoes, bags, clothes, accessories, all neatly organized and designed to stay that way. ArtisanCustomClosets.com.
I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. A question I get all the time is, how did we become the largest injury firm in the world? We have over 1,000 lawyers in all 50 states and close to 6,000 coworkers. Our call center is on duty 24/7. You can reach us at any time at forthepeople.com. But the real reason is we won a lot. When you visit our website, go to our verdicts and settlements. There you will see what our clients were offered and what they were awarded at trial. All those verdicts help us resolve many cases fairly and early. You see, nothing beats reputation. The insurance industry knows who we are. We even have insurance adjusters call us for representation because they know too. We've made it easy. On your mobile device or computer, go to forthepeople.com and we will get busy. It's that easy. Call today. Morgan & Morgan, for the people.
Injured? Dial pound law or visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
1-877 Cars for Kids. KARS Cards for Kids.
Ready to get rid of that old car? Donate it to Cars for Kids. Call 1-877-CARS-FOR-KIDS to reach a friendly live agent. Donation's super easy, and your car can be picked up as soon as tomorrow. Call us now, 1-877-CARS-FOR-KIDS.
1-877-CARS-FOR-KIDS. Donate your car today.
Did you know you can donate real estate too?
Hi, I'm Dustin, your friend and jeweler at Shane Company. I know finding a dream engagement ring can be overwhelming, but don't worry, we got you. As director of diamond sourcing, it's my job to make sure every single diamond at Shane Company is truly the best of the best. Our team travels the world to see diamonds up close, in person. We handpick each one for its unique fire, brilliance, and scintillation. Diamond buying is an art. Of course, we look at cut, color, clarity, and carat, known as the 4 C's, but that's not all. We also look at how each diamond looks on a hand, where it will be worn, how it makes you feel, and if it's worthy of a Shane Company customer. That type of expertise only comes from working for a company that's been a family business since 1929. We also think about your budget. We only pick the best in each grade in all shapes and sizes. Your diamond is guaranteed to be the most beautiful because a friend wants you to pick from only the best. Drop by your store or shaneco.com and see for yourself. Shane Company, your friend and jeweler.
News, weather,
traffic. 95.5 WSB, Atlanta's News and Talk.
At 5 o'clock, I'm Bill Caiaccio with our top local story. It could be the end of the line for the Atlanta journalist detained by ICE. WSB's Jonathan O'Brien reports live on today's decision by an immigration appeals court in the case of Mario Guevara.
Bill Guevara could be sent back to El Salvador at any moment. That's the word from attorneys representing him at the ACLU. The news comes after the Immigration Appeals Board reopened a 13-year-old immigration case against him and ordered that he be sent back. Guevara was arrested in DeKalb County earlier this year while covering a protest. Now, those charges were later dropped, and Richard T. Griffiths with the Georgia First Amendment Foundation says Guevara was arrested for doing his job.
He was showing the public what the government was doing. And here we have the government apparently taking retribution against him for doing that work. That should scare all of us.
The ACLU was in federal court for an emergency hearing last hour to try and block the pending deportation. We're awaiting word on the outcome. Reporting live in downtown Atlanta, Jonathan O'Brien, 95.5 WSB.
In a separate immigration case, supporters of Atlanta area barber Rodney Taylor rally outside the ICE field office in Atlanta calling for his release.
We have gotten nothing. Rodney's final hearing was August 12th. The judge has not ruled. It's been more than 30 days.
His fiancée Mildred Pierre says Taylor is wrongfully detained. He's been in custody since January and faces deportation to Liberia. A spokesperson for ICE did not immediately comment on the case. It is 88 degrees in Atlanta. We could use some rain. Metro Atlanta now in a flash drought.
So what is a flash drought? Well, it's simply the rapid onset or intensification of drought in a very short amount of time.
Meteorologist Christina Edwards has Atlanta Radio's only 5-day forecast coming up. COVID shots are no longer recommended for all Americans. A new CDC advisory panel makes its decision today.
The panel did not recommend the COVID shot for everyone. Instead, they voted for what they called individual-based decision, meaning you decide. The panel did recommend, though, that the decision be made after talking with a healthcare provider about the risk-benefit of the vaccine. There was pushback when they talked about requiring a prescription.
I think requiring a prescription is going to become a big barrier to administration of this vaccine.
That's the panel's Cody Meisner. The panel voted no prescription required. Sabrina Cupid, 95.5 WSB.
A chemical explosion inside a lab at Georgia Tech injures one student. That student treated at Grady Hospital for minor burns. The incident happened inside the Molecular Science and Engineering building. There are no hazmat concerns. Dramatic video at the trial of an accused gang member charged with murdering an 8-year-old girl in an illegal street takeover.
Atlanta Police Detective Jerian Shepard stands and points at defendant Julian Conley, whom he says was the only gun-toting man wearing a distinctive red shirt the night of Sequoia Turner's fatal shooting. Shepard tells jurors that's why it was easy to track Conley on videos and ID him as the killer.
As the vehicle passed, suspect number one fired his assault rifle multiple times inside the vehicle. As the vehicle passed, there's 2 or 3 more bursts where he shot as the vehicle was driving away.
The defense pushed back, calling the video altered. They point out Shepard didn't circle on screen everybody who opened fire that night. Veronica Waters, 95.5 WSB.
A DeKalb County father pleads guilty to second-degree murder in the 2023 death of his 7-year-old son. The boy was shot while riding in the backseat of their car with a gun the father left unattended in the driver's seat. Prosecutors say 44-year-old Dante Doherty went into a gas station and told his two sons to stay in the car. While he was inside, the gun went off, killing his son Zaire. The 5-year-old brother was unable to tell investigators exactly what happened. Doherty is sentenced to 10 years with 2 years to serve in custody. A Southwest Airlines flight has to return to Atlanta today because of a warning light.
2906, the Boeing 737 reporting pressurization problem.
That's from liveatc.net. Flight 2906 was heading from Atlanta to Baltimore. The plane with 147 people on board landed safely. Fire crews meet the plane on the runway. Southwest says the plane never lost pressurization, and its maintenance crews are looking into it. The passengers were put on another flight to Baltimore. It is now 5:04. The Von Hessler Doctrine continues in less than 2 minutes. Right now, live team coverage of traffic and weather in the 24-hour traffic center. It's Andrew Seco.
Watching double trouble in and out of Cherokee County, 575 southbound. That long-standing travel advisory still blocking the left lane at Highway 92. That's exit 7. Brake lights back towards Holly Springs. You may want to start considering using Highway 5. That'll be a good fast track, get you in and out of the area. Northbound out of Canton, we have a new one just cleared out of the right lane, 575. Northbound just north of Highway 20. We're seeing brake lights back towards the heart of the city. But no, you may want to consider taking an alternate through here, but the brake lights are going to thin out with some time. We're still dealing with some brake lights out of Doraville, 285 westbound, packing in at Chamblee, Dunwoody Road, exit 30. Going to pour through the jam cams, see what the holdup is through here, and our other travel advisory heading out towards Flowery Branch. We're still blocking the left lane. Looks like we're only getting by in a shoulder now in the jam cam. 985 northbound Spout Springs Road. You're going to want to use Atlanta Highway as an alternate. Andrew Seco, 95.5 WSB.
Now Atlanta Radio's only 5-day forecast, sponsored by Shoemate, the official air conditioning of Atlanta. Here's meteorologist Christina Edwards.
Clear skies this evening and mainly dry, though an isolated pop-up shower can't be ruled out. Sunset around 7:40. Temperatures will be in the mid-80s at that time, cooling down to the mid-60s for tomorrow morning. Tomorrow afternoon, partly cloudy with a few pop-up showers and storms, high 91. Sunday, a mix of sun and clouds, high 88. Monday and Tuesday, partly cloudy skies with highs in the upper 80s. The next chance for widespread rainfall is not until the middle of next week.
89 in Sewanee, it's 90 in Powder Springs, 91 in Union City. More news at 5:30, breaking news when it happens. I'm Bill Caiaccio, 95.5 WSB.
Hour 3 of the Von Hessler Doctrine begins right now with this hour's keyword for the WSB 5K a day bonus blitz. This hour's keyword is SAND. S-A-N-D. Go to the WSB Radio app or WSBRadio.com/cash for your chance to win $1,000. Again, this hour's keyword is SAND, SAND. If you want it in a sentence, then I would say to you, go pound sand. Look who's here. The lawyer of the year. This year, every year. George Stein.
And Shelley was giving some glowing comments to George Stein.
I know. He was saying, this guy's my friend. He's my favorite repeat guest that you have on the show.
He's so handsome.
What are you doing, pro bono work?
Thank you very much.
You doing pro bono work for him or something?
Oh, wow. No, I'm not.
Cheating on us, George? Dang.
That was an unsolicited compliment.
Well, that was quite nice. That was quite wonderful. And I will say this, that you are one of my favorite returning guests.
Thank you very much.
All right, George Stein is not here just to have praise heaped upon him. He's here.
He likes it, though, right?
Oh, who doesn't?
Of course.
Who doesn't like it? Who doesn't like it? Everybody likes to be told they're great. But he's here to help us navigate the legal underpinnings of a lot of the stories. Some of them are law stories. Some of them are just current events.
Two of your favorite things are mixed together in this first story. Cat Williams.
Oh, I thought you were going to say gummies and the Buffalo Bills.
Well, those would be in the big universe. But okay. I know how much you like Cat Williams, and I know how much you like AI. So a lawsuit accusing comedian Cat Williams of assaulting 4 women outside an Atlanta club took a bizarre turn after one of the woman's lawyers admitted she filed legal arguments using artificial intelligence.
Worse
AI.
than that, George, it was her daughter that filed that at least put together the legal arguments. And we were just talking before we got started here. You were saying in some of obviously they didn't check it, and some of the things they just got the law completely wrong.
Allegedly, it was misquoting the law, and a lawyer when you filed things like that, you're representing to the court that it's accurate and that you checked it and that you read it. And apparently,
that's almost like an oath-bound thing, right? Like
yes.
if I'm filing this with the court, I am representing that everything in there is true.
Right.
The facts part of it.
Right.
Sir.
Cat Williams,
Oh,
yes.
boy.
I will not be sent to prison by a robot. Thank you.
Well, how does it help? Has it been thrown out?
Well,
yet,
he ultimately won the lawsuit. Initially, a little history, he lost the lawsuit and was by default. He didn't respond in time.
Okay, so if you don't respond, then you just give up. You give up and you lose the
Right,
lawsuit.
you lose by default, and the judge awarded her a $1.7 million judgment.
Jeez, I would have shown up for that.
He realized that he thought the lawsuit was falsely accusing him of things he didn't do, so he moved to reopen the case. The judge agreed to reopen the case. There was evidence showing that she wasn't assaulted, and there were no hospital records, so he ultimately won.
Okay.
And doesn't have to pay the judgment. And now she's trying to come back and say, hey, the judge doesn't like me because of the AI situation.
Yeah,
and I want a new judge, and I want to recuse this judge.
Yeah, but in reality, the judge has every good reason to be biased right now because of the fact that now he knows AI was used in making the case, right?
Exactly, yes. I mean, a judge is allowed to chastise you if you take a
Now,
misstep or two.
My question is, this is all very, I haven't been following the case and we're kind of in the weeds here, but ultimately, it wasn't the defendant that did the AI stuff. Can the defendant now sue their lawyer for representing them this way?
You mean the plaintiff?
I'm sorry, the plaintiff. I'm sorry.
Yeah, Cat
Williams is the defendant. Isn't that
grounds for malpractice?
Malpractice or insubordination or something like that?
Right. Obviously, when you're a lawyer, you have a fiduciary duty to represent your client competently, and you're not supposed to have your kid draft up the motion.
Yeah, seriously. I'd be so mad at that lawyer.
Yeah.
So, yes, that potentially could be a future suit or a complaint filed.
But as fellow lawyers, we don't want to trump that kind of thing up, for heaven's sakes. Don't be. Why don't we give people ideas about suing their own lawyers? But it sounds to me like malpractice. Like I don't know I don't know if the woman had a case. I don't know if she made it up. I don't know if right now she's losing a case or something. I have no idea. But what I'm pretty sure of is she didn't put this case together with AI. That's on the lawyer, right?
That's on the lawyer. Yes.
That's pretty lazy lawyering. Letting your daughter, now maybe the daughter's going to law school or something. Here, I'll give you a little, but so this is my guess, is that the mother, is it mother or father who's the lawyer? Is it a guy or a gal?
I think it's a gal.
Okay, so my guess is that the mother didn't know that the daughter used AI. That's my guess.
Well, I don't know how old the daughter is either.
Well, let's assume
I don't know if she's 9 years old.
I did AI, Mommy.
Yeah, that's pretty bad. So I think what should happen is the plaintiff should sue her lawyer, and then the lawyer should sue her daughter. That would be the way.
That would be a wild way of.
That is the pyramid path to resolution.
That's justice in America.
This is why I should be wearing black robes.
Yeah,
I really am a modern day Solomon.
I think there's more to come on this case. We'll have to monitor this one.
Cat Williams, is there more to come?
Well, there may be, but I hope everybody knows that I am innocent, and thank you.
You're always innocent.
Of course
All
I
of these
am.
cases.
Sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
All right, what's next?
Is everybody familiar with what a flock camera is?
A flock camera is a camera that is used by especially sporty and risky birds who want to put their stuff on YouTube.
They're the ones that it's going to be the flock of seagulls. It's a license plate reader. I don't know why they refer to it as a flock camera, but it's a license plate reader.
My goodness.
And police cameras in Virginia tracked one driver 526 times in 4 months using these flock cameras, according to a new lawsuit.
So this guy, he did a lawsuit. He wanted to find out, and so he found out.
Yeah, he found out, and he was appalled when he found out it was 526 times in a 4-month period.
That seems like surveillance
of his car. Of course, he keeps on driving by these cameras.
Right.
A lot of people don't know that they exist, and apparently they are legal. But
are they in those? Like they put them in those things that look like they're trees?
Well,
they're like cell towers too, but they'll make them look like trees, and I think there's all kinds. The government's got like microphones, all kinds of stuff in those dillies.
Yeah, they're not that easy to spot, but they're very effective for catching criminals.
Yeah.
Because there's a lot of people that have a warrant pending out there, and they're trying to evade the law. And
they just constantly scan license plates to
Constantly.
try to find.
They do. And so the plaintiff said it was a Fourth Amendment violation. It was a illegal search and seizure of his images. Now, there's case law that says no, it doesn't rise to that level, and it is legal. It's just they're taking pictures.
Now,
and it's in a public place.
It's in a public place is the most important thing. It's the commons.
Right.
If you're in a public place, and then you can be. Now, what if he had found, and he didn't, but now, if he had found evidence that he individually was being targeted, right? Everybody else was showing up on these cameras too. He just went and found that he was. If he found out that he had done nothing against the law, and for one reason or another, they were focusing on his vehicle, that would be a problem, right? That's personal surveillance.
That would change the narrative.
Even though you're in public.
I agree with you.
Why are you following this guy?
But they're mostly on roadways.
Yeah, right.
And they're license plate readers, so they're doing hundreds or thousands of cars.
But it sounds so much nicer calling it a flock camera instead of a license plate
Do they have?
reader.
Well, what they mean is that you get everybody.
Yeah, it makes sense.
But is there a way? Because I thought I was pulled over like this once with an expired tag.
Yeah, that works for that too.
Right, but so. Oh, so maybe a camera, but I was on 75. Do they have those? Oh, yeah, I guess they would.
Police have scanners, and that's a lot of times it's a third-party scanner, like a flock camera.
Oh, that's how it happened. Because I was wondering, I saw this cop, and he was on the side of the road in an unusual way. The front of his car was out, like it was. He was parked back. How do I describe this? Perpendicular, like the front of the car was, as I drove past, I saw the grill of his car. That's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
He was parked as if he had backed up, as opposed to the way you usually see a cop going in the same direction and just stopped. And he got me for expired tag. And I was like, do you have some kind of like laser that can wrap around these plates? But now I get what happened.
Yeah,
I went by one of these surveillance things,
Flock camera.
and then it got down to him, hey, there's an expired tag, and then he drove out and got me.
It alerts the police when there's a violation.
I gotcha.
So, and there's some lawsuits in certain states that they've minimized where you can use it. In other words, if you get stopped in Virginia, you can only share it with Virginia personnel or Virginia cops. You can't share it with nationwide.
Well, till Trump says he wants it.
Well, yeah, I want them everywhere. They're called flock cameras because the name of the company that developed them is Flock Safety.
Question is, how safe is the data that's on that?
Don't worry.
Okay, I won't worry. I won't worry.
It's owned by TikTok.
It's fine. Everything's good. Andrew Seco says extra brake lights currently.
He sees.
I'm doing the.
Listen, that's not you, Andrew. I'm just trying. This guy just has the worst.
He sees extra brake lights on 285.
It's simply not legible. So Andrew Seco, let us know what's going on.
Well, right now we're seeing some extra brake lights as you're heading by the Big Rock. Might have a crash, 285 South, the inner loop. This is right to the Stone Mountain Freeway, exit 39. Those brake lights, though, taking you all the way back into Dunwoody. Brake lights catching you at Chamblee, Dunwoody Road, exit 30. Got about 25 extra minutes of drive time as you're heading closer towards the Scottsdale-Clarkston area. 285 westbound, the outer loop might have some trouble. They're seeing a right lane. The DOT is here. Right on the outer loop towards Noonerside Drive, exit 22, seeing some extra brake lights. As you're leaving Smyrna Vinings, you're on and off the brake pedal on the outer loop, 285 west, getting to I-20. That's exit number 10, and everything looking okay for the most part, just south of I-20. A little bit of volume either direction, 285 east and westbound, in between College Park up towards Panthersville. This report sponsored by Whole Foods Market. Find seafood savings at Whole Foods Market. Get 20% off sustainable wild-caught fresh swordfish steaks with Prime through September 23rd. While supplies last, shop and store online. Terms apply. Andrew Seco, 95.5 WSB.
Don't be late because you crowdsourced your commute with a navigation app.
This might become a travel advisory. Yeah, they're in 2 left lanes.
Depend on us.
Some delays if they shut that ramp down.
Make sure you get where you need to be on time.
Jam starting at Langford Parkway, getting past Spring Street.
Local and dependable traffic 24 hours a day, 7 days a week.
We had a lot going on this morning through Henry County.
WSB Triple Team Traffic.
95.5 WSB. How Atlanta gets there.
If you've ever organized your closet only to have it look like a bomb went off in there 1 month later, then it's time to call Artisan Custom Closets. Reach-in closets, walk-in closets, pantry spaces, garages. With a custom spacious closet from Artisan, you'll never have to deal with all that clutter again. All your stuff neatly organized and designed to stay that way. Call the Closet Bomb Squad, Artisan Custom Closets. They'll diffuse your clutter and make it safe to enter your closet again. ArtisanCustomClosets.com.
WSB Atlanta, WSBB FM, and HD1 Doraville. 95.5 WSB, Atlanta's News and Talk.
I'm here with Chris Hoffman, the founder of Hoffman Financial Group and host of Money Unleashed. Chris, with all the things we're reading, seeing, and living through these days, from rate cuts, election season, and now a new administration, now seems like a great time to make sure we have that comprehensive plan in place. You know, the one that covers all our financial bases.
There are occasions throughout the year where I feel like it's critical for people to engage their financial lives and get the information that they deserve from a financial advisory team. And this is one of those times, to be quite frank. So we ask that you call us if you have a minimum of $500,000 in your full portfolio. But we're going to do away with that minimum so that those folks can have an equal opportunity to understand what's in their portfolio as well. Now, you have to have some money, right? I can't help you to build your wealth at work, right? But I sure can help, I believe, with your 401k, IRA management. There's probably 2 or 3 things that'll surprise you that you may want to take action on. So the next 10 people that call in will work up either a portfolio x-ray, or if you feel like you need a full retirement plan, go to unleashyourmoney.com, click on portfolio x-ray, or click on full retirement plan. We think you'll be impressed enough, and we want you to become a client. There's no question about it. We believe that we are a very competent fiduciary advisory team, and we want to offer that to our listeners. Let Hoffman Financial Group actually show you how we perform, and I believe we perform at the pinnacle of this industry.
Call the Hoffman Financial Group at 404-737-3858, 404-737-3858, or online at unleashyourmoney.com. Investment advisory services offered through Brookstone Wealth Advisors, a registered investment advisor. Insurance and annuities offered through Hoffman Financial Group Incorporated, Georgia Insurance License number 163546.
When it comes to buying a vehicle, the name to remember is Jim Ellis Automotive. Hi, I'm Stacey Ellis, Vice President of the Jim Ellis Automotive Group. As Georgia's largest family-owned dealer group, we offer car shoppers unmatched advantages, starting with access to more than 5,500 new, certified pre-owned and pre-owned vehicles. With 21 convenient locations across Metro Atlanta and 17 top automotive brands, we have the selection you want and competitive pricing to fit your budget. But more importantly, we've made the buying process quick, easy, and convenient with the Jim Ellis Expressway. Visit one of our state-of-the-art showrooms for a top-tier customer service experience, or shop from the comfort of home. Browse our entire inventory of more than 5,500 cars, trucks, and SUVs, calculate your payment, apply for financing, and even start your trade-in process online. It's car buying on your terms. And don't forget, Jim Ellis buys cars too. It's a safe and easy way to get maximum value for your car. To get started, visit JimEllis.com. Jim Ellis Automotive, where you can always expect the best.
This is Scott Slade, and this is pretty exciting. Georgia Power is introducing a new YouTube series, the Smart Energy Series. It's how you can get easy to understand, bite-sized, practical tips on how to lower your energy use and save some money. All easy to access on YouTube with new episodes to come, ranging from energy conservation to more ways to save. Check out the Smart Energy Series on the Georgia Power YouTube channel and start saving.
Let me find the proper sheet of paper here.
Did you throw it in sand?
I did not throw it in sand. What I do is when I'm done with it the first time, I toss it this way.
You just don't want somebody to win, do you?
Well, that's a lot of people don't know that if you don't win the $1,000, the host gets it. So
no wonder you've been doing that.
But all right, I'll let people know again. Once again, this hour's keyword in the WSB 5K a day bonus blitz is SAND, sand. Go to the WSB Radio app or WSBRadio.com/cash for your chance to win $1,000. George Stein, before we get to more legal stories. Why don't you tell people how they can get more George Stein?
Yes, in your time of need, if you want a quality lawyer, we focus on two things. Been arrested for a DUI and want an excellent defense, go to georgestein.com. Been in a motorcycle accident, if somebody's caused you to lay your bike down, go to steelhorselaw.com.
Very good. And remember, the important part is it's only if you want an excellent defense. If
That's
you're looking
right.
for a crappy defense, call somebody else, right?
That's right.
You say to me, I'll do a real bad job.
All right, what's the next story for
Well,
George Stein?
There's a lot of bans going on with porn across the United States.
Bands or bands?
Bands.
Oh, I thought you meant like a rock and roll band.
There were a couple of porn websites, lustyheroes.com,
Lusty Heroes,
SpiceVids, and Nutaku.net. They found ways to get around Florida's age verification features, and Florida is now suing them for doing so.
So we'll just say Florida's suing Pornhub because that's one of the ones in there, right?
Yes, correct.
So
Pornhub is the parent company. Those are the specific sites that have found a way around it.
Pornhub is an umbrella porn company.
They
I didn't realize
they
that.
own most of the tube sites.
Oh, this tube, that tube?
That's a good one.
I like ToeTube.
That one you can still look at.
There's a section.
I see.
You don't have to, you don't have to keep your toes to yourself. Let's put it that way.
No.
But enough of my fetishes. George Stein. We've talked about this before.
Yes.
Can this be effective? Is the question.
I mean, listen, it's under the guise of protecting the children, what all politicians love. And I think the last time we talked about it, you said if you change your VPN source,
and
it's ineffective.
Here's my thing also, because we tend to get snarky on these things, but I do think that this is a problem. I think adults should be able to, do not whatever they want within limits of the law, but, it is a problem that it must be very difficult to get to your 13th birthday in this world without seeing this stuff. It's just, computers are ubiquitous. Even if you at your house, the parents are really, locked down as much as they be. Number one, kids know more about it than parents do, always with technology, so you can get around it. Number two, you go to school. Everybody's got a phone. So if you got the parental stuff, somebody else doesn't. And I'm saying that is a problem that does need to be addressed. I just don't know if these kind of laws do it.
Yeah, it's for a good cause to supposedly protect the children, but I suppose they're going to impose some sort of injunction against Pornhub and say you better tighten down the protections and follow the rules, or else there'll be civil penalties.
And if they get too close, then they'll just go. Just nobody from Florida can.
Yeah, well, there's talk that Pornhub.
People are not going to give their license number.
Sure, it's such
to a company,
exactly,
and then watch porn. They're just not going to do that.
DeSantis cares about the kids.
I want to see your ID.
And what about all the places like, I guess you get, like Reddit and stuff like that, right?
For now, they still have it, I guess.
Yeah. A lot of them are just leaving states, and they're saying we'll just shut down our operation.
Well, that's right, because you get a VPN, and that's just. But every time I say that, I don't want people to think that I don't think this is a problem. It is a problem. I just don't know that laws by state legislatures can address it. I don't have the answers. George Stein, have a great weekend.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Andrew Seco found better news on 575 in Woodstock.
All lanes back open as you're heading just south of Highway 92, exit number 7575. We're still off to the left shoulder. At times, they're in that left lane getting some stuff cleaned up, but we already have those brake lights thinning out, getting you closer towards Kennesaw. No more need for a trip towards Highway 5. Just a quick tap of the brakes. Getting towards I-75, do have a new travel advisory, though, through Dunwoody. Found the cause of those extra brake lights. It's a crash in the right lanes. 295 West, the outer loop is at Chamblee Dunwoody Road, exit 30, that back door, taking you all the way back down towards Chamblee Tucker Road, exit number 34. And the brake lights through Midtown, downtown, still making it a little bit tough. North and southbound, 75, 85. You're jammed leaving East Point all the way up through Midtown, southbound. We're seeing the brake lights all the way back towards Buckhead, and travel advisory up through Flowery Branch just cleared. All lanes back open. 985 northbound at Spout Springs Road. Andrew Seco, 95.5 WSB.
I'm consumer investigator Dale Cardwell.
And I'm Monica Pearson. Dale and I have worked together for years, first at WSB, and today helping you find Georgia's best companies and sharing why they're the best.
Monica, one of the first companies I researched and recommended is Amco Transmissions and Total Car Care. For more than a dozen years, they've consistently met my 7-point standard and honored my Make It Right guarantee. And I know you believe in Amco just as much as I do.
Dale, over the years, we've both reported about people getting taken advantage of. So I'm keenly aware what it takes to deliver not just great performance, but great customer service. People who follow my advice literally stop me on the street and thank me for referring them to AMCO.
We all need mechanics we can trust for correct diagnosis, efficient repair, and fair price. Not just for transmission repair, but engines, brakes, check engine lights, and so much more. Call the locally owned AMCO near you.
And I know their nationwide warranty protects you everywhere.
That's AA
MCO.
Whether it's a slip that ends in a slip disc, a trick knee that's holding you back, or shoulder pain hurting your game, you can count on Northside Hospital Orthopedics. With leading care in Georgia at convenient locations all across the state, we're here to get you back on your feet, no matter what comes your way. Because Georgia moves us, and we keep Georgia moving. Find a provider near you at northside.com/ortho. That's northside.com/ORTHO.
At Butler Lexus of South Atlanta, you're their priority. From personalized service to luxury amenities, they make sure you feel valued every step of the way. Buying or servicing, your experience matters. Call 800-NEW-LEXUS. Butler Lexus South Atlanta, the standard of amazing.
At Kroger, you never compromise. You get high quality and low prices. Like you never compromise your meal with our spring salad mix that's guaranteed fresh. And you never compromise your budget with lower prices on over 1,000 items. Hand it to Kroger shoppers. You never compromise. Kroger. Fresh for everyone.
You can save big on 6-packs of Coca-Cola, Pepsi, or Canada Dry. Select varieties or buy 2, get 2 free with your card. Limit 8. Kroger. Fresh for everyone.
I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. Why should you hire America's largest injury law firm for your case? There's lots of reasons. Just like there's a reason millions of people called us last year in their time of need. When it comes to fighting for justice and compensation, millions of people across the country trust us to go to battle for them. We became the largest injury law firm in the world for a reason. There's only one Morgan & Morgan, forthepeople.com. Injured? Dial pound law or visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
Live from the Superior Plumbing Studios.
News,
weather,
traffic. 95.5 WSB.
Atlanta's News and Talk.
At 5:30, I'm Bill Caiaccio. News is sponsored by D. Geller & Son Jewelers. Our top story: for the first time since COVID shots were developed, a CDC panel of vaccine advisors is not recommending them, instead leaving the choice up to those who want them. CBS News medical expert Dr. Celine Gounder says this may add to the confusion.
According to the American Pharmacists Association, pharmacists can provide the COVID vaccine in all 50 states using this shared clinical decision making. So you can walk into a retail pharmacy and request a COVID vaccine. You may just need to have a conversation with the pharmacist before you receive it.
The advisory panel narrowly votes down a recommendation to urge states to require a prescription for those who want a COVID shot. It is 90 degrees in Atlanta, mostly dry for the weekend. When's the next chance for widespread rain? Meteorologist Christina Edwards has Atlanta Radio's only 5-day forecast coming up. The journalist in ICE custody since his arrest at an immigration protest in Metro Atlanta is ordered back to his home country of El Salvador. It follows a ruling today from an immigration appeals court ordering Mario Guevara's deportation. Charges against him in DeKalb and Gwinnett counties were dropped, but he's remained in immigration custody now for 3 months. Also today, protesters demand the release of an Atlanta area barber who's been in immigration custody since January.
Free Rodney Taylor!
The group of protesters outside the ICE field office say that Rodney Taylor is being wrongfully detained in a South Georgia ICE facility and the double amputee isn't getting the medical care he needs. His fiancée Mildred Pierre says she's moved by the community support.
We feel heard, we feel remembered, we feel seen. I feel seen.
Taylor has been in the U.S. since he was 2 and is facing deportation to Liberia. ICE did not respond to a request for comment. In Atlanta, Jonathan O'Brien, 95.5 WSB.
Several manhole covers are missing from Rockdale County neighborhoods.
A resident of Rockdale County saw someone stealing a manhole cover through Ring security footage, and they aren't the only one. Several neighborhoods are dealing with missing grates and manhole lids. Mike White, Deputy Director of Public Relations in Rockdale County, says now taxpayers will face costs.
Now the county's having to shell out approximately $7,600 plus crew expenses.
Residents are asked to contact the Rockdale County Sheriff's Office with any information. Mary Ryan Howarth, 95.5 WSB.
A 3-time convicted felon faces federal charges after purple fentanyl and weapons are seized at his Midtown Atlanta condo. 32-year-old Dontrell Lamar Brown is indicted on a number of drug-related charges, including conspiracy and possession with the intent to distribute fentanyl. Brown's girlfriend is also facing charges charges for allegedly moving the fentanyl out of Brown's condo to hide it from authorities. Brown has 3 prior felony convictions in Gwinnett County. Happening now, it is the first of 3 days of music as the Shaky Knees Festival is underway in Midtown Atlanta.
The party is on as the festival shifts to Piedmont Park. Shaky Knees has been staged at various sites since it began in 2013. Thousands of people are enjoying acts ranging from legacy groups like Public Enemy, Devo, and Weird Al Yankovic to more recent acts like Vampire Weekend, the Deftones, and the Black Keys. There are 4 stages of music over 3 days. If you're coming out, MARTA and rideshare services are your best bet. No on-site parking is available. Saturday is sold out, but one-day tickets for tonight and Sunday are still available. Reporting from Piedmont Park, Graham Carroll, 95.5 WSB.
The 93rd North Georgia State Fair is underway in Marietta. It includes rides, circus performers, and bull riding, but fair manager Todd Miller says you can't forget about the food.
We have a funnel cake smash burger. We have the Dubai chocolates over strawberries. We have all your fair staples, but people are always looking for new and different, unusual foods, and I think that's one of our driving forces now.
There are over 40 food options to check out. The fair runs through Sunday, September 28th. The U.S. Postal Service puts out its guidance for the upcoming holiday season. To make sure your packages make it to their destination before Christmas Day, you'll have to get your priority mail in by December 18th. For Priority Mail Express, the deadline is December 20th. December 17th is the last date for first-class mail. It is now 5:34. This news sponsored by Findlay Roofing. Time for live team coverage of traffic and weather in the 24-hour traffic center. It's Andrew Seco.
Brake lights, and more brake lights through Midtown, downtown. No crashes or stalls, mind you, just the car in front of you. Northbound 7585 as you leave East Point. They're taking you all the way up into Midtown. Southbound, we're feeling the pinch just out of Buckhead. 400 packing in, going on 85 south, and you're slow and going all the way down towards I-20. Travel advisory out of Flowery Branch. Looks like it's completely cleared. All lanes back open, and there go the brake lights as well. Got a smoother ride. 985 northbound to Spout Springs Road, exit number 12. Same out of Woodstock, all lanes back open. Improved ride heading towards Cobb County, 575 south at Highway 92, exit number 7. But we still have that trouble in Dunwoody. A couple right lanes blocked with this travel advisory. 285 west, the outer loop at Chamblee Dunwoody Road, exit 30. Andrew Seco, 95.5 WSB.
Now Atlanta Radio's only 5-day forecast with meteorologist Christina Edwards.
Clear skies this evening and mainly dry, though an isolated pop-up shower can't be ruled out. Sunset around 7:40. Temperatures will be in the mid-80s at that time, cooling down to the mid-60s for tomorrow morning. Tomorrow afternoon, partly cloudy with a few pop-up showers and storms, high 91. Sunday, a mix of sun and clouds, high 88. Monday and Tuesday, partly cloudy skies with highs in the upper 80s. The next chance for widespread rainfall is not until the middle of next week.
91 in Decatur, 88 in Johns Creek, 90 in Peachtree City. More news at 6 o'clock. Breaking news when it happens. I'm Bill Caiaccio, 95.5 WSB.
Don't miss Megyn Kelly live on stage with special guests Adam Carolla, Rich Lowry, and Charlie Cook on Saturday, November 8th at Gas South Arena. Get tickets now at MegynKelly.com. Presented by Y-Refi and SiriusXM.
Someone calls you to lay your bike down? Get the very best. SteelHorseLaw.com.
Worried about market losses? If headlines are keeping you up at night, it's time to take control. Hi, I'm Jeff Jr. with Trajan Wealth, and I know you've worked hard to save. But in times like these, what if can turn into what now? If you're planning to retire or are in retirement, you need a strategy that helps protect your future. At Trajan Wealth, you can capture market gains, protect your account from losses, and guarantee income for life. Right now, you could receive a bonus of up to 30% or annual growth of up to 10% for retirement income. You heard me right. An upfront bonus of up to 30% or annual growth of up to 10%, all guaranteed to boost your lifetime income in retirement. Don't leave your future to chance. Plan with confidence. Call 404-390-4000. That's 404-390-4000.
Annuity guarantees are based on the claims paying ability of the issuing insurance company, DBA, in most states as Trajan Wealth Insurance Solutions.
By executive order from Rufus, the Findlay Roofing Chief Barking Officer, they're rolling over. Rolling out a $1,000 discount on your Findlay roof replacement. Hey, it's Dave Baker for the only roofer I answer the door for, Findlay Roofing, the roof guys. Stop repairing the leaks and dragging your feet. Now is the best time to replace that old, leaky, haunted roof and save 1,000 bones. Findlay has replaced over 65,000 roofs locally. That's no trick. It's just high-quality work, upfront pricing, and exceptional service. Findlay goes the distance. They're the extra effort experts, making sure you have a remarkable roof replacement experience. Findlay also has 0% financing available, and for a limited time, you can save $1,000 on your roof replacement. Hurry, you need to shake on this deal by Halloween. Schedule your free roof analysis at FindlayRoofing.com.
I'm fat. Deal with it. I don't know. We don't really have the audio for this, but I don't know. I'm kind of questioning this comedian. This is a story.
Think it's a bit?
I don't know that it's a bit, although I did wonder about that. We'll have to find out if later on these two actually know each other or something.
I can play it out of my computer, but I don't know if it's clean. That's the only thing.
Yeah, I don't take that chance.
It's up to you.
Friday.
Yeah, we don't want to have
on a nice weekend. I don't need.
Or George, you want to hover over the dump button, just in case?
What if the dump button didn't work? Is it working? Is it on? Do we know for a fact that it's on?
As far as I know, should be working.
Famous last words. As far as I know, it should be working. How many times is that the last thing somebody heard? As far as I know, it should be working.
Hold my beer.
Right up there with that. Anyway, we'll go through this. Comedian Guy Branum. Not all that famous, I'm guessing.
No.
But a comedian, a working comedian, a road comedian. Comedian Guy Branum claims fellow passenger, let's say this is Daily Mail, I want to give my sources, claims fellow passenger on Delta Airlines flight hit him for being too fat. Now, as I'm reading this, I'm just kind of, my eyebrow is getting arched a bit. Comedian slammed Delta Airlines after claiming he was hit by a fellow passenger for being too fat and that nothing was done about it. The comedian, 49, shared a video. Now, here's the thing. He shared a video to Instagram. It says following a flight from New York to Los Angeles in which he said he was berated by the man sitting next to him for being overweight. In the clip where he told it, it looks to me like, though, he either has photos or there was a video from when this incident was happening while he was on the flight.
Yeah, I think he pulled his phone out and was filming
Right,
it.
so this guy is very large, and there's spillage. That's the only way to put it.
Which
There's
is very
spillage.
annoying when you're flying and the person next to you is spilling into your seat.
Yeah, I mean, look, you bought one seat and you're taking half of mine. Now, does that mean I hate anybody who is over? No, it doesn't at all. It just means that we're on a flight. I bought this space. You bought the same amount of space next to me, and you're invading my space. And I don't think the answer is just deal with it. I just don't think that's the answer. I think at a certain point, because those things do come up, you can buy two seats. You know, the armrest comes up. You can.
Oh, they can get that little seatbelt extender for you?
Well, he's got that no matter what.
Yeah.
I guarantee you that.
Nothing better than when the flight attendant walks down the aisle and they're carrying it. It's like, oh, man, that poor soul.
Excuse me, fatso.
So I kind of feel like just by reading this that maybe the comedian was kind of the catalyst for everything. The other guy started kind of like
the guy's laughing.
He's jabbing at his shoulder, at his arm because they're fighting over the armrest. Yeah, at one point he's laughing. So Barham says he was also he claimed a member of ground staff on board the aircraft at the time spoke to the wearing passengers. The wearing? What the hell? Before swapping the seat mate with a woman across the aisle in exchange for some miles. They did a deal. He turned to the lady and said, hey, I'll give you some of my miles if you'll come sit in this seat, apparently. Brown said he was also asked to delete the footage he had recorded of the incident, which he declined to do. That might have, just the fact that he started recording the fact that the guy next to him was kind of complaining, may have elevated this thing. Also, this guy's a comedian I've never heard of, and now I'm talking about him. So,
I'm against. I feel like I'm on the other guy's side.
I just checked.
Sure, you have the body of a stick of gum.
ChatGPT, by the way, says there is no cursing in this, so I'm going to try to play it. So just have your finger over that dump button just in case here. Here we go.
Sir, how do you think I should solve this problem? He elbowed me because he believes that I am too fat to be sitting next to him.
Well, who wouldn't believe that?
Yeah.
Wow.
I laughed.
Would you be happy if I elbowed you back?
Well, there's not a lot of room here, right?
I know.
I paid for this seat too.
I paid for the seat as well.
I think you'd want to at least share the armrest?
Yeah. Yes, we're not sharing the armrest right now. Right now, you are using the armrest.
I know, this is too hard to listen to. But
and the guy knew his name. He called him Guy.
Maybe he's famous to him. Maybe he's seen him in a comedy club or something. Yeah, either there's a couple things here. One is the whole thing is a setup so that we'll be talking about it, or the comedian sort of got things.
Yeah, he's capitalizing on.
He's just sort of supercharged the moment by turning on the.
Yeah, he's getting.
Like, oh, I have to get this. I have to get this transgression. I have to record this transgression so everybody can see. Look, if you're taking up more than one seat, I think you should have to pay for more than one seat. I don't know that means that I have hatred in my heart for anyone or anything, but we're both. What's happening when you're buying a plane ticket? You're buying a certain amount of space in the cabin.
And it doesn't sound like he was violently elbowed. It sounds like the elbow was bumping into.
Hey, let's remember that the whole thing could be made up. Who knows? Maybe this guy was in the audience. He's flying back from some place. I don't know.
Yeah.
What?
We need
What,
to
you
go.
all right? Are
we
you
need,
okay?
We need to go to one of his shows.
Are you dying?
I think so.
Is it the Nut Solo thing?
It might be. Oh, no. Did you talk about the Nut Duo?
Yeah, this is the name of what he's eating.
Chewing on these Nut Duos.
At least
Nut
it's a duo.
Yeah, it's true.
Always comes in a duo, right?
Well, not always.
Everything bagel. I'm allergic to it.
Yeah, you seem to have a problem with everything bagels.
Yes, it just ruins everything.
Well, you mean by osmosis?
No. When
it's in the bag.
You go to a bagel place and you say, give me a sampling of a bunch of different bagels. Well, you put one of those everything bagels in there, and then all the rest of them taste
That's
like...
osmosis. It kind of takes over the whole thing.
It does. It absolutely does.
I like two kind of bagels, and that's it. Plain, and maybe it's got a little onion flavor or something, even though I don't like onions.
Well, the onion ones have that
I like
good
onion flavor.
And they're dried on there.
Yeah, I don't want that.
You don't want that?
I don't want to chew on an onion.
Okay.
I think
onions are one of those things where I like the taste, I like the flavor. I don't want to chew on them. However, like Trump, I have carve-outs, and the carve-out for this one is onion rings. I don't mind that I'm eating the onion.
Yeah, well, you get onions in your hash browns.
No.
Really?
No.
Really?
No.
Really?
You think if I ask again, I'm going to say yes?
All right, I was testing.
All right, yes. No, I don't like. I don't like the way that they feel. I don't. The way that things feel inside my mouth. You know what I'm talking about?
They have a weird.
I think so.
feel. They have a weird feel when you're chewing on them. I don't
like soft things. Like here's the ultimate terrible thing. I love a tuna fish sandwich. Outside of that, sure, I love celery. Don't ever chop up celery and put it in a tuna fish sandwich, because what I'm expecting from a tuna fish sandwich is kind of a spongy kind of feel, and I don't want hard chunks in it.
Right.
Would you guys like to try my Nut Duo?
Well, I'm going to recommend that we have a meeting at HR.
I'm not.
Because
Listen, this is
I
the
think that I have a
Trader
right
Joe's,
to not be
the Nut Duo with
I don't
almonds.
care who your pimp's name is. Come in here with your
That Trader Joe
solicitations.
I'm gonna say he's a pimp. Takes all of them, all my money.
He does. He takes everybody's money. Andrew Seco is watching a travel advisory on 400 leaving Alpharetta.
Only got a left lane going by with this one just over the Forsyth County line, 400 northbound at McFarland Parkway, exit number 12. Fire department on scene here on the jam cam. Brake lights back a couple of miles. You may want to consider hopping on Highway 9. That'll get you in and out of the area. Save you a little bit of time through here as well. Looks like we have better news. 285 west, the outer loop. That crash looks to have cleared at Chamblee Dunwoody Road, exit 30. You do have a couple things off to the shoulder. You see the flashing lights and a couple extra brake lights heading towards the King and Queen building. Southbound on the connector, 7585 south. Got the volume packing in, leaving Midtown and the Brookhaven area. You're slow all the way down towards I-20 northbound on the connector. The brake lights catch you at East Point. You're slow and going all the way up towards Freedom Parkway. Andrew Seco, 95.5 WSB.
Saturday on the Nightcap with Jared Yamamoto. I finally get my crack at the big Jimmy Kimmel suspension. I hear lots of talking points from both sides, but I feel like they're missing the big point. I plan to share that with you and cover the latest news of the night. Tomorrow night from 11 to midnight on my Nightcap. Brought to you by Guardian Home Experts, Heating, Air, and Plumbing.
Hey, skip the hassles of traditional home sales and sell your home quickly with the guaranteed offer from Mark Spain Real Estate. Now, there's no showings, no open houses, and that means no stress for you. Hey, your friend Sean Hannity here. With the guaranteed offer from Mark Spain Real Estate, you can skip the stress, make the most money, and close in as little as 21 days. Just go to markspain.com, get your guaranteed offer on your home today. That's markspain.com, and start packing.
Hi, I'm John Ray, your friend and jeweler at Shane Company. Getting engaged? So friends, listen up. Shane Company engagement rings are protected with our all-inclusive free lifetime warranty. We stand behind the same quality we've offered since 1929. Our rings are crafted to last. It's why our warranty is the only one that protects your center stone. We also cover repairs, resizings, cleanings, and so much more. That's money you keep for you and your family. Because a friend always has your back. Shane Company, your friend and jeweler.
Fall just got a whole lot cooler. Meet the all-new 2025 Kia K4. Now available at Jim Ellis Kia of Kennesaw for just $229 a month. Sporty, sleek, and built to turn heads. The Kia K4 delivers the kind of drive that makes every fall adventure more fun. And when you shop at Jim Ellis Kia of Kennesaw, you're getting more than a great car. You're getting a buying experience that's quick, easy, and convenient. Discover what drives you in the all-new 2025 Kia K4. Available now at Jim Ellis Kia of Kennesaw for $229 a month. For more details, visit JimEllisKiaofKennesaw.com or shop in person at 1221 Auto Park Drive, exit 269 off I-75. Be sure to ask about their lifetime warranty, available with all new Kia purchases. Jim Ellis Kia of Kennesaw, where you can always expect the best. Offer applies to a 24-month lease. 2025 Kia K4 LXS, $229 per month, 10,000 miles per year, with $34.99 due at signing. Example, stock number JK525197, MSRP 25085. Excludes tax, title, and state fees. Offer expires 9/30/25 with approved credit.
You didn't choose to get in a wreck, but you can choose the best attorney to fight for you. Trust the guys I trust, the strong arm, John Foy and Associates. Hey, it's Smiling Mark McKay. With personal injury attorneys, you have a lot of choices. Here's some of the reasons why I choose the strong arm. They treat you with compassion and respect. Their customer service is exceptional. They listen, communicate, and are genuine good people that don't charge you until they win. If I got in a wreck, this would be my first call. JohnFoy.com.
Paid for by Christian Care Ministry.
Let's see, if something costs less, a lot less, but people are actually happier with it, that sounds like something to look into. And that's MediShare. Maybe you've heard joining MediShare can save you or your family up to $500 a month, and that's huge. But it's also true, people are just happier with it. They love being part of something that reflects and promotes their values and what they believe in. MediShare works, too. It's been around for 30 years now, and members have shared more than $7 billion of each other's bills. People love having telehealth and a huge nationwide PPO network. So, yeah, really, you can save a ton and like it better. Imagine being happy with how you're taking care of your health care, whether you're self-employed or part of the gig economy, or you just want a plan that you're happy with. Here you go. You can call right now and get a price within 2 minutes. A very, very smart use of 2 minutes. Here's the number you need. It's 855-51-BIBLE. That's 855-51-BIBLE. 855-51-BIBLE.
Those wire shelves in your closet are just a ticking time bomb waiting to explode. Dave Baker for Artisan Custom Closets. At Artisan, we see it all the time. The wire shelves come crashing down. Clothes, shoes, bags are everywhere. It's a disaster zone. Save yourself before this happens to you. With a custom, spacious closet from Artisan, you'll never have to look at that clutter again. Your shoes, bags, clothes, accessories, all neatly organized and designed to stay that way. ArtisanCustomClosets.com.
Here's the latest evidence of my prediction that the future is a hall of mirrors. I love this headline and subheadline. Makes me laugh. First of all, I know that everybody in this room does, but I think we should explain. Some people may not know who Stan Lee is. Stan Lee was... I don't know if he was the most famous. He certainly was the most...
he founded Marvel Comics, created
right.
Spider-Man and Iron Man, I believe.
Yeah. And so he ended up doing a lot of cameos in when the Marvel... And he became very famous.
I think he did in every
I mean,
movie.
He was always famous amongst whatever people who collect comic books,
yes.
but he became very famous toward the end of his life because of these cameos and because Spider-Man hit again, and so he was revered by the nerds.
Yes, and they still put a digital version of him in every Marvel film.
Oh, okay, so he's still making cameos. Well, this is from the Hollywood Reporter. It says an AI Stan Lee hologram will speak with fans at LA Comic Con. A likeness of the late Marvel legend will pose for photos and engage in short conversations for a price. So this is like the family deciding, hey, this is mailbox money, right? I mean, this is it's probably a third party creates these things.
Yes.
Makes a deal with the family. And what I find interesting is, so he's going to be inside this room.
1,500 square foot Stan Lee exhibit inside of the con.
And then the hologram thing, which is a little better than the R2-D2 scene from Star Wars.
Slightly. It's almost.
Where Obi-Wan where
help me, Obi-Wan Kenobi.
Princess Leia is asking for help. But this will be life-size, it looks like.
Yeah.
And you go into the room, you pay $25 or something like that. $20?
15 to 20.
15 to 20.
And this
based
is on top of what you pay to go to the actual Comic-Con.
But let's not get too crazy about that because people spend $70 for autographs all the time after they've paid for admission.
That's fair.
This is just doing it after you're gone. This is basically giving autographs after you're dead.
People will buy this.
Oh, no, I think that's why the price point is so low because they could go up the $100 thing and nobody, but if you put it at $20, walking around this place, you're going to find yourself in this thing. I love the idea that you could ask questions. Now, how many?
What'd you think of the new Superman?
I've been dead for 7 years.
Excelsior.
Excelsior. True believers.
There's a thing like this. My understanding is if you go to AT&T Stadium in Dallas, there's a thing where Jerry Jones, there's this kind of thing, and you can ask Jerry Jones some questions. Now, I think this one is you ask, there's a pad in front of you, because the questions have to be, he can't improvise. AI is not to the point where you could just go in and ask some kind of random question that's never been asked before. And that whole weird hallucination thing would start happening that happens with ChatGPT, and he'd start saying nonsensical things. And I don't know why with AI, but eventually he would praise Hitler or something, and then it would not be a good look. It would not be a good look. So my guess is somehow there's 10 questions that can be asked, and those are the answers that are programmed in there.
So
it's not like you go up to, hey, what was your first dog's name? That's not going to come up.
Lucy.
I don't know. The future is going to be full of all this stuff.
What happened to the ABBA one?
It's still going on.
Yeah, they did a tour.
Okay.
Right?
I have friends. I went to my friend's 60th birthday party in the Phoenix area, and the next day, his wife and a friend were flying to England. Is that where it is? I think it's in England.
It is. Oh,
they were flying to England. They were flying. It's in one place because it's really hard to set up. It's all four of them, a whole program.
It's in London, yeah.
Yeah, so they were flying to see that. I think it's making all kinds of money.
My mom's been twice. She loved it.
Really?
Yeah.
So she really enjoyed it?
Yeah, with her sisters.
Are there any men in the audience ever?
Of course there are.
Yes.
7.
I like the way you said that. Of course there are. I lost my head there for a moment. Andrew Seco is keeping an eye on all the brake lights on the connector.
And it's looking a lot like a parking lot right now. Eric and friends, 7585 north and southbound. As you leave Smyrna Vinings heading towards the heart of downtown, the brake lights catch you at Morris Mill Road. You're jammed all the way down towards I-20. Same story through Buckhead, just south of 485 proper. Over 35 minutes just trying to get to the heart of downtown. Northbound, the brake light parade starts at East Point, and you're so up towards Freedom Parkway. We had some trouble. Looks like it's starting to clear 85 north, Jimmy Carter Boulevard, exit 99. A little bit of extra brake lights leaving Doraville. And on the Interloop 285 south, you are jammed leaving I-95 down towards the Stone Mountain Freeway. Traffic brought to you by Reliable Heating and Air. Stop paying for expensive heating and air repairs or home warranties. Get a reliable protection plan for just $14.99 a month and enjoy 100% parts and labor coverage on an EH system, make, or model. Triple Team Traffic 95.5 WSB.
That nagging joint pain, you know what I'm talking about. Sometimes it's from years of hard work. Sometimes it's an old injury that just never healed right. Either way, it's been calling the shots in your life for too long. But that stops right now. I'm Mark Ehrman. QC Kinetics is here to flip that script. They use regenerative medicine, advanced cellular treatments that help your body heal and restore the damage in your joints, not cover it up, not cut it out, actually helping heal and restore. And the results, long-term, lasting relief. QC Kinetics, no surgery, no drugs, no long recovery, just a smarter, natural way to get your freedom back. Bring your MRIs, your x-rays, and they'll make sure you're a good candidate. Your first consultation, it's free, friends, so there's no reason to wait. Call QC Kinetics, 770-285-8026. That's 770-285-8026. Decatur, Lawrenceville, Sandy Springs, Marietta, Stockbridge, and Douglasville. Appointments available on Saturday. 770-285-8026.
Comcast Business High Five Hotline. What's the state of your excitement?
I signed my business up for the 5-year price lock guarantee, and I can't stop high-fiving people. High five!
Okay, deep breath. You're in a good place. You signed your business up for 5 years of gig speed internet and advanced security, all on our ultra-reliable network.
Gig speeds and advanced security? I'm so stoked!
Yep, and you get it at a great rate that's locked in for 5 years.
Woo!
The high five is just your body's way of saying, I'm winning.
So this is natural.
High-fiving everyone you see in a state of business savings enthusiasm? Totally natural.
Sweet! Thank you! Thank you! High five, everybody! High five!
The Comcast Business 5-year price lock guarantee is back, but only for a limited time, so sign your business up today.
High five!
Comcast Business, powering possibilities.
Ends 9/21/25 for new customers with qualifying bundle. Current customers may be eligible depending on services and area. Guaranteed rate applies to monthly service charge, excluding taxes and fees. Other restrictions apply.
This is Scott Slade with how a short phone call can change your life for the better. Take a few minutes and call MyLand and see if there's a way to put money in your pocket every month. There's so many options with MyLand. Here's an example. One of my friends at MyLand is looking at a reverse mortgage for his mom, who's 82. She's currently in a house that's paid for and too much to take care of by herself. So they're considering a reverse mortgage by selling her current house, then buying a smaller one by only putting 50% down and then putting the other 50% in her bank account, essentially trading homes and putting a couple of $100,000 in her pocket. If you or your parents have a similar situation, call MyLand, where the guys and gals there will put together a plan that's just right for you with no obligation. Call 770-817-2000. That's 770-817-2000. Online, it's myland.com. Spell it M-I-L-E-N-D. NMLS and Georgia Residential Mortgage Licensee 148769, located at 8995 West Side Parkway, Alpharetta, Georgia 30009. MyLand is an equal housing lender.
News, weather,
traffic. 95.5 WSB, Atlanta's News and Talk.
At 6 o'clock, I'm Bill Caiaccio. News is sponsored by the Lloyd Advisory Group. Our top local story: an order to deport the journalist arrested during an immigration rally in Metro Atlanta. An immigration appeals court today is ruling in the case of Mario Guevara.
The ACLU, which is representing Guevara, says the Immigration Appeals Board reopened a 13-year-old case against him and have ordered his deportation, and they fear he could be sent back at any moment. Guevara was arrested earlier this year while covering a protest in DeKalb County for charges that were later dropped. Richard T. Griffiths with the Georgia First Amendment Foundation says he was arrested for doing his job.
This is an outrage.
There was no immediate decision from a federal judge following an emergency hearing for Guevara's release. In downtown Atlanta, Jonathan O'Brien, 95.5 WSB.
In a separate immigration case, supporters of Atlanta area barber Rodney Taylor rally outside the ICE field office in Atlanta today calling for his release. His fiancée, Mildred Pierre, is blown away by all the support.
Emotional, overwhelmed, supported, loved, remembered.
Taylor's been in custody since January and faces deportation to Liberia. A spokesperson for ICE did not immediately comment on the case. It is 90 degrees in Atlanta. Rain chances slim this weekend, and we are in a flash drought.
Together, these changes in the weather can rapidly alter the soil moisture, and that can cause extensive damage to our local farms, crops, and even lawns and gardens here in the metro Atlanta area.
Meteorologist Christina Edwards has Atlanta Radio's only 5-day forecast coming up. A CDC advisory panel is not recommending the COVID shot for all Americans.
The panel voted unanimously to stop recommending the COVID vaccine for everyone, instead advising individual decision making. The panel saying those 65 and older and those with increased risk for serious COVID infection should talk to their doctor about the vaccine. There was a difference of opinion when it came to whether you need a prescription. Here's how that vote went.
We have 6 votes for no. We have 6 votes for yes.
Since it's a tie, the chair breaks it. I voted no, so the motion has failed.
So no prescription needed, and the vaccine would be covered by insurance, according to CDC. Sabrina Cupid, 95.5 WSB.
A Georgia Tech student is taken to Grady Hospital for minor burn injuries after a chemical explosion inside a lab. Georgia Tech says it was isolated to a single lab inside the Molecular Science and Engineering building. There was no hazmat concern. Jurors at the trial of an 8-year-old girl's alleged killer hear from the lead investigator on the case and see some bombshell video today.
Using video from 3 locations, Atlanta Police Detective Jerry Shepard says Julian Conley was the only red-shirted man the night Sequoia Turner was killed. Shepard says that made it easy to track Conley and see him shoot at the green Jeep driving around a street blockade.
And that's when you see him pretty much shoot the cars that's passing and fire 2 more rounds as the vehicle's driving away.
Shepard says the AR-15 Conley was strapped with is capable of firing .556 caliber bullets, several of which hit that SUV.
And one that was recovered from Sequoia Turner's back.
The defense questions the authenticity of the video and the cops' markings on it. Veronica Waters, 95.5 WSB.
A DeKalb County father gets prison time after pleading guilty in the shooting death of his son.
DeKalb County prosecutors say 44-year-old Dante Doherty left his gun under his driver's seat when he went into a Lithonia gas station in 2023. His 2 young sons were with him, but when he noticed 7-year-old Zaire was missing a sock and a shoe, he told the boys to stay in the SUV and wait for him. While he was inside, the gun went off, killing Zaire. The younger brother was unable to tell police what happened. The father pleads guilty to charges of second-degree murder and cruelty to children. He's sentenced to 10 years with 2 to serve in custody. Jennifer Perry, 95.5 WSB.
A warning light forces a Southwest Airlines flight to return to Atlanta today.
2906, the Boeing 737 reporting pressurization problem.
Flight 2906 was heading from Atlanta to Baltimore. The plane with 147 people on board lands safely at Hartsfield-Jackson Airport. Fire crews meet the plane on the runway, as heard on liveatc.net.
So we just wanted to make sure that we had no fire in our brakes or wheels.
Southwest says the plane never lost pressurization, and its maintenance crews are now looking into it. It's now 6:04, and the Von Hessler Doctrine continues in less than 2 minutes. Right now, live team coverage of traffic and weather in the 24-hour traffic center. Andrew Seco.
Looks like we got some better news as you're rolling out of Alpharetta. The crash is cleared, all lanes back open, brake lights completely thinned out. 400 northbound, this is McFarland Parkway, exit number 12. Got largely a speed limit ride on all of 400 north and southbound, getting you between Forsyth County all the way down towards Sandy Springs. Not the same story, though. 285 east, the inner loop leaving I-85. You're stacked and packed in all the way down towards the Stone Mountain Freeway, exit 39. Connector north and southbound, brake lights either direction between East Point through the heart of downtown up into Midtown. Have a truck off to the shoulder with the flashing lights just before you hit Cortlandt Street, and might have to pour through the jam cams just outside of the perimeter. Might have something jamming up, some extra brake lights we usually don't see. I-20 westbound right at 285, exit 61, or exit 51 rather. Andrew Seco, 95.5 WSB.
Now Atlanta Radio's only 5-day forecast, sponsored by Shoemate, the official air conditioning of Atlanta. Here's meteorologist Christina Edwards.
Clear skies this evening and mainly dry, though an isolated pop-up shower can't be ruled out. Sunset around 7:40. Temperatures will be in the mid-80s at that time, cooling down to the mid-60s for tomorrow morning. Tomorrow afternoon, partly cloudy with a few pop-up showers and storms, high 91. Sunday, a mix of sun and clouds, high 88. Monday and Tuesday, partly cloudy skies with highs in the upper 80s. The next chance for widespread rainfall is not until the middle of next week.
Right now, 86 in Sandy Springs, 89 in Cartersville, 88 in Locust Grove. More news at 6:30. Breaking news when it happens. I'm Bill Caiaccio, 95.5 WSB.
Woo-hoo! That's right, Caiaccio. Raise them high, all 4.
Hour 8.
Oh, he's got 8.
He's got 8.
Let's cut it in half. Hour 4 of the Von Hessler Doctrine. Last hour of the week begins right now. Look out. I find this to be hilarious because I wish I was at one of the pitch meetings. I don't know that it's going all that well. Sylvester Stallone is pitching producers that he wants to use de-aging technology to make a Rambo prequel. And he says, they have the technology to make me look like I'm 18. Do they, Sylvester? Do they have the technology?
Well, yeah, they showed me in Vietnam, John Rambo's in Vietnam, he's fighting and everything, and then they got the computer that could do that. So,
and you'll look like you're 18.
Yeah,
now,
well, I could,
They made De Niro look like he was, 40 or something, and the problem was, see, if you're going to be Rambo, There's something I think you're not understanding, and maybe why the pitch meetings aren't quite going your way. All right, so yeah, I get you, but so the problem is that with in The Irishman, De Niro got in a fight with somebody when his face looked 40, but his body and the motions and the movement looked 80.
Yeah.
So yeah, maybe they can give you an 18-year-old face, Sylvester Stallone. I don't know if that's true.
Can they find an actor that looks like me for better?
Well, we'll get to that in a moment. But I think that it would be kind of silly if you look 18 in the face and you're running through the jungles of Vietnam and you look like an 80-year-old man.
My
That's not
saggy old body.
Saggy old body and all that. Now, here's the
I
thing.
wear a shirt.
Why not just be the executive producer and find some young, we know who it'll be. Ultimately, if they find some young person to be Rambo prequel.
Timothy Chalamet.
That's exactly what I have written right here.
We'd be good at match game.
Yeah. Timothy Chalamet.
Yeah, he'd have to bulk up a little bit.
I'm sorry, sir?
He'd have to bulk up a little bit.
Sure, he's a little bit of a...
Get him on Tulsa.
He's a little bit dainty.
Now, Sly, is Tulsa King not going well? I mean, why would you want to do that? I mean, Tulsa King
it's
is...
going great. Season 3 started this week. We got Samuel L. Jackson in it.
No,
okay.
But he wants to tell the story of the...
The story of Rambo never been told. Yeah,
Huh?
First Blood, and the other ones.
I always loved the fact that wasn't the sequel called? No. The third one was called First Blood 2. One of them was called First Blood.
Rambo. The first one was called First Blood.
Yeah.
Second one is Rambo First Blood Part 2. And the third one, I believe, was Rambo 3 Adventures in Afghanistan.
Okay,
well, I know that.
I thought it was First
You
Blood.
gotta help the Mujahideen.
I thought it was First Blood 2, which seems odd to have first and two in the same.
Well, I know that Greg can confirm what those titles are.
Very good job, because I had totally forgotten they were being.
Got you, Greg.
If he's not in Finland, he just doesn't seem as
camera.
interesting to me.
I'm on the camera in front of your face.
No, I don't see.
You hadn't popped up.
You hadn't until you speak. You see, you don't show up. Let's bring down the anger level.
You're supposed
my
to see
friend.
every feed, not just the program feed. Every feed.
No, I see only the program feed.
There's no reason.
I didn't diss you.
I don't want to know.
Don't cancel
what makes First Blood good is you fill in the blanks.
Yep.
With Rambo's backstory.
Right.
You know he was in Vietnam. You know that had an effect on him. I don't need to know the details.
But they can make him look 18.
I don't care. I don't care.
He likes that a lot.
Could you just say this line as Sylvester Stallone? They have the technology to make me look like I'm 18.
They have the technology to make me look 18.
It'd be great if it's still his old man voice. It's like 18 years old.
That would be fantastic.
Hey, I gotta go back in Johnson.
I've never seen any of the
We
Rambo
don't belong
movies.
here.
Can you believe that?
First Blood's great.
I know. I've always heard they're great. I haven't avoided them on purpose. I've just never seen Rambo.
It says here the second one was written by James Cameron. It's kind of interesting.
I think I knew that at one point. Yeah, he did that, and that was right before the first Terminator, wasn't it?
You should kill more people. That was they had a whole bunch of movies in the mid '80s where they would send a guy back to Vietnam to rescue the POWs.
Yes.
Also, his PTSD just disappeared.
Yeah.
In the sequels.
I'm going back to Vietnam to kill all this.
Oh, it's just suddenly fine.
Yeah, he just shows up at this place, and all these guys are being kept, and he has this, that M30, what are they called? The M60?
Yeah, that big
Yeah.
And so in the first one, he's suffering from, we didn't call it PTSD back then, I don't think. I think it was called shell shock or whatever. But he had battle fatigue. He had that in the first one, so he couldn't even think about going back to Vietnam.
Right.
But then when the first one made a bunch of money, of course, he got over that and went straight back to Vietnam to rescue some buddies.
He was in jail, and the way for him to get out of jail is, Richard Crenna shows up and goes, we'll send you over to Vietnam. You can kill a bunch more Viet Cong.
And
I'm okay.
3 is the one where he takes down a helicopter with a bow and arrow, a flaming arrow.
In Vietnam. No, in Afghanistan.
And there's that one. He's on the side of Osama bin Laden.
You
And
gotta
the
go rescue the
Mujahideen.
Mujahideen.
I don't know. I never saw that one.
Okay.
But I did watch the modern ones that are so violent.
Yeah, he did a couple.
Like he's in Burma.
Yeah.
Well, there was 2008 and 2019 was the most recent one.
Oh, wow. I didn't see that one.
Yeah, there was
Rambo
one
Last
after
Blood.
Oh, wow.
God, I got to watch
You're
it.
starting to get porn film names.
That's just him holding a gun, killing everybody.
Seriously, yeah.
Isn't that like a porn film name? Rambo,
Yeah.
Last Blood.
I can think of another one.
Yeah, well, we don't have to go there. I don't know about you, but this is a family-friendly show. I don't know what kind of fare you're putting out there.
If you film
family-friendly killing.
I think Sly, if you film in Georgia, I would greenlight this. I think that would be the way to do it because the Georgia film industry is struggling.
I filmed Toaster King here.
You do? That's what I'm saying. I think you should.
We're going to do another
Your show's
season.
called Toaster King?
Toaster King. So I'm probably listening right now because I like radio.
We love everybody on this show, do we not? I had seen that Sylvester Stallone, Tulsa King, I guess, is an interesting show.
It's a good show. I only watched the first season, so now I got to get.
But he's
up.
not used to it. He's not used to doing a series. He's just doing movies. He's like, this is a lot of work. It's a hell of a lot of work.
It's a lot of work, yeah.
I mean, making a movie is a lot of work too, especially the kind of like action movies. But you can choose if you're a successful actor to take like 3 months off in between.
Yeah, a movie is 2.5 hours usually typical runtime.
Yeah.
A series, if it's 8 episodes, is going to be at least 10 hours.
Yeah, we grew up in America where a season was 26 episodes.
Yes.
Well, weren't they 30 minutes?
Most of them,
an hour. Some of them.
No, like,
Dallas was an hour.
Dallas was an
Really?
hour.
ER,
Okay. $6 million
was,
man.
well, they're really, 44 minutes or something
Yeah.
like that. But
You could go to the bathroom.
47 minutes.
The
I
bathroom?
forget.
Just go to the bathroom.
The bathroom.
You just all of a sudden your Pennsylvania slipped through there. You go to the bathroom.
That's it. Great Lakes.
You never saw Creed, Eric, did you?
I've still not seen Creed. Can you believe that? I
You
think
should
somebody
watch
bought
that.
me a Blu-ray.
It's not bad.
No, I don't. I think it's going to be good. As a
Stallone
matter of fact,
actually
I
has
was
some
mad.
acting chops.
I was mad that Stallone didn't win the Oscar.
Yeah.
Even though I hadn't seen it.
Well, that was Oscar So White year.
That's right. And but he lost to a white guy. He lost.
Okay. That's not why he
lost to
but,
that.
But he said,
Bridge
"I won't
movie.
go," because he offered not to go to the Oscars.
I think he wasn't there.
Was
Was he
year.
there? I'm not sure if he was there or not.
He got the Golden Globe for that, but didn't get the Oscar.
I hear it's great, and I want to see it.
He should have won an Oscar for that Copland movie.
He acted circles around De Niro.
Yeah, De Niro's like,
Now,
check.
I'm not saying Stallone necessarily is a better actor than De Niro, but in that particular situation, Stallone was taking advantage of the fact that he was in, that wasn't some direct-to-video kind of movie. That was a movie.
Harvey Keitel.
And for some reason, De Niro there's a scene. The one scene
I
that I
gotta
remember.
eat a sandwich.
Yeah, De Niro's eating a sandwich. That stupid method acting thing that drives me crazy. I don't know why method actors believe that in real life people talk with their mouth full. It is like the go-to thing for method actors, going all the way back to Marlon Brando and A Streetcar Named Desire and that damn orange. Yeah, it's good. Shouldn't call Napoleon Law. Drives me crazy. To all method actors. I'm not an actor. I've lived a regular life. Regular, normal people. Don't recall.
It
don't
happened
recall
one
that.
night.
Hold on. I don't recall that normal people talk while they're eating. Anyway,
Well,
you're saying,
Clark
Greg?
Gable does it, and it happened one night eating that carrot.
Yeah, but a carrot is a lot easier to deal with than
I don't know. You hear Jared eat carrots in the studio.
I know it's
you
awful.
can't stand it.
It's awful. But as long as I let Autumn's dog bark, I've got to let him eat a carrot.
I'm trying to stay healthy,
I have to be
guys.
a fair leader.
I'm trying to stay healthy. Lately, it's been like this phlegm in my throat. It's been ugh.
The carrots are causing it, I think.
The reason we associate carrots with rabbits is because of that movie. Bugs Bunny was a parody of It Happened One Night. Carrots are actually bad for rabbits, and they shouldn't
Really?
eat rabbits.
Is that
I mean,
true?
Eat carrots.
I haven't
But it's
seen that
from
movie. I haven't seen that movie in so long that I don't even remember that scene.
Just that scene.
It's a great movie.
Is why we associate carrots and rabbits.
Well, that's the way it goes, right? I mean, why do we associate anything with anything? Just because of experience, right? We associate Christmas with trees. Why? Because they were always there from the time you were born. There's really no connection between December 25th and trees any more than any other date.
Yeah, thanks,
Right.
Germans.
Well, at least they gave us something good.
Hey, they made it pretty. They made it look really nice.
At least they got one thing right.
Sure.
Andrew Seco is still keeping an eye on all the brake lights on the connector.
Usually the last spot to thin out for the Friday afternoon, and it's holding true right now. Big jam, 75-85 north and southbound. Northbound, as you're leaving the airport, you're still all the way up towards Freedom Parkway. Southbound, we're still packed in as you're leaving Buckhead and Smyrna Vining. Those brake lights down towards Freedom Parkway as well. Some earlier trouble off to the shoulder, still causing about 25-30 extra minutes of drive time as you're getting inside the perimeter. Have a little bit of a brake light stream, 285 south, the inner loop towards the Stone Mountain Freeway, exit 39. Just some volume back up towards Doraville. Northbound, we're still still seeing some brake lights from the earlier trouble. 85 north at Jimmy Carter Boulevard, exit 99, and might have something new on the inner loop, starting to jam in a little bit. 285 east, right before you get towards Peachtree Boulevard, exit 31. This report sponsored by the Georgia Lottery. Tonight's Mega Millions jackpot is $423 million. Now with bigger jackpots, better odds, and a built-in multiplier, drawings every Tuesday and Friday. Andrew Seco, 95.5 WSB.
Saturday on the Nightcap with Jared Yamamoto, I finally get my crack at the big Jimmy Kimmel suspension. I hear lots of talking points from both sides, but I feel like they're missing the big point. I plan to share that with you and cover the latest news of the night tomorrow night from 11 to midnight on my Nightcap. Brought to you by Guardian Home Experts, Heating, Air, and Plumbing.
Fall just got a whole lot cooler. Meet the all-new 2025 Kia K4. Now available at Jim Ellis Kia of Kennesaw for just $229 a month. Sporty, sleek, and built to turn heads. The Kia K4 delivers the kind of drive that makes every fall adventure more fun. And when you shop at Jim Ellis Kia of Kennesaw, you're getting more than a great car. You're getting a buying experience that's quick, easy, and convenient. Discover what drives you in the all-new 2025 Kia K4. Available now at Jim Ellis Kia of Kennesaw for $229 a month. For more details, visit JimEllisKiaofKennesaw.com or shop in person at 1221 Auto Park Drive, exit 269 off I-75. Be sure to ask about their lifetime warranty, available with all new Kia purchases. Jim Ellis Kia of Kennesaw, where you can always expect the best. Offer applies to a 24-month lease. 2025 Kia K4 LXS, $229 per month, 10,000 miles per year, with $34.99 due at signing. Example, stock number JK525197, MSRP 25085. Excludes tax, title, and state fees. Offer expires 9/30/25 with approved credit.
WSB Atlanta, WSB BFM, and HD1 Doraville. 95.5 WSB, Atlanta's News and Talk.
The following is a paid commercial announcement.
Millions of Americans use credit cards to purchase goods every day. The Durbin-Marshall credit card mandates put the secure transactions you rely on at risk, leaving you vulnerable to hackers and foreign cybercriminals that want your data. Hackers win. You lose. Guard your card before it's too late. Tell Congress your data security is not for sale and oppose the Durbin-Marshall credit card mandates.
Paid for by Electronic Payments Coalition.
Want to save 1,000 bones on your next roof? Dave Baker here for Findlay Roofing, the roof guys. Right now, save $1,000 on your roof replacement. Hurry, this treat ends on Halloween. FindlayRoofing.com.
Are you looking to hire? ZipRecruiter finds the best candidate for your job fast. Try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free. ZipRecruiter.com/free.
Yep. Greg Russ.
He's a Storage Wars guy? Yep.
I never watched Storage Wars.
Yep.
Didn't he pass away or something?
No, he's alive.
I read something that somebody passed away.
Picker, American Picker, I think, passed away.
No, there was that one, but look up that.
A couple people from the show have.
I think
he's alive.
I never jumped into the Storage Wars thing.
No.
I watched it a couple times. I thought it
weren't a
was
storage
good.
head?
I was not a store head, but I have got I
see where you're going with that.
It's one of those concepts where I watched it a couple times, but you can't keep me like, oh, I want to see what the next one is. Like, I thought it was a decent concept and everything, but
yeah, but the people they have on the show, they were too goofy. So that part was forced.
I like
where
the rich
acted
restaurant
weird.
guy. You didn't like him, the guy who had the funny cars and the white hair.
Some of them were better than others, but some of those things were really forced when they were interacting with each other and being real.
Dave
idiots.
sued him and he got fired. He alleged that they were putting high-dollar items inside of the storage places.
Well, you got to jazz things
There's
up.
got to be drama, yeah.
You got to jazz things up, and it's not like the Real Housewives where they can just give them a bunch of wine and just turn on the cameras.
No, that would be good.
Watch
Buying
them go
things
crazy.
when you're drunk, auction drunk.
I really
Drunk
need this.
auction.
I need this.
Okay, you've got your haul. You want us to call a taxi? I can drive.
I got this. I got a truck.
I brought a truck here. Greg Russ, do you have any
And they have no shame.
Yes?
They love it. They love the fact that they're on TV. It doesn't matter if they're
You talk the Housewives?
Yeah, and the
making
housewives,
fools
their
of themselves.
dignity goes out the window. Who cares?
Yeah.
I'm on TV.
Yeah, well, I said years ago, people should have listened to me. I'm always right about these things. The shrinking line between fame and infamy, and now there is no line there at all. It doesn't matter that you're famous for something negative now. Used to be, that was the last thing in the world you wanted to happen. But I think it was somewhere around the Joey Buttafuoco kind of period of time in the 90s where it suddenly was like, well, that guy never would have been famous if it wasn't for infamy. And then he ended up on some reality shows, and then he would show up on radio morning shows and things like that.
Stern was the first guy to have him on.
Yeah, but then
he
he
also had Mary Jo on.
But then he showed up like on,
I think he did have a reality show.
B-lists,
Yeah.
Celebrity Island or something. Didn't they used to put a bunch of D-list celebrities on an island or somewhere?
Or
One
a
of the-
house, a
Or
mansion.
I'm a
They did
celebrity, get me
several.
out of here.
Celebrity Get Me Out of Here. Yeah, they put that Blagojevich on before he went to prison.
Rod Blagojevich.
Yes. And I think it had kind of a Survivor. So I think there were skills involved. Watch your favorite D-list celebrities solve puzzles on the beach.
That was the time before
He didn't
they
have a
thought they
reality
could
show.
do reality TV without those
Yeah.
contests. Like the Housewives just became what they probably wanted to do back then, but they had to always put those games.
Yeah.
in.
Well, I remember I watched
you
like the
gotta
first. I think I watched the first 2
competition.
seasons of Survivor, and I liked it. And then maybe I started to watch the 3rd season or something, and I remember the moment that I went, another puzzle on the beach. All right,
Yeah.
I'm out. I mean, it's got to be hard to keep coming up with these games that you play while trying to survive. What are they on, like season 30 now or something?
They must
Probably
be
more than that.
Oh, by the way, when Amy Fisher got out of jail, one of the first things she did was make a porno movie.
Well, that's the old-fashioned way. Before reality shows were really big, the infamous in the news
Yeah.
would go make porn.
Yep.
And you understood it. You were like, oh, your fame is your infamy. So you can continue on down the infamy thing. Now you're the person who's naked having sex with strangers.
Keep the
That makes
bad
sense.
boy, bad girl persona.
Yeah, exactly. But now there is no line between fame and infamy. You just kiss the ground and thank the Lord that you're now famous. It doesn't
New
matter how you
season.
got there.
New season of Survivor, by the way, premiering September 24th, season 49.
Oh, my God. And they have like 2 a year, right? So obviously it hasn't been 50 years.
It's like
They
Dancing with
still-
the Stars.
yeah.
Dancing with the Stars is up that high as well with their season numbers.
I have them all on Blu-ray.
By the way, hey, listen, when I flew back from Spain, that's a long, what is that, 10 hours?
Something like that.
8 hours, 9. A person up ahead of me basically just dusted off an entire season of Survivor.
Wow.
Wow, you're a big. Who thinks to themselves, I can finally catch up? on
Quietly
Survivor."
here on a plane.
Hey, a plane could be a place for productivity. I can get a lot of stuff done on a
That's
plane.
what I've heard. You got to be
Not the
careful.
plane I was on today. It was a real junker. I
Wait,
don't know what
hold
was
on.
going
Did you just get home today from Finland?
Yeah.
No
I
wonder
got
you were a
home
little
early.
grumpy. How long is that? How long is that flight?
Well, I had a layover, so I had to fly to Stockholm, which was an hour, and then the flight from Stockholm was 8.5 hours.
That's not
Okay,
bad.
how long was the layover?
2 hours.
So you spent.
But
the
I did get
last-
up at 4:30 Finland time.
Yeah, you spent 11 hours traveling, and
Yeah, I was
and
up.
you just got in, sat down, put down your suitcases, and got in front of the camera.
There was a bit more time in between. I laid on the bed and I tried to sleep, but I couldn't.
Yeah, that's how it is. It's almost like being punch drunk.
You
You
just
see,
stare
just
at the ceiling.
over. I should be sleeping now. That's the last thing. Okay, you're never going to sleep. Once that idea comes into your head, I should be sleeping now. Just get
It's
up
over.
and do the dishes.
Yep.
There's no sense laying there anymore. The next day's going to happen. You're going to be kind of tired. Hopefully you'll live through it. Just keep moving. Just keep moving. All right. Well, I'm glad that we got you back here safe and sound, Greg Russ. But I do want to hear about the crappy flight. Andrew Seco is taking a look at I-20 by Six Flags.
Seeing some extra brake lights as you head towards Lithia Springs. I-20 westbound packing in, leaving the theme park on your way towards Lee Road, exit 41. Nothing holding you up, just a couple extra brake lights on your way out of the Cobb County area. Might have something jimming you up as you merge from 285 West. A couple extra brake lights merging from the inner and outer loop here, going towards I-20 westbound. Inside the perimeter, we're back in a right lane just to clear a couple things from an earlier crash. 20 West at Moreland Avenue, exit number 60. And the ride out of the mall of Stonecrest, just a little bit of volume, looking pretty good for a Friday afternoon. I-20 east and westbound, just a little bit of a tap of the brakes from 285 towards Evans Mill Road, exit 74. Traffic brought to you by Reliable Heating and Air. Stop paying for expensive heating and air repairs or home warranties. Get a reliable protection plan for just $14.99 a month and enjoy 100% parts and labor coverage on any age, system, make, or model. Triple Team Traffic, 95.5 WSB.
I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. I've been asked many times how Morgan & Morgan became the largest injury firm in the world. I think I know. When someone comes to us for an on-the-job injury, we have a huge workers' compensation practice. But many times we find a defective product that was responsible for that injury. Luckily for them, we have a product liability section headed by my son Mike. In addition to the comp case, there is a product case too. Other times, the injured worker is fired or harassed for bringing that claim. We have them covered. Our employment lawyers handle retaliation claims as well as wage theft and discrimination cases, and in some cases need to file for Social Security benefits. No problem. We became big for a reason. 30% of our new cases come as referrals from former clients. Hiring us is easy. Go to forthepeople.com on your mobile device or computer, or call Pound Law on your cell, pound 529. Morgan & Morgan. Injured? Dial Pound Law or visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
Imagine pulling up the driveway to your beautiful new garage door, energy-efficient windows, and stunning double front door. It feels like a new home, but you didn't have to move. Hi, I'm Dan Watkins, owner of All Four Seasons Garage, Entry Doors, and Windows, with lots of exciting ways to refresh your home. For every opening to your home, we've got you covered, with countless quality options, backed by unparalleled service and craftsmanship. When trust matters, trust us. All the number 4 seasonsgarages.com.
The Lloyd Advisory Group has a question for you. Is your retirement inflation proof? Here's what we mean. In retirement, chances are you're on a fixed income with unpredictable expenses. So how do you not run out of money when the cost of just about everything continues to go up? You inflation proof it. Financial advisor Mark Lloyd and the team at Lloyd Advisory Group can show you ways to help fight inflation so it doesn't outpace your income. Call us today at 770-766-5611. Inflation can take a huge chunk out of your retirement savings, but it doesn't have to. With some simple planning, inflation can go from being a major disruption to a minor annoyance. Call Mark Lloyd and the team at Lloyd Advisory Group now to start inflation-proofing your retirement today. 770-766-5611. That's 770-766-5611. Insurance products and services are offered through the Lloyd Advisory Group. Investing involves risk, including the potential loss of principal.
Well, they said it was fixed, but was it? When TE Certified Electrical Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling say it's fixed, it's really fixed. That's part of how they love your home. Hey, it's Chris Chandler, and these are the folks I trust in my home because of their attention to detail, expertise, and a job done right the first time. And to back it up, TE Certified offers a lifetime workmanship warranty.
TE Certified, we love your home.
Live from the Superior Plumbing Studios.
News,
weather,
traffic.
95.5 WSB.
Atlanta's News and Talk.
At 6:30, I'm Bill Caiaccio. News sponsored by Mark Spain Real Estate. Our top story, new recommendations on the COVID vaccine from the CDC panel of vaccine advisors. It does not recommend the shot for everyone, instead voting to let individuals decide. The vote coming after the panel hears from the public today.
I'm just a 73-year-old woman with no medical or scientific background who wants her children and grandchildren and further generations to grow up safe and in a healthy world.
The panel says people 65 and older and those with increased risk for serious COVID infection should talk to their doctor about the vaccine. It is 90 degrees in Atlanta. Do we have any weekend rain chances? Atlanta Radio's only 5-day forecast with meteorologist Christina Edwards is coming up. Spanish language journalist Mario Guevara could be deported at any moment, according to his attorneys at the ACLU. This comes after an immigration appeals board reopens a 13-year-old case against him and orders that he be sent back to El Salvador. Guevara was arrested in DeKalb County earlier this year while covering a protest. Richard T. Griffiths with the Georgia First Amendment Foundation says Guevara was arrested for doing his job.
He was showing the public
what the government was doing. And here we have the government apparently taking retribution against him for doing that work. That should scare all of us.
A federal court hearing to try to get Guevara released ends with no decision. In another immigration case, a rally outside the ICE field office in Atlanta today to protest the continued detention of a Metro Atlanta barber.
Bring Rodney home! Bring Rodney home!
Rodney Taylor has been in immigration custody in South Georgia since mid-January, and supporters at the ICE field office want him released because they say Taylor, who is a double amputee, isn't getting the care he needs. His fiancée Mildred Pierre says she's overwhelmed by the support.
Being a disabled black man is sometimes you're invisible. This allows him to be seen.
Taylor has been in the U.S. since he was 2 and is facing deportation to Liberia. ICE did not respond to a request for comment. In Atlanta, Jonathan O'Brien, 95.5 WSB.
20 manhole covers are missing off the streets of Rockdale County.
Several grates and manhole covers have been stolen in neighborhoods in Rockdale. One resident found surveillance footage of someone removing a cover from the street outside their home. Public relations consultant for Rockdale County, George Diaz, says they are looking for community assistance while the investigation is ongoing.
Please provide any feedback on, number one, if they know who has done this or where they've been taken to, and number two, to please reach out to Rockdale County Stormwater.
The city is now facing around $7,600 in replacements. Mary Ryan Howarth, 95.5 WSB.
Police are investigating after a student is caught with a gun at Cartersville Elementary School this week. There's no indication there was intent to do any harm, but school officials say they will follow established legal and disciplinary procedures with this matter. It's not clear at this point if the student will face any charges. The House approves a resolution today honoring the late Charlie Kirk. Speaker of the House, Mike Johnson, reads from the resolution.
The House of Representatives calls upon all Americans to reject political violence, recommit to respectful debate, uphold American values, and respect one another as fellow Americans.
The vote 310 to 58 with 95 Democrats supporting the resolution. The 93rd North Georgia State Fair is underway in Marietta. Fair manager Todd Miller says there's some new things to look forward to do this year, including kids having their own toy car derby.
We've added a mutton busting before our bull riding, and we've also added a Power Wheels derby.
And don't forget about the food. He says there are over 40 different food options to check out. The fair runs through Sunday, September 28th. The U.S. Postal Service puts out guidance for sending mail during the holidays.
You've got a few months, but here it is. To make sure your packages make it to their destination before Christmas Day, USPS says you'll have to get your Priority Mail in by December 18th. For Priority Mail Express, the deadline is December 20th. December 17th is the last date you should send out first-class mail and USPS Ground Advantage service. Also today, USPS Operation Santa is now accepting letters from kids and families here in Georgia and across the country. Cheryl Castro, 95.5 WSB.
It's now 6:34 and time for live team coverage of traffic and weather. In the 24-hour traffic center, it's Andrew Seco.
Still picking up a couple extra pieces from a crash we had earlier in the afternoon, I-20 westbound, right at Moreland Avenue, exit 60. You'll see the flashing lights on the corner here. Nothing to hold you up on your way to the downtown connector, just a couple extra brake lights. Once you get there, though, always the last spot to thin out, 75, 85 north and southbound. Still seeing some brake lights as you leave Buckhead and East Point, all converging towards Freedom Parkway. It's a little bit smoother than we've seen most of the day, but we are not quite out of the woods yet. 285 East packing in on the Interloop, leaving I-85 down to the Stone Mountain Freeway. That's exit number 39. And a couple extra brake lights, I-20 westbound, leaving the Mall of Stonecrest on and off that brake pedal, getting you towards 285, exit number 67. Andrew Seco, 95.5 WSB.
Now Atlanta Radio's only 5-day forecast with meteorologist Christina Edwards.
Clear skies this evening and mainly dry, though an isolated pop-up shower can't be ruled out. Sunset around 7:40. Temperatures will be in the mid-80s at that time, cooling down to the mid-60s for tomorrow morning. Tomorrow afternoon, partly cloudy with a few pop-up showers and storms, high 91. Sunday, a mix of sun and clouds, high 88. Monday and Tuesday, partly cloudy skies with highs in the upper 80s. The next chance for widespread rainfall is not until the middle of next week.
88 in Noonan, 90 in Midtown Atlanta, 86 in Dunwoody. More news at 7 o'clock. Breaking news when it happens. I'm Bill Caiaccio, 95.5 WSB.
This is Scott Slade. When it comes to your engagement ring, there's only one place I'd recommend. Tara Fine Jewelry Company, known for exceptional standards, craftsmanship, and legendary customer service. Tara's passion runs through every design they craft. Engagement rings you'll be proud to gift, cherish, and wear for a lifetime. You fell in love with her because she's unlike any other woman in the world. When it comes to your promise of forever, only a Tara diamond will do. Tara, specializing in diamonds of absolute beauty and legendary customer service since 1985.
Another accident? What happened?
Our truck driver got cut off, and they're getting blamed. No witnesses, no proof, and insurance is skyrocketing.
Wait, our drivers shouldn't take the blame for this?
Exactly why we need Samsara. Their AI dashcam show real-time video proving when our drivers aren't at fault.
So we protect our drivers and avoid false claims?
Yep. Companies using Samsara have exonerated their drivers and saved millions on insurance.
Protect your drivers and your bottom line at Samsara.com. Samsara. Operate smarter.
The Love Your Home Minute from TE Certified. Hi, it's Chris Chandler with Josh, the local owner of TE Certified Electrical, Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling. You know Josh. That's him you see jumping out of the back of their trucks, Josh. Welcome back. Tell me something unique you've had at your home that's not top of mind for maybe the rest of us.
It's my whole home generator. This is one of my favorite things. I forget I have it until the power goes out, and then all of a sudden I have internet, I have TV, I have a refrigerator, I can open my garage door, my pool pump runs, I have heat in the winter, I have cooling during the summer. We've put in tons of these for people that have medical equipment, they have refrigerators, they have freezers, they have aquariums, they have pools, even people with wine chillers. But most importantly, we put them in for people who don't want to be in the dark when the power goes out.
We've had every kind of weather this past few months, and in the newsroom, we know the biggest problem here when this happens is the power outages.
Your power goes out and you lose everything.
Great insight to Josh. I just added a whole home generator to my wish list.
TE certified, we love your home.
All right, Greg Russ. So you say you flew back on a 10-hour flight from Finland, well, from Stockholm, and it was terrible? It was an awful plane?
No, it wasn't terrible. It was just a junker plane, and it's surprising. It's Delta. I fly Delta often. I'll tell you, the crew was very nice. I don't want to make it seem like the crew was bad. They even left me a nice note, said thanks for flying with us so much. But it was a really old Boeing. It smelled like a porta potty when you got on ribs in the seats. And I was in the exit row.
I'm not, I would, let me tell you this. I'm not flying over an ocean for hours upon hours when I see ripped seats. Because I don't know if that's what I'm saying.
Home.
Huh?
I hear you, but you're going home. You're not going to get off the plane and not go home.
Well, there's that. There's that.
And in the exit row, you have to have the shade up when you take off. And the shade was so old and stuck that it wouldn't go up. So they came over and just kind of ripped it so that it was open.
See, I'm thinking, okay, what I'm not seeing is any maintenance having to do with the engines. But I'm seeing this. I'm seeing that there are rips on the that would freak me out.
It's probably a plane on its last couple of years.
Yep. I got on a plane.
It's surprising though. I mean, there's people who view
By the way,
Delta.
I fly Delta all the time. I love them. Don't you know? Yes.
I fly it. I mean, they've got me in their ecosystem. I'm ashamed to admit it, but I need the points. Every time I fly, it's like I need those.
Well, there
Delta
might go
points.
too. I just trust them. I don't know why. I just do.
You were a Frontier guy for a while, but then
I was a Frontier guy for one trip.
Still love
Did
Spirit,
you didn't
though,
book
right?
that one though,
Huh?
right?
Yeah, that was my son.
Yeah.
In the middle of it, he looks at me and goes, "This is how I travel."
Didn't the Spirit plane almost crash into the Air Force One?
It did.
I don't think it was almost crashed.
It didn't crash.
It just kept getting. They weren't
Close.
listening.
Oh, okay.
But close means like 8 miles or something,
all
right?
Yeah, they told it. It's like, hey, can you please respond to us and change your course because they were heading to a course.
Yeah,
that was
and the guy
similar
kept on. He's like, focus or
Easy,
something.
man. He said, pay attention.
They
Get
call
off
it-
the iPad. That's what he
Now,
said.
here's the thing. Now, I heard that get off the iPad, and we assume that the pilot is like playing games or something or watching YouTube videos. My assumption is there's some level of guidance that you're getting off the iPad, and then when they come in and talk to you over it, it's supposed to override the iPad. I don't think the guy was, watching Bluey. episode.
Get off the iPad.
Pay attention. Get over there.
I think that there's some level where the iPad is used for. But
I don't know. I think he was watching movies on his iPad.
Oh, okay,
That's what I
It
think.
replaces paper charts, and they do have
Yeah.
a place to store it right in front of them on the.
Yeah.
It's not the wheel. I can't remember what it's called, but
the
thing
the joystick,
The yoke.
the joystick.
Yeah, well, they have more than a joystick. They've got the thing that kind of looks like a half steering wheel.
Yeah, oh yeah, I know what you're talking. Let's have a little Formula One kind of steering wheel.
I can't
sort of
remember the name of
rectangular.
that thing.
It's called a
But
steering
it can-
wheel. You're steering
well,
the plane.
The iPad does clip into that.
Yeah, I think what it means is, and I think maybe what I got out of it is maybe it's a little bit of a thing that can happen where a pilot can lock into that so much that they don't notice that they're being told to. Whatever he was being told was opposite of what the iPad was telling him, which was heading them on the wrong course.
Or he was watching Bluey.
That's true.
Pay attention. Get off the iPad.
That can apply to so many things in life.
Seriously.
You have any stories from Studio B1?
I have stories, of course I do.
Yeah. Can
Candace
you read them?
Owens.
Can you read them
Candace
in
Owens
your
being sued?
Who?
Candace Owens.
Candace Owens. Yeah.
Is being sued in American court by Emmanuel Macron.
Yes.
And his wife Bridget for the claims that Bridget is not a woman. And apparently they're going to show proof in court that she is a woman.
Said here scientific proof. Now here's the
Scientific
thing.
proof.
Do you need scientific proof? Because I remember when the whole Michael Jackson thing was going on, they just had him drop his pants.
See, I
And
didn't
he was
know
like,
that.
It was humiliating.
They made me take pictures of my genitals.
When did they make him do that?
That was in the
Early 90s.
Yeah, it was. So a kid had said that there were certain he could describe, and so just to see if it matched the description.
Okay.
And they just said, "Drop your pants." Not in the middle of a courtroom, but they basically.
Well, unless the judge wants to show.
How much scientific evidence is necessary here?
Blood tests, right? Can't you just show that? DNA?
I would imagine.
Well, they said they're going to show pictures of her pregnant.
Okay, people aren't going to buy the Candace Owenses of the world
I
are
know.
not going to buy that. They're just going to say it was doctored or whatever. Candace Owens is only slightly less maniacal than Laura Loomer.
She should go to an American court and pull her pants down in front of the judge, so that way everybody can see right
That's
there
right.
and there.
Right in front of
See what
Trump.
kind of junk she's
Voila.
got.
I don't know. Candace might be a little scared because she's motioned to dismiss.
Well, I think that the problem here is that, I mean, I've been exposed to some of this through other YouTube channels that are showing like the clips of her from her show. And she is just, now I don't know if it's just about if she's just a genius at getting people to click through or whatever, but I'm watching it, I'm like, you are going over the line. Now, I think they have to prove that she knows that it's a woman and she continues. You know what I mean? It's hard with public figures to
She's
to
kind of
get them on.
reporting somebody else's reporting. This Xavier Passard has written the book that
Right.
alleges that
Right.
Brigitte Macron is a woman.
And I
or rather.
my favorite thing is I saw Candace Owens talking about Trump calling her because Macron asked Trump to call her and tell her to back off. And I heard her telling about, I can imagine Trump. And he's like, at one point he says to her, I've been around her, but she seems like a woman to me.
You know what? She's got that thing, like she acts like a woman. She complains a lot. I don't know.
Yap, yap, yap. She won't stop. I mean, it seems like-
It's only for views, all right? There's no reason to push this. There's absolutely no reason.
She has all these photos that are alleged to be Macron's wife as a man when they were younger. And I don't, where'd she get those? Did she doctor them?
And nobody in France ever saw this,
Yeah.
and he was elected. And I mean, there's kind of a weird little thing between those two, and that is that she's so much older than he is. Although
She was his teacher.
She was his teacher, but did they start dating when he was?
Yeah, well,
Yeah, and then
she
the
said-
parents moved away, got him away, and as soon as he turned 18, he went back to her.
All right, well, it's love.
He fell in love.
Exactly. I mean, we praise Bill Belichick for dating
Of
Jordan
course
Hudson.
we do. We all.
But yet, like,
he
with
gets
Macron,
nothing-
it's an issue.
He gets nothing but flowers for that.
Isn't that right, Bill?
Yeah, mine's of age.
Yes.
Bill's got a big game this weekend.
So they met. They met before.
Yeah,
he
she
was
was
of
teaching
age.
him, yeah.
She
What's of
became a-
age? It's France. What's
He
of
was
age?
15.
15. What is age in France?
He was 15 when she fell in love.
Yeah,
with
but
him.
I don't know what.
I don't know.
France is pretty loosey goosey when it
I
comes
don't know
to
a lot
romance.
of those age laws. I don't go researching them.
You know what's worse is like when you have you're talking to somebody and
Oh,
they're
and they
like,
know that-
they're like Oklahoma, it's 15. Whoa!
How did you know that, Eric? It's
I don't-
15.
Whoa!
It's 15. You nailed it.
Because it's France. It's France. That seems high to me.
15. They're little babies.
Well, it's 16 here, pretty much.
Yeah, they used to work in fields and have jobs and stuff when they were 15.
Not anymore. Now
People
they
used
work
to
at the
die when they
croissant
were
house.
40. You had to, people had grandchildren when they were 35. That's actually not true. The idea that when the average lifespan was 40, people weren't dying at 40.
Right.
It's just that so many people die. If you made it to be like 11, you had a good chance of having a lifespan kind of like ours. But everybody thinks that everyone died at 34.
Right.
Because the average lifespan was 40 is because you have, for so long in history, you'd have 10 kids and only 4 or 5 of them would make it past 11 or 12, and that was dragging down the curve. Yes?
Yeah, there's 24-year age gap between those two. So she was 39.
And when he was 15. All right, so what I think is now she's just really old, and she's putting on a lot of makeup, and that's kind of making her look somewhat mannish.
They worked together on a play. That's how they met. And then his parents did send him away. They
Yeah.
actually did send him to Paris to get him away from her.
Is Candace, like, I don't know, but when you see her talk about it, she acts like you're the idiot if you think there's any chance this is a woman. And I'm looking and going, you're getting pretty close to, is it slander? Slander is
defamation.
Defamation is what they're suing for, yeah.
But I think with public figures, you have to prove that Candace Owens knew she was wrong. And then, so you got to find a text to somebody, a producer, something like that. I believe that is the standard.
It's okay to have different age ranges. In comparison, Belichick and Jordan Hudson, 49 years.
Yeah, seem like, yeah.
Love.
Okay.
Yeah, it makes my 13 years feel like nothing.
Yeah. This guy's 13 years older than his girlfriend.
They still call it rocking the cradle?
It's working now.
Rocking. It was Robin.
Yeah.
It's called stealing. Robbing the cradle.
I've heard.
Robbing.
Okay, that's very
rocking
well.
the cradle.
He's going to prove that he's right.
No, I'm being honest. I don't know. I don't know.
It's robbing.
Okay, that makes sense.
You used to have to worry about the hand that rocks the cradle, because if it's a crazy nanny,
Yep.
remember that movie?
Oh, the hand that rocks the cradle. That movie.
Did you see it? I didn't see it.
Well,
I
when
remember
it came out. Yeah.
I remember when it was out. It was like a really scary thing. You know, it's a scary movie because I think there's a scene where a doll falls. And it's like, I think it's great in horror movies. Like dolls don't fall off of shelves every day.
Scary. Yeah, but when they do in a movie,
The shot's always from under the bed. You see the doll fall.
And then the eyes of the doll, they look at you.
Andrew Seco is seeing extra brake lights on I-20 leaving Stonecrest.
About 10 extra minutes of drive time as you're leaving the mall of Stonecrest. I-20 westbound packing in as you get towards 285, as you get towards 285, exit 67. Whatever's there might have just cleared, seeing the brake lights thinning out, but we're still a little bit slow back towards Panola Road. Allow for some extra time as you get towards the perimeter. The ride through downtown still a little bit tough. Southbound remaining the toughest stuff, but we're still seeing the brake lights back into Smyrna Vinings and Buckhead. Those converging all the way down towards Freedom Parkway, and just watch some trouble clear off to the shoulder on the Jam Cam 85 northbound. All lanes back open, getting north of Jimmy Carter Boulevard, exit 99. This report sponsored by ZeroCancer.org. If it's caught early, prostate cancer has a 99% survival rate. Find a nearby screening location at zerocancer.org/PSA. Andrew Seco, 95.5 WSB.
Topical. The FBI is now warning about this huge scam, billion-dollar scam.
Local.
Got my property tax bill in DeKalb County.
Getting you through your morning.
Is there anything scarier?
Mark Arrow.
Like, whoa, hold up, Ronald. What are you doing here?
Mark Arrow.
Monday at 9 a.m.
95.5 WSB, Atlanta's News and Talk.
This is Jaron Solomon. Fall is here. Football is back. And so is our Percentage Week sale. September 15th through the 21st. Enjoy up to 60% off designer engagement rings and fashion jewelry. As proud partners of the Georgia Bulldogs, we know what it means to shine on game day and every day. But hurry, once an item is gone, it's gone. Don't miss Percentage Week, September 15th through the 21st. Visit Buckhead, Alpharetta, or Sharpsburg, or book your private appointment now at SolomonBrothers.com.
When it comes to buying a vehicle, the name to remember is Jim Ellis Automotive. Hi, I'm Stacey Ellis, Vice President of the Jim Ellis Automotive Group. As Georgia's largest family-owned dealer group, we offer car shoppers unmatched advantages, starting with access to more than 5,500 new, certified pre-owned and pre-owned vehicles. With 21 convenient locations across Metro Atlanta and 17 top automotive brands, we have the selection you want and competitive pricing to fit your budget. But more importantly, we've made the buying process quick, easy, and convenient with the Jim Ellis Expressway. Visit one of our state-of-the-art showrooms for a top-tier customer service experience, or shop from the comfort of home. Browse our entire inventory of more than 5,500 cars, trucks, and SUVs, calculate your payment, apply for financing, and even start your trade-in process online. It's car buying on your terms. And don't forget, Jim Ellis buys cars too. It's a safe and easy way to get maximum value for your car. To get started, visit JimEllis.com. Jim Ellis Automotive, where you can always expect the best.
Two homes, same street, practically twins. One sells fast for top dollar. The other still sitting around like it forgot to shower. So what happened? Hey, it's Eric Von Hessler. Well, the first seller went old school. Traditional agent, endless showings, price drops, emotional roller coaster, and eventually they settled for less. The second seller, they used Orchard. Now, Orchard doesn't just list your home, they work it. Their agent knew what upgrades would catch a buyer's eye, brought in pros to handle everything, and made that house look like it belonged in a real estate magazine. And the best part? With Orchard's Move First, Sell Later program, that seller packed up and moved out before a single stranger walked through their old front door. No showings, no stress, no hey, can you hide the cat and vacuum cleaner again? Just top dollar and a smoother move. Want in? Start with a free home valuation at Orchard.com. That's Orchard.com.
This is Greg Trusinski from the Original Mattress Factory. I want to share the story of a couple I worked with recently. After receiving a quote from a competitor for a mattress, they visited OMF and found a mattress that was a great fit for them. They were so pleased with our quality and value that they ended up purchasing 2 mattresses, a box spring, headboard, and frame. Their total at OMF was roughly $400 less than what they would have spent on just the one mattress at the competitor. If you're ready to get better sleep for less, visit us at originalmattress.com.
Paid for by Christian Care Ministry.
Let's see, if something costs less, a lot less, but people are actually happier with it, that sounds like something to look into, and that's MediShare. Maybe you've heard joining MediShare can save you or your family up to $500 a month, and that's huge, but it's also true. People are just happier with it. They love being part of something that reflects and promotes their values and what they believe in. MediShare works, too. It's been around for 30 years now, and members have shared more than $7 billion of each other's bills. People love having telehealth and a huge nationwide PPO network, so yeah, really, you can save a ton and like it better. Imagine being happy with how you're taking care of your health care, whether you're self-employed or part of the gig economy, or you just want a plan that you're happy with. Here you go. You can call right now and get a price within 2 minutes. A very, very smart use of 2 minutes. Here's the number you need. It's 855-51-BIBLE. That's 855-51-BIBLE. 855-51-BIBLE.
You know, I don't know if you have time for this story, Greg Rush. I see that it's in your stories from Studio B1. But I'm just going to say that this is kind of a headline that if I took it the wrong way would scare the hell out of me. It doesn't scare the hell out of me. But NASA says solar activity is increasing after a decades-long lull. And then this quote, the sun is waking up.
Slowly waking up.
Slowly.
Does that mean we're going to get cold?
Is it going to get hotter? Like, how hot? You know, I love it.
I'm cool with it getting hotter. Let's go.
Isn't Greg? You're kind of smart on these things. It's like the sun is like 11-year cycles, and we must be coming out of the end of that and going into a new cycle. Or the sun gets hot and cold relatively, and I think it happens in 11-year cycles. I don't know why. That's a piece of information that's nested in my brain. I have no source.
Was it 11 or it's 11? Yes, you're correct.
Am I always correct or what?
No.
That's true.
But this time you were.
You have a dog now?
Yeah, it's Autumn's dog.
No, there's this dog outside, this yappy little mongrel.
All right, there's no need to be angry at a helpless animal. Is it a courtyard? Is it a courtyard or something? Is it a courtyard?
I think it's our neighbor's backyard.
Oh.
But I would pet it if I saw it. I wouldn't be mean to it. But right now, it's ruining the show.
Get out of here.
I pride myself on not having barking animals when I'm on the air with you.
You should get a macaw or a parrot.
Oh, that would be great.
Keep it in there.
You have those colored lights now too. Is that because you know you're on video? Is there a purpley kind of blue?
Oh, that's my grow light. I'm growing plants.
Oh, really?
What kind of plants?
Yeah.
You're growing plants. Well, that's interesting. Well, he's in New York State.
Polka dot plants, monstera. I'm trying to grow flowers indoors, which is difficult because they need a lot of light. But yeah, that's my purple.
Oh, we all assumed that you were growing
weed.
Growing weed, but you don't get high, as far as I know.
No.
So
I could legally grow it if I wanted here.
But you don't do that. He gets he can never get past the paranoids. So
no, I start thinking about the sun and its 11-year cycle.
Which apparently we're only in solar cycle 25. That's wild.
Well, it's a young sun.
I guess so. I mean, I guess maybe that's when they started counting it because
24 sucked.
Solar cycle 26 starts in 2030.
I look forward to the frozen sun.
Yeah.
I would like that.
I
love the cold.
Yeah, well, it wouldn't just be cold. We'd be all dead.
But it would be cold.
No.
So yeah, that with the
There's no
sun
feelings.
coming,
No.
with the sun slowly waking up, it's going to be an uptick in solar storms, flares.
Oh, good.
Coronal mass
Good.
ejections.
Have you seen the world lately? Join the party. Why should it get any better?
If there was a solar flare and knocked out all our satellites and the internet went down, maybe it would be a good thing. Maybe the sun's going to take it upon itself to say, you know what, you guys are fools. Let
Yeah.
me fix this.
I got a feeling your grow light is somehow connected to the internet. You might lose your ability to.
Thank God I saved my magazines.
That's right. Everybody else threw theirs away.
Porn prepper.
But, he's a porn prepper. He's a born porn prepper. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that music is telling us two things. Shut the hell up, get the hell out. And you know us, we do what we're told. We're good citizens that way. Shelley Winter is up next. He's got a great radio
He's
show
been
for
pacing
you.
out there.
Oh, he's ready to go. He's ready to go. Got a great show for you. We are going to take the weekend off. I wish everyone a great weekend. We'll be back on Monday at 3 p.m. You're all invited to join us. But until then, continue on your journey.